Hi guys, this is Namkraft and welcome to the Starcraft series of Starcraft English commentary or whatever that is. It's gonna be Snow versus Soulkey, and this game is gonna be played on Blitzwire, the third game in the series, best of 7. Once again, I remind you, and so far 2-0 in favor of Snow, King in the North, and Soulkey is gonna have to have something to fight against his master here because he's just so underwhelming here in this encounter between these two players. This next map, Blitz Y, very interesting map. One of my favorite map after Troy in this season of ASL. It's gonna get relinquished, right? I mean, they will not have Troy or Blitz Y anymore in the next season. I actually don't like that. I really enjoy watching people playing on this map, and we shall see what happens next year. But anyways, on this map, Blitz Y, it looks to us like the opponents looks like Snow is gonna be at the bottom right in the blue color, and Soulkey is gonna be at the top right in the yellow color. And if you look at the map stats for Protoss versus Zerg, Blitz Y is a very Protoss flavored map here, or yellow chocolatey, whatever. Blitz Y with 63% for Protoss against Zerg in all match since the beginning of this map creation. So this is the reason why Snow picks it, and we shall see if he's got the right reasons for it or not. We've seen the games get dragged onto the left side of the map. This map is similar to the map Butter, but we've seen it a couple of times. I also really enjoy that map because it kind of starts on one side and then it slowly drags over to the other side of the map, and more crazy, intense actions happen all over the field. So we shall see here. Looks like we're going to be having Forge first and 9 pool. Is that 9 pool? I think that's 9 pool. For Soulkey, this drone checks out for any kind of random stuff because this is a critical moment in the history of this encounter, because 2-0 up. If Soulkey dies to a cheese, and he's gonna get completely shaken in the fourth and final set. So he needs to make sure that he's not under any kind of weird cheese shenanigans being pulled by Snow here. But it looks like Snow is gonna come out and scout. He sees the spawning pool. He sees the egg being morphed. That's possibly another drone. Usually the Zerg player in this kind of situation, they mind game the Protoss by making the first unit from that lava after pool is completed a drone. And that's gonna force the cannons a little bit earlier, but it's not gonna be drone first. It's gonna be Zerling first and heading right away to Snow space, and let's see if Snow's gonna have enough time to go ahead and just defend correctly here. But yeah, anyways, before the game gets heated, once again, let me take my time to thank you for all of you for your coffee this month. And let's continue on with the fan photo session. So these are the photos of the people who have been my fan. I guess everyone's my fan, right? Thank you all for being my fan, but there are some fans that are more equal than the others, and I shall draw them using AI technology. So this is one of him or them. This is Mr. Min from Paris, France, looking very handsome with his croissant and French newspaper and glasses, and you can see the background, very romantic. So if you're out there, Mr. Mean, if this looks anything like you, please go ahead and leave a comment. If it doesn't look like you, just don't say anything, because yeah, I understand. Anyways, I saved the best for last. So this is gonna be Mr. Tariq from Ontario, Canada. Very good looking guy, very sportive, and also supportive of Namkraft. So thanks a lot, Tariq, for your contributions. And once again, let me remind you, this is Alan from Taiwan. No pun intended. Of course, Kung Fu Panda is one of my favorite ever series of whatever movies or just animation. So I really enjoy it. So I hope that you are as fun and high spirited and good-hearted as Po from Kung Fu Panda. I think you are. Anyways, let's go back to this game. Is there anything fun happening? Absolutely. There's going to be a ton of fun happening ahead of us here. Zerling is chasing this pro. Very fun to watch here. I mean, it's much better than me chasing my dog. I have a dog. Do you know that? His name is... I should reveal the name of my dog when I have 10,000 subscribers. Face revealed at 100,000 subscribers. Anyways, so what do we have here? Stargate coming down for Snow, and everything's looking very standard. So after 2 crazy games, we finally have a standard game. We finally have Godfather Part 1 here, with a lot of, just preparation for the long game, and just, meditating at home and not actually doing anything with all of those meditative, outputs. But we'll be having some of the outputs used right now. Zergspire is the first output. Stargate not yet completed, and we have the Forge upgrade. I think the core is spinning, maybe. I'm not so sure. Did I catch not? Okay, not yet spinning. Yeah, so anyways, the game is going to continue on for here. 3 hatch for Soulkey. Snow is kind of aware of the third house location. Now he knows, he sees the creep. And he's gonna feel something when he sees that Zergling speed kicks in. Sometimes the Zerg try to go for a timing attack around this time, but that's gonna be just completely suicidal from Soulkey to do that because his enemy is completely wall in here. A single cannon is fine. He even goes for a second cannon because the moment Zergling speed kicks in, you kind of have a sense to say, okay, it's probably gonna be a time for me to build something. For Terran, it might be a bunker. For Protoss, it might be an additional cannon as well as probe helping out with the blockage here. But it looks like Soulkey's gonna be going completely macro. He's building a lot of drones and getting prepped for that eventuality of the Zerg Spire here. The first Corsair comes out, checks the middle of the map. He doesn't see anything strange. Sees a couple of Zergling moving across, but not many. Of course, he actually doesn't know if all of the Zergling on this more. Now he sees that second gas is being planted down. He needs to find a hidden Overlord. There are some Overlord in random location. This Overlord is far out. He's gonna try to attack this Overlord. This might be a mistake, man, because the Spire is completed now and Scourges are underway. Looks like the second Corsair is gonna check out the 9 o'clock position. There are some Overlords in those areas, so we shall see if he's gonna have enough time to return home. Oh my god, he finds nothing in the middle of the map. He is just right in the place where there's nothing. But now I think, yeah, now he finally finds the other Overlord. And the pair of Scourge get produced just on time here to attack that Corsairs. And both of the Corsairs are going to have to get relinquished home here. This Corsair is hiding in the middle map. Wow. Snow is just so advanced. Advanced Corsair technique. Do you know that Snow is the guy who invented the Corsair technique, moving shot Corsair technique, when you have just 2 or 3 Scourges and you can still do attack move on the Scourges? Yeah, that is what Snow has invented. And it's so effective that he was able to actually completely fooled and really frustrated Queen when he first revealed this technique to him. But anyways, yeah, that is something of the past. Now everyone knows how to do it, and we shall see what happens now. Zealots start to attack now. They don't have speed. They don't have +1 weapons ground. Mutalists start to come out. Is this a complete dedication to Mutalists or not? Because the Hydrogen is already completed as well. So I don't know. Where's the other Corsair? Did it die? Anyways, we're gonna be having just 5 Mutalists and some Scourges come out. This might be a complete fake, man, just revealing a lot of Mutalists and Scourges, but behind this he might be building a crap ton of God knows, Hydralists, I guess. Maybe Zealots start to engage here and Scourges reveal themselves as well. These Zealots will get saved, so that's very fortunate for Snow to not lose anything, not even the weak Zealot in the back. That's very good for him. And do we have, yeah, looks like more cannon going in the main here. The number of Corsair I think is around 4 or 5 now. As well as +1 upgrade is gonna get just started soon, but yeah, 6 hatch is gonna be what Soulkey goes for. The first Dark Templar goes out. He starts to swipe at the Zerling, excuse me, and start to buy some time for Snow. So that's nice. Yeah, so we shall see. If I was Snow, I'll just also put a cannon in the expansion just to be completely safe. Very good reaction from Snow. Snow is the guy who played with very low APM. Today his APM has seen a nice improvement from the usual 280 APM. His APM is up to 300, so that's something like a 10% increase. So he must have been working on his keyboard all day and night over the weekend to get that improvement, because other players like Mini is easily 450, 480, Bisu's 480, and Hero is 500. So you know what, slow players like Snow's got a lot of work cut out for him. But that is the beauty of his play. He actually doesn't rely on random stuff, you know, getting cracked into the keyboard. He relies more on sense, style, and spirit and vision, and all of those big buzzwords that you often hear in those kind of seminars where the guy says, you know, you can do it if you follow me. Anyways, I used to work for one of those seminars in the past. You know, this one guy from Singapore comes up forward and he says, you know what, the mind and the body is connected. If you are hungry and you tell yourself I'm full, then you get slightly less hungry. And on the other hand, if, for example, if you're feeling down because, you know, maybe your girlfriend dumped you or something like that, and that is also going to affect your body. Your body will start to feel a bit sluggish, and you might have some kind of stomachache or something like that. And anyways, we're having a Dark Templar that's got 2 kills out of nowhere. I think those are the Zergling kills. And yeah, both the players are being very careful here. Soulkey, of course, he doesn't want to go down 3-0, and Snow, of course, he doesn't want to throw away his victory, his advantages, excuse me. And he's going to rely on a big army push in the middle map to try to come out here. 2 High Templars, 3 High Templars getting ready. Maybe they would have 3 storms each by the time the moment is getting ready to move out here. The number of mutualists for Soulkey is not high. He's keeping them at 5 max, and that's very good choice here. He's gonna dedicate the majority of his forces on the Hydra force. This map, once again, Blitz Y is very Protoss flavored. I mean, it's so freaking goddamn Protoss flavored that it's gonna be ridiculous for Soulkey to win. And the problem with Zerg on this map is these high grounds. You know what? You can easily get the 3rd base, but after that, Protoss is gonna just get on the high ground and just gain that advantage forever into the end of the game. And the final map that you can take, the map at the 3 o'clock position, will never be claimed by Zerg. I mean, it's gonna be impossible. Protoss can kind of claim it, or maybe just deny it from being claimed. Anyways, this Dark Templar is gonna reveal himself, and overload speed kicks in, so that this Templar will need to run for its life. But Mutualist gonna have to get chased away, and the Scourges got mixed in the group as well. That's really unfortunate for Soulkey to lose that. We're at the 10-minute and 26-second of the game. 126 supply for Snow, 115 for Soulkey. The game is completely goddamn dead even. But now it's gonna be getting a little bit less even now, maybe because one huge engagement is gonna happen soon. Scourge is chasing, and it looks like the Snow's courses are not doing those kind of moving shots. He's supposed to be very careful at this stage of the game. Dragoons start to move out. Looks like Dragoon range. Is that the upgrade for the Dragoon range, or was it the upgrade for the Corsairs? I couldn't tell. I would check that with you for just a second here. But for the time being, we'll look at what looks like both the players are just jogging for position here. And finally, the 4th base for Soulkey becomes operational, whereas Snow is still on 2 bases. We're going to be having lurkers coming out. Look at the supply, man. Soulkey's supply is surging up nicely. So I don't know if Snow... I mean, it's going to be better for him to actually push and apply a little bit of pressure on his enemy. He's going to do that just now. He's got a large enough supply. And he's got enough Corsairs to actually come out there and defend his forces. Go and take a base. Dude, you are just kind of slow to take a base here. A player that is not afraid to take bases quickly is Mini. He take them, he cancel them, and that's fine. Anyways, Mutualist see the Corsairs moving out. He's going to try to come out here and dive on the High Templars, but there are no High Templars in the area. So that is good. I think that Dark Templar just died there due to the Hydra attack. And finally, now we're going to be having enough forces to gain this high ground. This is the macro machine from Snow. But of course, Snow is not known to be a macro player. He's known to have good mechanics and good sense and good decision making, and that's it. A good macro player is somebody like Bass, maybe, and to a certain extent Bisu, I think. But anyways, Snow will have to make do with what he's got now. He's doing a huge push as well as take this base. Now doing this time, the Zerg like to send in a small squadron to snipe that Nexus, or kind of delay it, I guess. And this might be something that happens soon. Looks like we're going to be having Protoss attacking on the left side, because the right side, that narrow corridor, is very hard to attack for Zerg and very easy for Protoss to defend. Anyways, looks like Protoss is going to try to assault this high ground. There are no Hydras here. Just a couple of lurkers, and that's it. And those Corsairs are going to be able to attack and take out every single Overlords in the area, and that's it. He's going to retreat after that attack is over. Some Scourges in the area trying to go and snipe for these Corsairs, but the Corsairs are running nicely. And one Corsair get damaged in the back, but still 7 Corsairs remaining. The big battles is ahead of us now. Look at that huge attack of Protoss in the middle map, but we have a counter attack from the Zergling. This might be something here. Is Snow ready with his cannons in the 3rd base here, and yeah, revealing himself in the middle of the map possibly is not a good idea. What he's gonna try to check for? He's gonna try to check this area. He sees more Overlord, and he takes out once again 2 Overlords and retreats, and still by a lot of time. The attack is gonna be on the left side of the map. Snow has ventured so far from home, and I wonder if this is a good move or not. He's got some forces waiting to defend his 3rd base, and indeed the battle's gonna begin now. But Snow's gonna pull back because he sees his enemies got so many sunken. A huge counter attack from these Mutualists. Do we have just enough cannons? Yeah, we do have just about 2 cannons, which is fine, as well as some Zealot blocking the front. So that is great, and Snow is not yet committed to a major attack. 182 supply for Snow, 161 for Soulkey. Some Zealot attacking the Zerglings, and looks like Snow is going to try to take his 4th base as well. Mutualists get caught in the middle of the map. Only 5 Mutualists remaining, so that's not numerous. Anyway, it's going to be having Evolution Chamber and Queen's Nest. The timing of the lair for Soulkey is kind of late, I feel. Anyways, all of the Scourges in the middle of the map get destroyed. This prop might get sniped though. You need to storm himself, and he storm his own Zealot, which is not a good idea. Anyways, finally this Nexus goes down, buying a lot of time, and we have a shadow with something inside, maybe 4 Dark Templar. This might be the key moment here in the game, because if Snow can disrupt the mining in the main as well as do a major attack in the front, it might be some crazy move. Looks like he might be doing a 3-prong attack, 1 prong with the Dark Templar, 2 prong with the Corsairs, and 3 prong with his ground army. It's gonna be crazy. Looks like we don't have any Dark Templar, excuse me, no Overlords in the main, but we have good reactions from his enemy. And looks like, what is that building getting destroyed? Is that the Queen's Nest being attacked? I don't know. Looks like the Dark Templars are hiding in the back here, and we have Mutualists attacking the 4th base. Zerglings getting trapped in the middle map. Looks like Soulkey need to pull back. 194 supply for Snow, and Soulkey is 172, and we have some storms getting ready. He's storming what? Just his, oh my freaking goddamn, god, what is that? Pip display or what? Hydra's gonna snipe this Shadow, and that is gonna be the end. And looks like finally Soulkey's gonna take this base. Taking this base is an interesting idea here. That's gonna stop any kind of drops to this main, but that's gonna alert also Snow to go for drops on that base at some point in the future. But for the time being, yeah, looks like Snow is just gonna defend against anticipated drops here from Soulkey. He's gonna do once again this attack on the high ground. I think it's gonna be better for him to not waste his force here and instead just try to focus on taking the left side of the map and getting the advantage there. He's gonna do one more storm in attack and take out some High Templars, and just making sure that he can morph all of his Archons nicely here. He's gonna do one more storm. What is he doing? Oh wow, losing a High Templar that's got 3 storms in it is not good. Anyway, some Zealots attacking and keeping this middle bridge, and so many hatcheries going down. This is possibly the first time we have seen a PvZ Blitz wide where all of the 3 bases and the 3 clock positions are taken. There are 3 places you can plant down stuff, and looks like all of them are gonna get taken at some point. So that's very interesting. Probes running, moving towards the bottom left, which is fine. These Zerlings cannot do any kind of damages here, and that is great. What's happening now? We're gonna have this Shadow with down speed for the time being. And yeah, another hatchery might get planted down sneakily by Soulkey at the 9 o'clock position. We're gonna be having a major attack here. We're gonna be having Observer getting sniped, and Snow is actually waiting more forces than actually he wishes to be wasting forces on this side of the map. If he can succeed, it might be something though, but Zerlings, Cracklings attacking nicely and buying a lot of time, and looks like finally these forces get destroyed. We might have one more storm. That High Templar is gonna look for, come on, do the storm now. Oh my god, looks like the High Templar gets sniped before it could cast a storm, and these other High Templar could possibly get sniped as well. The game is completely stalemated, and Snow is on 5 bases, but Soulkey is also on 5. And we shall see what happens. And it looks like Snow will need to actually make some more forces on his, put more probes on his simulators. I think that is a beautiful storm. That Nidus Canals provide a nice kind of, you know, shortcut, I guess, for Zerg to, you know, send forces from the main to this front here and to reinforce the frontal attack. Anyways, finally Defiler time is up now. We're gonna be having double Defiler mount. Interesting. Why do you need double Defilers mount? Anyways, we're gonna be having slow Shadow here dropping. I actually don't approve of this move, but it's fine. Anyways, more Cracklings moving across this side of the map. Dragoons need to actually help out as well. Where the Shadow going? Looks like finally Shadow with speed kicks in, and we're gonna be having courses coming out to buy time and dropping. Observers seeing the situation as well. That's a lot of forces. High Templar need to cast the storm. That storm isn't so bad. This other storm is gonna eat up all of those what is it, the lurkers as well, which is fine. We still have 3 Zealot remaining. Courses destroying every single unit in the area, but this base finally still go back to Snow. So Soulkey, excuse me, and Soulkey is gonna reinforce with a Nidus Canal. He's gonna reinforce that area with Nidus Canal. I mean, this is a genius strategy. It's gonna be time for Snow to take the 9 o'clock position now. You need to take that area before it becomes too late. And you cannot take anymore. It looks like finally Soulkey's got enough forces to come out and exert his presence on this high ground here. It's gonna be a long time until Snow can claim that area. This Shadow might do some damage. What do we have? His Zealot dropping. Maybe he's waiting. He's dropping a single high template. He's gonna cast a storm. That isn't a bad storm. He's gonna hide in the main, and he casts a beautiful storm that kind of damages something, but not all. We might see one more storm somewhere. I don't know where exactly. The Shadow is possibly dead now. It's got nothing inside, and finally it dies. Just wasting 2 high templates in the back, and that's not so bad at all. But anyways, a lot of cannons and gateway getting set up, because now Defiler as well as you know, red liquid and brown gas is gonna be the bean. What am I saying? The bane. Yeah, the bane of existence of Snow. I was gonna say the bean. Anyways, cannons getting set up because drop might be happening soon. But before that, we're gonna having a major engagement in the middle map here. 200 supply Protoss versus 200 Zerg, and really nice upgrades to both the players. +2 weapons, +2 armors, and +1 shield for Protoss. We're gonna be having Reavers, maybe? What's inside the Shadow? It is Reaver, and once again the signature move from Snow. Reavers with moving Shadow. It's very smart, and he's gonna do an attack now. Take out a single the lurker and then retreat. High Templar cast a nice storm, but he could have cast another storm in the back though. And now Protoss is trading nicely. You need to continuously trade nicely. The Archon is going way too far. Retreat home. Look at the lurkers pipeline attacking everything. Oh my god, Snow, man, what are you doing? Think about the 9 o'clock base. and transfer probes towards these other bases so that you can mine more effectively from those bases. Is what I'm gonna advise Snow to do. He has got maxed out army, but what is gonna be the next thing that you can actually combo this army? I think arbiters. Arbiters would be nice, man, because now you completely maxed out, so there's no need to actually make more forces, like just the basic forces. The shadow is gonna live, maybe. Yes, it does live, and Reavers on this right side of the map. We're gonna be having plague, and it is gonna be red liquid on those beautiful Reavers. The 2S brand new SUV that just came out of factories, and someone just keyed them all. Anyways, the Reaver's gonna try to attack and take out lurkers one by one and retreating and buying some time that way, which is gonna be nice. But that Reaver as well as the shadow is so damaged. It's gonna be time to make just purely Zealot and High Templars and just cast Storm slowly. That isn't a bad place to actually to hide your High Templars and cast a Storm. And by some time here, we're going to be having Crackling moving across the map. Snow need to come back now because this base is going to get completely overwhelmed here. It's going to be scary attack. Storm's getting ready. Zealot supporting this area, which is great. And looks like the Cracklings are returning home. So yeah, Protoss has got enough forces to actually counter that. We're going to be having more Cracklings coming all over the field here. Snow's got to be careful. I think Arbiters will be great addition to his army. He's got so much minerals and gas. Carriers would not work. I think Arbiter is the way to go here. Reavers attacking 3 lurkers. Oh my god, that is a good find. And he picks up all of his Reavers. He's going to do one more shot, destroying so many forces. But this Reaver will need to get picked up now. The Shadow as well. The Shadow is still alive. That is magnificent. The control is just goddamn ridiculous. And finally, the Shadow may die. No, it doesn't die even. And these Cracklings are going to just try to take out this pylon, but they will not be able to do anything. The pylon dies, but a lot of Zerg forces dies with this as well. And that was a lot of supply being cleared by both player. But the game is still going on. 21-minute mark of game. This is going to be a nice epic series. I can see it. I'd like Soulkey to win at least one game, man, so we can drag it on more and more and more. I mean, this is like masturbation, right? You actually don't want to finish because you want to enjoy a little bit more than what you're already enjoying. But what you're doing is, what you're having is not so bad. So just that is fine. If you can finish it right now, it's okay, great. But if you can actually do a couple of more shots, it's even better, right? And 5 minutes is not as good as 1 hour. So basically, I see good resemblance between masturbation and StarCraft. What's happening here? A lot of forces gonna try to attack it. This Nexus gets set up, but losing this high ground is gonna be problematic for Snow. Zerg is gonna go up to 6 base. Actually, I haven't worked out the economy for Protoss versus Zerg when Soulkey, the Zerg player, takes the 3 o'clock as well as the 9 o'clock position. I haven't worked out the economy, but I think that Zerg wins, right? Because there's just so many mineral patches in the 3 o'clock position that can get claimed. So what can Snow do? Anyways, this Nexus is gonna get destroyed, and Snow is on the back foot, man. He didn't take that 9 o'clock base when he had a chance to, and now he's gonna get completely boxed in here, and this game is gonna go to Snow, I think. I mean, the only way for Snow to actually try to come back is to do a lot of good High Templar trade. If he can trade nicely, yeah, okay, at least this area will get just High Templar storm to death. And what is he doing? Why is he storming a random area that's got nothing? He can draw more, he can storm more. There's more places you can storm here. I find this, yeah, it looks to me like that third area, the third base, is not easy. Oh my god, High Templar will cast just a random storm, and then what is he gonna try to attack? He's gonna attack a Zealot, maybe? No, he doesn't. He just hold the area right here, and finally Soulkey puts down some sunkens here. Oh, sunkens here. Oh. Now, I actually don't know what to say because now Snow's got 2,000 minerals in the bank. Soulkey's got 2,600 minerals in the bank. And Reaver is still just trading nicely. Those Reavers might die. Archon saved the day. Looks like both Reavers would die now. And that's a kind of a big investment that was lost in that attack there. But yeah, Snow can maybe just buy some. Oh my god, that is a beautiful storm. One more storm maybe. Eating up so many hydrogens and trading really nicely. And now it's going to be the key word of the game is going to be trades. Trade, make your enemy waste more money for you to waste less money is going to be the name of the game here, but we shall see if that is going to be enough because I haven't worked out the maths like I told you on this map. I've never worked out any maths for any kind of map because I'm not a math person, whatever. Okay, more attack on those Reavers, just trading very nicely, storming from the back, more High Templar on the right side, use it, goddamn Snow, what are you doing? He's gonna just not do anything and just retreat the rest of his army and let his High Templar take up the bulk of the work here, which is great, and clearing out some, okay, one more storm, come on, that High Templar is so damaged, it does a good storm and morph into Archons now. Okay, this are somebody that doesn't have gas. Maybe Snow is doing it on purpose. Sometimes you actually don't want to use too much gas because you want to prioritize the mining of your of your minerals. You want to, mine out your minerals first. This is gonna be a gravestone for one of these players. I don't know who. I don't know who exactly, but I think it's neither. Alright, looks like the Hydra just get pushed back. And come on, finish this. The game's actually gonna go to the bathroom and do some of my personal business in there because the game is dragging on for way too long. 24-minute mark of the game, and the game is still happening. He is storming from the high ground. But not able to do enough damage. I mean, arbiters? Wow, look at this beautiful symmetry. This beautiful symmetry for Zerg. I mean, you need to build more Sunkens, man. Just build Sunkens everywhere. Just build Sunkens everywhere. That's a very, very healthy army of Archons. Why doesn't Soulkey go for Ultras? I mean, with his huge economy out of 6 bases like this and so much gas, he can just go for Ultras all day, I think. And like an all-Ultra army is going to be just completely impossible for Protoss to fight against. I mean, like, imagine 200 supply worth of Ultras and 200 supply worth of Archons. Who wins? I'm gonna say that the Ultras win easily. Anyways, nice observer work. And that High Templar, is it snipe? No, it's not yet snipe. And those High Templars in the back casting beautiful storm and buying so much time. He might do one more storm. He's gonna storm the Defiler. He need to find the Defiler. He's not able to find the Defiler and just kill that unit, but not get destroyed. So anyways, maxed out by Snow. So Soulkey is also maxed out. We're gonna be having more forces, but finally Protoss inches ever forward to this high ground advantage. Storming, not enough energy on those forces. That Shadow is still alive, picks up the Reavers and retreat, and this is beautiful micro control from both of the players. Snow is just slightly better in terms of micro, but macro wise, Soulkey is doing nice here. Nice storm, sniping the Defiler as well as hurting a group of Hydras. And once again, the game of trade is going nicely in Snow's favor, but the big macroeconomic picture is going to Soulkey. And finally, Snow is gonna take his gas at the bottom left. I mean, I think that is intentional for sure, right? Alright, clearing out some side because, yeah, the Corsair is completely useless there. More counter-attack, though this counter-attack will happen in the middle of the map. Zealot need to pull back. Snow, he's doing so much Zealot in the attack. He's gonna try to finally pull back and holding this area nicely with a lot of gateway to reinforce quickly. Here, Dragoons need to attack, and by time, he pushes the enemy back. Both the players are just completely stalemate. I mean, this is like classical chess, so slow, boring, and you can easily fall asleep, but don't fall asleep because the moment you fall asleep, what's happening to that Sunken? Why is it not attacking that Zealot on the high ground? Anyways, Reaver's doing good shot, but it's gonna be time for Soulkey to inch forward and snipe some Reaver. He snipes some Reaver in the back, but he pulls back before he's able to do anything, and these cannons in the front is still buying a lot of time. But wow, Soulkey is inching ever forward towards his enemy's base now. Snow 170 supplies, Soulkey 184, and the game is still completely stalemated. Both the players got enough minerals and gas for centuries, for eons. And yeah, we are not seeing any kind of major attack happening soon now. It's gonna be Snow is gone slightly on the defensive positioning here. He gotta use more High Templars and less Reavers, man, because Reavers actually, they still cost money. You know what? High Templar is the way to go. You need to actually build a lot more High Templars and use them with cannons. And we're gonna be having nice plague on those brand new Dragoons that just came out of, the mother's womb of the Dragoon mother or whoever. And okay, what should I talk about? Should I talk about a movie or something? Because now the game is not yet over. The only reason why I'm still here talking constantly to you is because I'm a Protoss player. And I'm completely fascinated by this matchup of PvZ. It's my favorite matchup. That is the only reason. But anyways, more attack happening now for Snow. He's gonna try to land a Reaver and buy some time here. But he's gonna be careful because the Scourges are in the area. A lot of Lurkers in the back gets damaged. Nice attack, and we're gonna be finally having Dark Swarm on the Zealot here, and that Defiler is gonna move forward. Reaver need to get pulled here. Probe need to run around. What do we have? Okay, Lurker. Oh my god, a Lurker destroying so much Probe in that attack. Very lucky though for Snow. He's got that area completely mined out, so he won't mine that much. It's almost mined out, man. The only thing he loses from that base is gas. He needs to actually keep his gas flow constant here. Beautiful Reaver attack. Attacking on this left side. He's gonna try to go towards the bottom left. I think there's plenty of cannons there. There's not gonna be no need. Yeah, 3 cannon is fine, right? Stop your probe, man. You do the probe stop thingy. And he doesn't need to because the Zerling just run out. But look at this huge yellow stuff in the middle map. It's so messy, so crazy. This game is so symmetrical. It's so chess-like. That is unbelievable. Usually Protoss versus Zerg is not this symmetrical, but now we do see some beautiful symmetry in this game here. And more forces trying to attack, but the game is completely stalemated. What could happen? happen? What is? You can just pause the video right now and give me your prediction. Who will win? We're almost entering the 30th mark of the game. Who's gonna win? I'm gonna say that Protoss will win, but it's not gonna be based on this current setup of the game. Protoss will win because he will make something. He will make something either Arbiters or Archons, Dark Archons. Anyways, yeah, we do have some nice Storms attacking the Zerglings. Maybe more Storm will be getting attacking, and Zealot not yet doing anything here. That is gonna be a beautiful Storm, and just buying some time here, and more high templates getting on the high ground here. Alright, looks like more Reaver production and more high tempo production here. Zerg is not switching to Ultras. I think switching to Ultras is good, but maybe I know why. I know why Soulkey is reluctant to switch to Ultras, because in this kind of high gas kind of game, if you switch to Ultras, that is gonna, kind of incentivize the Protoss player to switch to Dark Archon and Mind Control. And Mind Control, man. So that, don't forget about that. We haven't seen Mind Control in a professional game, but in this kind of very high gas game, it's possible. It's possible, right? Why not? Because both of these players have so much gas saved up. Anyways, that Sunken is gonna finally die. And storming very nicely from the high ground, destroying everything and control this area so great. It's gonna be the time for Soulkey to do a huge counter attack now. Reaver is gonna go on this low ground and destroying that Sunken. We have the Scourges getting ready. What is the Shadow gonna do? It's gonna pick up, and we have more Storms with Dragoons attacking, destroying the Scourges, which is great. This Archon buying so much time. This is like the 300 Spartans. But anyways, the Reavers finally destroyed his base. It's gonna be time for Soulkey to change his tactic. He need to come back, man. He need to come back and save this base. Why didn't he build a Nidus Canal here? He could have built the Nidus Canal in the back, I think. A long time ago. Okay, there's a Nidus Canal in the back, and that hatchery is possibly falling. Snow is not saving it. He needs to pick up both the Reavers. He does pick up both the Reavers and buying so much time with the Dragoons on the high ground. A huge counter attack with Lurkers and Zealot, but Snow is on it. Snow's got the email. He's got the memo, and he reads that memo crazily and destroys everything with nice storms. But is it gonna be enough? Zerglings reinforcing from behind, but we have some cannons buying a lot of time. Reavers buying a lot of time on this high ground as well, and Snow defense nicely supply-wise. What's happening? I don't know. I cannot even talk and see and smell and breathe anymore, because it's just so much activity. It's just so much things that excite and ignites my souls here that I cannot actually think straight. What's happening for Soulkey? He could actually try to go out there and do some major attack. I mean, I think slowly but surely Snow is kind of coming back, because this base is not getting mined correctly here. So that is going to be the problem. And beautiful Reaver and Shadow Control once again. A huge counter attack on this level of the map. But the bottom level of the map is already mined out for a long time. So Snow won't mind losing that base. Reavers get planted. A single Reaver buying some time. And okay, that Reaver didn't do any shots, so that's not good. One cannon get destroyed, but it's still just fine. And Snow holds this area really nicely. Scourge is going to try to snipe that Reaver once again. But Dragoon's on high ground buying so much time. And Archon saving that Shadow from Destruction. And Reaver gets planted once again. And that hatchery is gonna fall. Soulkey's gonna do something, man. He's maxed out, but he cannot do anything. We have a lot of forces getting on this high ground, but this base is mined out. Reavers from the low ground. Cannons might get sniped, maybe, but counter attack. Defiler's gonna cast a plague. Nice plague, but so many Reavers. Where are the High Templars? Where are the High Templars? And those Reavers, even though they are plagued, they're still so strong in destroying those Lurkers at ease. Everything gets pushed back. But at least for the time being, Soulkey, this base is not yet assaulted anymore, because we don't have any Shadow in the area. But 26 kills and 22 kills. Reavers is just completely out of the world, man. Come on, buy me a coffee now. Just pause the video and buy me coffee, because yeah, I actually can like drink something right now. Or maybe don't buy me coffee if you don't want to. What do we have here? Looks like we're gonna be having just more Reavers getting on this high ground. And yeah, I think this is just gonna be slowly but surely 3-0 victory for Snow. He clears everything. He's attacking nicely, but everything gets channeled to that Nidus Canal. This is gonna be a major attack. We've never seen this happening on Blitz before. Those Reavers need to get saved. Looks like trading of the Reavers now. He's gonna land one of the Reaver on the left side and pick up the other Reaver on the right side. And this is freaking goddamn ridiculous control, man. 4 Reavers buying so much time. What the fuck? None of the Reavers died. All of the Reavers are surviving. 39 kill Reavers. Pick up the Reavers and go back home now. He does pick up, and it's gonna be time to, like, just shuffle out the Reavers and buy some. Yeah, just buy new Reavers, man. He's so cheap. He's like me. I don't buy any new things. I just reuse the old things until they cannot be used anymore, and then I go out to the shop and get it repaired. But anyways, the game is not yet over. Snow 1200 supply. Soulkey 400 supply. Those Reavers finally get landed on this area, and finally Shadow is gonna get sniped, as well as Observers. Zealot is holding the ground nicely, as well as the Reavers in the back. Huge counterattack by Soulkey to try to cut off the path of reinforcement here. Do we have high templates? So to make more high templates, I think he's gonna cast beautiful storm on his left side and destroying so much Zerg forces. Wow, this game gets a score of 10 out of 10 by me. Even though it's not, I mean, it doesn't have the twists and turns that often, you know, mock up great games, but it's just goddamn raw. I mean, this raw and it's so vice and so foul. And yeah, Lurkers finally get pushed back, and High Templars holding the left side, Reavers and Zealot holding the right side. What is Soulkey's decision? He's once again gonna channel all of the forces here, but he's just trading poorly. He needs to build more Scourges, I think, or maybe switch to something else. I mean, he's got no gas. Excuse me, he's got no minerals to switch to anything else. He's gonna slowly be running out of minerals in several bases here. Look at this slow Reaver moving out and just buying so much time. Dragoon's attacking. The Shadow is gonna live. Looks like the Shadow, what the? He's running around in circles and he survives. Are you goddamn out of your goddamn mind, Snow? King of the North. He is gonna be the champion, man. There's no way this guy cannot win ASS because the final is gonna be another Zerg player. It's gonna be another Zerg player, and it's gonna be another time for Snow to shine here because he's so good versus Zerg, or just versus anyone in general. Anyways, Reavers get planted once again, and Scourges are actually like sleeping on the job or something, man. I mean, I would hate to be the pilot of the Scourge. They're just so freaking incompetent. They need to get fired now. This freaking stupid Scourge is not actually hitting the targets. I mean, that's what it's like. That those missiles that Iran fired at Israel last night or something, right? You know, like 300 missiles and 0 hits. 300 missiles and 0 hits. I mean, I understand that some of you are saying that it's actually Iran's, intention to actually not hit anything, because if you hit something, it might be World War III. So I understand that, but come on, at least hit something. Hit like a light pole or something, right? But everything was just deflected by just beautiful control by the Iron, the Iron Dome or the Arrow missiles or whatever was the defensive forces of the Israeli, country. Anyways, more Dragoons getting landed here, and High Templars casting more storms, and slowly but surely Protoss encroaches on Zerg's territory. I mean, this is like the Americans encroaching on the Indian territory, man. Finally, all of the Shadows die, and those Reavers are completely naked. They can try to buy more time and destroying more forces. Wow, how much blood was spilled on the battleground. Finally, one more Shadow dies, but those 4 Reavers are still alive. There's nothing to channel through that freaking Nidus canal. There's nothing. Soulkey's run out of minerals. Soulkey got 300 meters in the back, and that's it. Those Reavers can still buy more time. That High Templar cannot possibly cast more storms, but those Reavers are gonna try to attack and destroy everything. But Dragoons supporting from the high ground is not enough. Snow is out of minerals. Snow is also out of minerals. And Soulkey, is it? Wow, who's winning? I don't know. Snow's got very few mineral patches everywhere. He's gonna distance mine. Wow, this game is down to the wire. Yeah, distant mining is good. Dragoons is gonna have to move back because we're gonna be having like lurkers under the freaking brown liquid brown gas thingy. And yeah, looks like Snow doesn't need to hold this middle area anymore. If he can get a little bit on the high ground and gain the bottom top left of the area of the base, it might be good. He comes out and tries to trade effectively with just storming. He just buys some storms and retreat. This base still cannot be claimed. This base still is everyone's to the taking here. A lot of cracking comes out, and by a lot of time those forces need to move back. Yeah, Snow 190 minerals, Soulkey had 300. Snow's got a lot of gas, so the only thing that he can build now, I think, it's just High Templars. I mean, these cracklings attacking and taking out this base is a poor choice, because the only thing that Snow's got is gas. He's got so much gas. Of course, Soulkey doesn't know about that. He thinks that his enemy might be gas trapped, but he's not gas trapped. Snow's got a lot of gas everywhere, and so wasting minerals for gas is not a good idea here. So okay, looks like Snow's gonna come out with more Reavers, and like I said, Snow's now it favors Reavers, but Reavers is really mineral intensive, man. And this high level play, you actually want to do High Templars because High Templars don't cost money. They only cost gas, and gas you can just mine forever. Anyways, yeah, just build a goddamn gazillion High Templars and just make sure the Zerg cannot, mine this base. This game might be stalemated. This game might be stalemated because if Protoss cannot assault forward anymore, and Zerg cannot take this base, and no one is gonna just, take the initiative to actually lose more forces to claim some ground here. Yeah, this game is possible to get stalemated, I think, and that's going to be a very, very beautiful sight to see Snow mine out in all of his bases except for the main. And Soulkey is still mining out of some places, but not all. Drones are finally getting, and finally we're going to be having a doom high temperature drops here, but kind of slow reaction from Soulkey. Where is the shadow going? He's gonna just come out here for check, which actually doesn't have anything inside the shadow. Now it's gonna be time for Snow to actually not use his Reavers, because Reavers cost money. Just use only gas unit. He's got so much gas, and use only gas, man. And that's exactly what he's gonna do. As for Soulkey, if he can invest in Queen technology and go for the thing that make the baby Zerglings, then that's gonna be a good idea, because that is a huge counter to high temperatures. Anyways, both the players are just shuffling around the army a little bit here and buying some time. This Archon finally gets sniped, which is great. And the Lurker is gonna try to finally get this high ground. This is a mistake, man. I think that Soulkey cannot win. It's gonna be up to Snow to lose. So Snow can either go for draw or try to go play for a win, but there's no way that Soulkey can win. Looks like Snow might be trying to go for a win here, because if he can take out the 9 o'clock position, he still might be in a good position. We're gonna be having nice plague on all of those Reavers and Xenot and everything else, but yeah. Both the players are just bleeding minerals. Snow down to 113 supply, Soulkey 127. The upgrades are not fully maxed out by the both the players. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, only 2 on armor. It's gonna be more armor upgrades here. This is a nice attack, and all of the Protoss forces might bleed to death here, but still picking up Reavers nicely and more storms in the back. But he needs to storm the units on the north side. He does storm the units on the north side, and Reavers still buying so much time that High Templar can do. Cast one more storm. It's gonna cast a beautiful storm to destroy the only anti-air unit in that pack, which was a Hydralisk. The Hydralisk die, and all these forces get saved. But there's still more reinforcement in the back. Snow is gonna be running out of minerals at some point. Where's his reinforcement? He's got no reinforcement. I don't know where's his army even. I mean, does he have more army? He's holding like just random places. And that Archon is buying some time, but yeah, it's gonna be time to not make any more Reavers. Don't make any Reavers. And finally, mathematicals is the most beautiful subject in the entire history of high school, because 6 base wins against 5 base. 6 base wins against 5 bases, and Snow it's just gonna completely get tapped out here. Nice Reaver doing good shot and dancing around, buying some time, but no. That Reaver need to attack the drone. Destroy the drone. Come on, what are you doing? He's gonna do a good shot that eats up all of the drone, which is a good trade. But he's gonna be, he's gotta save enough money to go for a shuttle, man. Yeah, now Snow is completely mined out everywhere. He can use his probe to attack, maybe, because probe can attack on the Dark Swarm. Things are getting very desperate. But Soulkey still got money at the 9 o'clock position, and he's still mining from here. Come on, Snow. Take out that base. He finally will clear the last of the Lurker, and he will get on this area. If he can secure this area nicely, which is great. Come on, Dragoons, hold the area. The Observer gets sniped, and that is not good, because okay, finally Snow takes his high ground, so he surrounds his enemy from both sides. We're gonna be having nice brown liquid here, brown gas, but storming all over that area, and even more storms on this left side. He's trying to focus his attention on the Reaver, but that is a mistake. He actually doesn't need to focus attention on the Reaver. He needs to focus the attention on the High Templars. And morphing into, wow, he's morphing into Archon. That's a mistake, man. I would save your High Templar and just send them back home and use them to actually come back later. If you have enough High Templars just idle, you're gonna be having good I don't know, like you can, like, the energy will finally get recuperated. I think it's a lot better than building Archon, because Archons you cannot use on these kind of situations. You cannot go on the high ground. Anyway, storming against the low ground. He's gonna does one good storm, but that High Templar is in the back. Dragoons attacking, but okay, what? Archon's attacking from the high ground. Ridiculous. Snow 9 minerals. Soulkey 440 minerals. That Reaver is gonna have to do one single shot, and that's it. I mean, now he doesn't actually make any scarabs, man. Snow is gonna, he doesn't have a shadow. That's his problem. And he's still got more High Templars in the back, which is good. He's gonna be running out of forces. But these Archons are doing so much damage, and those I mean, Snow, play for a draw. how do you play for draw? Actually, I don't know, because if this base get mine now. Okay, he finally saved the shadow. That high templar need to go and hide. Be careful. The high templar gets sniped. But before that, some zerglings died. He's gonna cast more storm on the drone, because yeah, Soulkey cannot actually waste money to make drones. Don't make any more archons. He's gonna land the archons on high ground, because archons can fight nicely. Yeah, destroying everything and getting pick up where the scourges. I don't see any scourges because that archon is still buying so much time. Attack from the back. The high templar can cast a storm. He casts a good storm. Need to cast one more storm. He does cast a good storm, and we're gonna be having all of the archons get landed on the low ground here. How many archons do we have? Just a single archon. He casts a good storm, but that's gonna be the final epic battle here. Snow loses, and Soulkey is gonna win at least one game. This game gets the score of 10 out of 10, and best game of this year maybe. What a befitting title for a semi-final set 3 game between these players, and we're gonna be having more storms, but it's just gonna be completely futile. We have a Zealot in the back not being used. Use a probe to attack. GG from Snow. He scratches his face, and I scratch my beard. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, buy me a coffee. See you soon. Bye. Hi guys, this is Namkraft, and welcome to the series of Starcraft English commentary. We're going to be watching KCM 24 Season 2 Week 4. This is going to be set number 3. The label on the left side of the screen is actually wrong. It's not set 2, it says set 3. Protoss vs Zerg is going to be the name of the game. Action versus Best. Action in the red color, the bottom left of the screen. And Best is going to be in the blue color, and it's the bottom right corner of the screen. By the way, guys, what happens in the early stage of the game, Best scouted in the wrong direction. I mean, he scouted in the right direction, but he returned faster than usual. And he was not able to scout that his enemy is located at the bottom left, and he's gonna have to come up with a lot of cannon. He's gonna be very, very careful. He goes for cannon first blindly, which is a smart move. Who could have easily died there if he's gone for Nexus first. Yeah, but we're gonna be having Zerglings start to come out. Only a pair of Zerglings though. This probe will check for the situation. He's gonna try to chase that drone away. And stop that drone from actually making a hatchery, but the hatchery would possibly go down anyway at the 9 o'clock position. The Overlord is in the position to be intercepting, actually not intercepting, but checking out for the situation inside of Best's main. So kind of a small hiccup by Best in the early stage of the game, but we're going to be having the game kind of stabilizing now, and Action is going to take his third hatchery. He does go for the third hatchery, and let's see if we see the hydrogen coming down at some point. So before the game gets heated up, let me once again tell you about the elo stats here. So is Action a good player? We shall consume. We shall confirm. Looks like he's not in the top 10. And in terms of elo score, he is 1262, so kind of high among the Zerg players. But he's not the top 2 Zergs, who are Hero and Soulkey, the ASL finalists, who are not playing today. So that's a little bit unfortunate, because even if they play in KCM, that's fine, right? Because they don't reveal any kind of builds, because they only play against non-Zerg players. So I don't really understand that, but yeah, very interesting. Let's take a look at the win rate. So for Action against Protoss in the last 30 days is 45%. He's played 40 games. And for Best against Zerg, it is 46%. He's played 37 games. So very interesting win rates. And the map Retro, if we can take a look at the stats, all-time stat for Retro, for Protoss versus Zerg, Retro is a very kind of Zerg flavored map here. 47.3% win rate only for Protoss versus Zerg. So we shall see if that is indicative of what might happen between these two players. By the way, we've had 3 weeks of KCM already. This is the 4th week, and you may want to know who are the good players and who are the bad players so far. And I will give you that stat. So if you look at the win and lose games of the players, Hero is number 1 with 5 wins and 1 losses. Then below that we have 2 Protoss, Mini and Snow are doing really well, and then the other guys are just following up. So Hero is not playing today, Mini is playing today, Snow is Snow's not playing today, Bisu's playing today. So we shall see what happens next. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna be having Zergling with speed start. Are those Zergling with speed? Yeah, they are with speed, but they are not actually numerous. Anyways, we're gonna be having the Noble Zerg build here from Action, which is basically Spire. And that is fine and very nice for all of us to watch, because we will enjoy very long games. A very nice SimCity by Best at the bottom right corner of the screen. he's gonna have just a good time defending against any kind of run by a little bit later. I guess that area is hard to get run by into, but you know what, if you have a drop later, then you know the drop will possibly come from the north side, and those buildings, those critical buildings, would not be destroyed until very late. Anyways, a lot of drones getting transferred. Looks like the Corsairs have to come out. Is it gonna attack the Overlord at the 6 o'clock position? He doesn't. He goes all the way inside the main. He wants to confirm the presence of the Hydrodent. He doesn't see the Hydrodent, so he's gonna start to attack the Overlord right away. I'm sure there's a second Corsair coming out, and indeed it's gonna start to come out now. It needs to try to find the other Overlords that is just right outside of best expansion. If you can take out 2 Overlords at once at this early stage of the game, it's great. And yeah, this Overlord will get destroyed. Best is gonna return with his forces here. What happened here? Looks like the Corsair comes out, but he's not able to find the Overlord. Right? Where's the Overlord? There's another Overlord at 6 o'clock position. I'm not so sure where it went exactly. Maybe it returned home already. And yeah, looks like Best is now just going to be checking out the middle of the map. He doesn't see any more Overlord. He's going to return. The cannons start to go up here. And let's see what action builds. He built a pair of Scourge, I think. Yeah, he definitely did build a pair of Scourge. And they start to come out, and they're going to try to go inside the main though, revealing themselves slightly, and that's not good because Best will know that he needs to hide his Corsairs and run them back and forth here. Come on, Best, pay attention! He's going to dance around, and good for Best to invite that Scourge to come forward. And now that Scourge will die without a minimal, damages done at all for Best. We're going to be having Dark Templar just checking out the middle area of the map. Mutual is getting a mass for action. Not so sure if this is the right move or not. The Dark Templar will reveal itself at the third base of action here. Action's got maybe some forces there. It's got a Sunken. The Sunken's coming up. The Dark Templar comes right in. He's gonna snipe a drone. Attack the drone. Come on, attack! He's gonna come in now, but we have the Mutualists revealing themselves, and this is a bad mistake here for Action. The Dark Templar would take just 3 drones with him to the grave. And with that, Best knows need to kind of hunker down, bunker up, and cannon midway, I guess. Yeah, he's going to be coming up with more cannons in the main. He need also cannons in the expansion. That's a lot of Scourges. Those are 5 Mutualists start to come out here. And let's see if we're going to see more or not. Looks like for the time being, Best got 5 Corsairs just waiting at the expansion. He's got to hold this area. He's doing a nice attack coming back, Best. He does come back nicely with 6 Corsairs. And the main is, I think, just fine here. Action's going to take a base. I mean, this is freaking goddamn crazy. This is so goddamn crazy. There's no way he could possibly hold that base at this stage of the game. Because these 5 Mutualists will get nullified the moment Best, +1 weapons upgrade kicks in. And Best basically didn't lose anything. He didn't lose any Corsairs, so he will have all of the gas he needs to make High Templars and also focus on the ground army. Looks like the Mutualists start to come in to try to go for a die, but Best will need to hold it positioned. He is gonna start to move out with the Xehanort just to buy some time, destroy the first of the Zerling in front. And that is fine. Action is hesitating about taking a base. Now we have 7 Corsairs. We have +1s. It doesn't look to me like they have +1s. He's gonna try to go inside the main and take out some Overlords, which might be a good idea. Where are they going? Looks like the counter-attack is gonna start to come out here. We have, I think, 2 cannons in the main, so we shall see what happens next. Yeah, only 2 cannons. No more Corsairs start to come out. I think +1 is on now. So we shall see what happens. It's gonna be this Mutual is gonna start to attack the probes, and that's it's gonna back up. The course is gonna try to chase them. The hatchery goes down at the top left of the screen, so Action is gonna try to surge up in terms of economy here, but he needs a ground army to support it. And Best cashes all of these Scourges. Oh my god, what is happening here? At least I think 2 Corsair died. That's not so good. 2 Corsair died, and Best misses the Mutualist. That's really unfortunate, man. Losing 2 Corsairs. And not accomplishing anything is not good. Anyway, Xehanort with leg will be coming up soon, so we shall see what happens next. These 5 Mutualists can still do a lot of damage. Looks like we have just a single Zerling checks out the situation, and Best started to move forward here. Corsair might need to find and destroy those Mutualists, and indeed, I think they're gonna destroy them in the middle of the map here with the peripheral vision. Yeah, looks like Best finds the Mutualists, and he takes them out, right? Wait, yeah, he does take some of them out. And it looks like we're going to be having Scourges coming from the back. Only 5 Corsairs. Can they take out all of the Scourges? Looks like it's not going to be possible. And Xehanorts are running back as well. Come on, do the moving shot that Snow has been just so immaculate about. Just do the moving shot. But anyways, Zerlings, Hygienists and Mutualists chasing all these forces all the way back. and Best will have to fall back, but he's gonna come up with more Dragoons a little bit. There is a Dragoon upgrade started. Yeah, looks like the Dragoon upgrade is started now. We have Robo. Robo is about 85% done, and Best is gonna come out a bit more. He needs to make one more Corsair. I think 6 Corsair would be great. 6 Corsair with a +1 upgrade would be great, but a lot of drones are getting saturated at the new base, man. So Action's economy is doing very well. Best need to know about this, and he started to move all of his forces towards the other side of the map. Maybe he's gonna be thinking, why don't you have a lot of forces? And indeed, he comes now. He comes and he see these drones getting transferred. Oh my god, so unfortunate for Action. And Best gonna start to attack this base because the bulk of his enemy is gonna be located at top left. No, he leaves this area and goes towards the top left. This is not a good move. We have an egg blocking the area already, and Best so sees that he's gonna return now. So take an expansion or something, do something else. Looks like Best comes out and try to take the 6 o'clock position, which might not be a bad idea. But you need to make observers at some point here. A lot of lurkers getting morphed in the middle of the map here. It's gonna be looking like a very nice macro-oriented game. Let's see who's gonna prevail. And during this time, I'm gonna take the chance to once again thank you, my fans, for supporting me. I'm gonna give you a photo, a kind of AI. What is the word I'm looking for? Illustration, I guess, of who I think you may look like. So this is a picture of Alan from Taiwan. So thanks a lot for your just really good, kind heart. I believe that you're as good and kind-hearted as Po from Kung Fu Panda. That is a compliment. I'm sure your Kung Fu is excellent as well. So thank you a lot. And I hope you stay with Namkraft for a long time. And you don't have to buy me coffee anymore, man. Just hang out and just watch the videos, and that's it. Because that's, that matters the most to me than anything else in the world. But anyways, looks like we're going to be going back to this game here. The courses are still checking out the decision. Everything is looking very much macro-oriented. But look at Action supply is surging up nicely. And he might be looking for a drop. And during this time, if Action can slip in a drop somewhere, if you can go out there to 3 o'clock position and start to drop stuff, it would be great. Here we have Dark Templar and Zealot coming through, but defense in position already. A lot of Overlords are here. What can Best do? He's doing a random move here. Dark Templar is trying to go and try to hide in the expansion, but nothing is ever accomplished by Best in this drop, and Action is surge up and supply nicely. 143 versus 35. Action is got an Overlord in the middle map, but not getting destroyed just yet. We have a small encounter with the Zealots and the Zerglings here. Best is gonna have to be careful. We have some Dragoons attacking, and these Zerglings are gonna die very quickly, which is great. But during this time, Action, we need to think about Hive. He can get his Hive tech up as soon as possible. He will have a good chance to fight in the late game against the Protoss player. Third base saturating for Best. Yep, we do have Nidus Canal and Defiler Mount coming up. A lot of things are getting created. Best is gonna go and try to take it his own expansion, his 4th base. During this time, it's a slightly weak moment for the Zerg player because no Defilers are on the map. But we shall see. We have a High Templar, 2 High Templar not casting a storm. That storm is great. Excuse me, catching a lot of Zerglings as they're retreating. But now Best is going to surround this area. But do we have observers? We need to have observers on the field here. We're going to be having Dragoons just buying some time. Excuse me. And he's going to storm from below the ramp here. He has a good storm. Need to come forward and attack that force, what is the thing called, the lurker with his Dragoons. But no, he doesn't need to. He's clearing out the rest of the forces nicely and retreating and just buying a lot of time and just saving his energy and converting those very gas intensive units into Archons and save them for that engagement later. Very nice. Both the players are surging up in supply nicely, man. Look at the good supply, high supply from both the players. Action 180, Best 172. Best got double shadow. What is he looking to do now? Drop would be great, but look at the way that Action is playing with his mutualist positioning. It's like he wants to stay home and defend against drop, just like Zerg is fighting against Terran. Very nice engagement for Zerg here, but he needs to retreat. He retreats and save the bulk of his army, but I think Best won that engagement kind of nicely, so that's good. And yeah, more forces gonna be happening here. Best might be looking to take a 5th base before the Zerg player. Looks like Action takes his 5th base first. At the 11 o'clock position, we're going to be having Zealots and Zerling attacking this area and clearing it out nicely for Best. So he's going to get ready. Those two Dark Conference are not actually involved in any kind of battles. Yeah, this is a nice game, and 14-15 minute mark of the game, we have the robotic support bait already done. So Best is going to be looking forward to do a lot of Reavers and stuff like that, but he's going to be careful. He needs to check the main first, man. He needs to know what his enemies got inside the main. A lot of forces start to come out. Oh my god, those triple shadow will need to be used for defense, man. Use them for defense. He's picking up a lot of forces. There's only a single Zealot here. and not more. Yeah, he started to go out. Do the Shadow have speed? I don't know. Looks like these we're gonna be having the Defiler in the area to support. We have just a few forces, and Corsair is gonna start to come out to attack and buy some time. The Corsair start to attack. One Shadow is gonna get sniped. No, he doesn't get sniped. Everyone is getting unloaded. Great. Very, very nicely. We have a Shadow with speed that comes in. He does a good storm. The Corsair takes care, but we have a counter attack from what's his face? Action and Destroy takes out everything. At the 6 o'clock position, we have a counter attack from Protoss. Is it going to be successful? I don't know. Zerglings, Cracklings attacking and killing everything. It's going to be better for Best to return home. No, he doesn't return home. He comes out, and if he can take out 6 hatchery, why do we have a probe in the middle of everything? If he can take out 6 hatchery, it's great. And High Templar is getting sniped though. Best, come on, what are you doing? You can storm more forces, but looks like Best is gonna destroy everything inside his enemy's base. This is a crazy base trade, man. If the Hive get destroyed, that's great. We have a Reaver in the back, Zenlot supporting. We have what, man? No observers. Cannons are in position to intercept. We have the Reaver that is buying a lot of time. That Reaver needs to actually hold the position, and we have a Dark Templar get inside the main as well. Probes need to get pulled. That Reaver is going to die. Indeed, it dies. Looks like the battle's happening all over the field, but the hatcheries for actions are falling fast. Action, his last 2 bases need to rebuild a lot of hatcheries in the other side of the map. Looks like the Sniper is gonna get destroyed. This hatchery will fall, but all of Best's main is gonna get destroyed. Oh my freaking god! Oh my freaking god! This is ridiculous. I didn't expect this game to turn into a goddamn like bloodfest here. We have Dragoons attacking this base, but we have observers not in position. So that's yeah. Looks like Action's gonna lose. How many bases? Gonna lose 2 bases. Best is gonna lose 2 bases, but Best loses all of his infrastructure. Action, I don't know how much infrastructure he loses. This probe need to get saved, man. He need to get saved. Best need to rebuild critical infrastructure. This probe need to run away, because otherwise Best will lose every single probe he's got inside his main, and that's not good. Anyways, yeah, everything's getting destroyed. We have a Shadow coming out. The Corsairs are still alive, which is good. He's buying a lot of time. The Shadow might try to go and drop some stuff here. A lot of cannons are getting created. Oh my god, we have a Defiler. Everything that is needed for defense is not there, which are Xenot, but this base is going to be falling, and Best is going for the elimination. When he can take out all of the hatcheries, he is going to be cleared for the win now. But we need to have a Dark Templar, excuse me, and a Reaver, excuse me, not a Reaver, what am I going to say? A Lurker blocking the area. Yeah, Best is losing everything. Best has got a lot of money. Go on the high ground. The only way you can win is to get on the high ground. He needs to storm the brown gas thingy. Come over. He's got a lot of Dragoons. He needs to storm from. Okay, where is his High Templar? He has a good High Templar. He's cast a storm on something. He destroys maybe 1 Lurker, but that's it. But he's gonna be losing everything else. This is a complete disaster base trade. The drone is getting ready to create something. Corsairs destroying stuff. This Shadow will need to like leave the area. We have no Overlord here to actually see things. And indeed, the last of the Lurker is going to be falling. Yeah, there's completely no Overlord at all in this area. And so I'm quite sure that Action is going to get eliminated. Or maybe Best will get eliminated first. He's producing a single pylon somewhere on various corners of the map. And yeah, we do have just a force getting created. Yeah, everything's going to get destroyed. This Nexus will fall. Where's the probe? No more probes. I need to save at least 1 probe somewhere. A lot of buildings are getting destroyed. I mean, this game is gonna get the score 10 out of 10 for everyone here to watch, man. This is goddamn crazy. You need to buy me coffee now because the game is ridiculous. Where it's gonna pick up some forces. He's gonna make some Xenon or something. Yeah, he picks up the last of the probe. He has the only probe in the entire game. He can save it until the last minute to make a single pylon somewhere. He's gonna make a pylon there and then hide it and go and run somewhere else. The Scourges are not able to discover his enemy's way. We have a single something. Oh my god, the Scourges are chasing the Shadow, not able to find it. The Shadow is hiding in the various corner of the map, and the last assembly is getting destroyed. Where's the Shadow going? I don't know. He's got no place to go because the Scourges are looking for it. I mean, the only probe of the game is there. You need to keep the probe somewhere. We're going to be having drones creating some forces, and indeed he dies. So no more pylon on this map. No more pylon on this map, and best to go towards the top right, man. Looks like Action can just simply win by destroying the last of the building. One of the pylon is getting created somewhere. Yeah, it's getting created somewhere. He will find it now. He will need to find it. We have what? We have 2 Lurkers not able to see the pylon, but now he sees the pylon. The Corsair is taking on the situation. Both the players are coming and scrambling to get in position. Looks like Best's gonna try to save his base. Best can try to save it. Come on, save your. Oh my god! He doesn't save his base. Goes and attack the assimilator, and that's a mistake. He's got so many forces, but they're all coming towards the same place. They're all moving towards the left side, and indeed, Best GG. That game is the best game of a long time. See you soon. Bye bye. Hi guys, this is Namkraft and welcome to the Starcraft English commentary. This is gonna be KCM 2024. Season 3, week number 5, set number 7, played between Queen and Snow. The map is going to be my favorite map in the previous ASL season. It's going to be Troy SE. We've had a lot of games on this map, but not a lot of PvZ. And I love PvZ on this map. Yeah, looks like Queen is going to be located bottom right of the screen. In the red color, he's got for 12 hatch expansion. So Snow is going to be located at the top left. He's gonna go for 12 Nexus. Very good. Okay, no, he's not going for 12 Nexus. Excuse me. He's got his Forge because he doesn't know what's happening. So he's forced to make a Forge first, which is kind of unfortunate because his enemy is going for 12 hatch and very far from him. But now Snow is gonna have his cannons ready. He's gonna get ready to put down either a cannon or an expansion. He now knows the timing of that spawning pool. So he's gonna expand now. Yeah, the other option is to go for pylon. Sneaky attack with the cannon behind the mineral line. He's not going to do that. He's going to just quickly expand here, and behind this, he's possibly going to put down a gateway because his enemy spawning pool is not yet built, completed. Anyways, let me just give you some information. So first of all, the map Troy SE is the map we're going to be seeing here. If you don't know what it looks like, this is the full map thumbnail at the bottom of the screen. And this is the map stats. So for Troy SE, Protoss has enjoyed a dominant positions here with almost 89% win rates out of 147 games, all-time stats. Very, very good. And what else do I want to tell you about? So today, Snow is kind of up there in the Elo score, but not super up there. He's ranked number 9. And Queen is not in the top 10, so we shall see. Anyways, Cannon's gonna come up. Double Cannon's coming up here. This game is very interesting. This map is very, very interesting, excuse me, because of the simulators. So a lot of players in the early game, they just try to hold on and try to play with the air a little bit later. So we shall see. This probe is blocking this choke. Zerling is waiting to get in. I think 4 Zerlings would not be able to get through with just a single cannon. 8 Zerlings will. He's blocking the front. He's blocking the side. One probe would die. Probes need to run for its life. Cannon's gonna get surrounded from all sides. Zerling's gonna try to get in. Probes are doing the best to stop the Zerlings. How many? Looks like the last cannon was cancelled. Very, very good move here. 4 Zerlings are in the main. That's gonna be a huge problem. He's not taking his gas just yet. He's forced to mine very inefficiently. This pylon is gonna get destroyed. We're gonna be having good attack. Yeah, the pylon is close to dying. The Zealot has arrived though. So for a time being, Snow is gonna be able to break. He needs to be super careful. Zealot attacking cannon going up in the main. That is a nice move because he was able to cancel one of the cannon in the expansion. Anyways, the probes are running for their life. The cannon is going to get first gas, and the cannon is destroyed or cancelled. I don't know. I think he cancelled it nicely. Anyways, Zerg is going to get destroyed. So no need to have a cannon in the main anymore. Anyways, this Zerling is damaged, but not completely taken out, and it's gonna hide itself in the back here. Another Zealot gets back. This is interesting because it allows Queen to just expand without having any kind of Zerling creation in the main tier. So knowing that Snow is gonna send his Zealots forward, he is gonna be going for double Zealot attack. We're gonna be having the core coming down. This hatchery is almost done here. Yeah, looks like all of the Zealots are gonna start to move across here. 3 Zealot total. Snow has got his scouting probe around somewhere. Yeah, there it is. There's a scouting probe. So he's gonna know exactly where his opponents are going. Double pylon. This is weird. Maybe he just completely missed the timing or something like that. Because yeah, I'm going to be having 3 Zealot attacking against this hatchery. He's making one out of that hatchery. Maybe Zerglings. More Zerglings getting created. And remember that Snow has got only 1 cannon in the front, guys. So that's something to keep in mind. The Zerglings can still try run by if they wish to, and there's no cannon in the main. But looks like the Zerglings gonna try to check for things here. 1 Zerling died already. We have a probe in the middle map looking for those Zerling run by. We're not seeing it. The second cannon coming down. So I think there's very, very few chances for Queen to try a counter attack here. We're going to be having more Zerlings getting created at this hatchery. Cannons has created. Looks like the Zerlings going to try to run by, but the cannons are already operational. Probes in position. How the heck does he know? These Zerlings are completely shut down. Very good attack. And he's going to try to take out 1 probe, and that's it. Wow, beautiful defense. And now the Zealot's going to be able to hide behind the mineral line maybe. He's going to try to take out as many Zerlings as possible, which is fine. He may lose all of the Zealot, but he's forcing his enemy to make only Zerlings, which actually don't matter in the in the grand scheme of thing. And now Queen has got 32 supplies, Snow has got 38. What kind of tech does Queen have? I want to see that because we're going to be having Corsairs already. Okay, there is the Spire. I think the Spire is kind of late. So this Corsair is going to be able to do some damage. That hatchery is so close to dying, guys. It's ridiculous. Anyways, these mass Zerlings are going to try to destroy the simulators or something like that. That would be advice. Maybe it's, I
don't know, maybe they would destroy the civilians. Maybe just gotta camp there and wait for the zealots to move out of position. Anyways, Probe is able to see and know the exact timing of the Spire. The course is gonna be coming out. There's some overlords in random areas. Double Stargate, interesting build because once again, this map is almost like an island map, guys. So going for air dominance is critical. Looks like the course is gonna try to find the overlord at the 12 o'clock. It doesn't find it just yet, but now it's gonna be to find it. So that's good. So one overlord down. There are some other overlords in the middle areas of the map, so we need to think about those overlord positions. It looks like the Citadel is gonna get destroyed. So yeah, Queen is playing it nicely, guys. He's gonna force the game into an air battle because behind this, Snow did not go for Robo. He didn't go for Robo. So he's got no places to expand to, actually. Anyways, going to be having Scourges attacking. But the thing is this, Snow is going to be going for double Stargate, so air dominancy cannot get achieved by Queen. Come on, run. He's going to try to hide around here, and this course is going to escape just fine. He's looking for any kind of openings here. The course is going to run out. I think the cannon is almost done. The cannon is there. There's a cannon. Both courses going to be hiding in the corner. Very good dancing, and those courses are as good as dead. The other target in the back is complete. What happened there? Something died. Wow, I think a Corsair was sniped, something like that. Anyways, we're going to be having 3 Corsairs. Going to try to destroy these Scourges. He wants to, destroy the Corsairs to see the Stargate. And now every single Corsair is going to die, which is good. But now, Queen knows that he can stop the production of Scourges because there's no way he can win the air battle. Zealot's going to get surrounded. He's trying to pull back. And indeed, he's going to be able to save some of his Zealot. He's going to try to fight a bit more to waste a few more Zerglings. And then he's going to back up. Anyways, he needs to actually think about the air now because his enemy has closed out every single base on this map, except for the 12 o'clock position, guys. Anyways, going to be having Hydras in the area, which is great. What can Snow do here? He's going to come up with Speed Zealot. This Speed Zealot has been damaged from before. He's going to try to engage the Zerglings and push them back, which is nice. This third base of Queen has got some forces. Robo is almost done. So once again, Queen is thinking of forcing the game into an island map, but of course Snow knows what's up. So he's going to be making fast Robo here. No Sunken just yet. Hydra's in position to actually snipe this. So these are lots of force back. Very, very nice defense from Queen. 55 supply from Queen. Snow very surprised with the fact that he could not take the 3 o'clock base. He's going to take the 12 o'clock base or take other bases. I'm not so sure. Anyways, course is going to come out now. They have +1. I think underway Zealot. Do they have +1? I don't know. Zealot have +1. Of course. Okay, this base is not taken. Snow has got no base to expand to. That's hilarious. And he's making some cannons because, now what Queen can go for is drop technology. So if Queen can go for drop technology and, another base that he can go for, it's going to be the bottom left of the screen. Corsair is going to have to hang back here. It looks like 0 Overlord was sniped. You're going to try to come around to this other map and destroy some Overlords. That's good. 2 Overlords getting destroyed, which is great. The Corsairs all live. And looks like supply blocked by Queen. More gateway coming up here. The Robo actually need to expand. Looks like the Robo is gonna drop a probe to the 11 o'clock position. Indeed, there's gonna be an expansion there. Does Queen go for drop technology? I don't know. Anyway, Scourge is gonna try to check for the presence of the new base. The Corsairs need to take out those Scourges right away because they can snipe the shuttle. And yeah, the Scourge is gonna check there. The shuttle has already disappeared, so that's good. Yeah, the Scourges will see that there's a base coming up. He's gonna look for the shuttle, and the Corsairs need to go back and snipe that pair of Scourges right away. A lot of Sunkens getting created. These Scourges gonna check for the situation. Corsairs don't even bother to return, guys. The shuttle might get sniped at some point. I don't know, but it looks like the Corsairs are looking for that shuttle. Doesn't find it. And we're gonna be seeing Corsairs trying to attack the main here. Looks like Queen is gonna be going towards 4 bases. The Overlords have speed now. I think drop technology is gonna be the next thing on his mind. Probe need to create pylon maybe. We're gonna be having Corsairs gonna try to check the main for some kind of openings. There are no openings. Shadow might still go in because oh my god, the Shadow, what are you doing? Shadow's gonna be able to land something. Looks like he's gonna be able to land double Dark Templar and run inside the main tier, but the Corsairs have the Overlord have speed, so that's not successful, and he needed that Shadow to actually drop his probes towards a new base. He doesn't have anything to drop probes towards a new base, and now Queen is very much advantaged by that move, guys. He's got his 4 bases up. Yeah, only now does Snow makes a pilot. He should have made a pilot a long time ago, so they can actually have some cannons, have some probes in position. Now he's going to drop probes slowly here. I need to actually put some high temperatures there because drop is a real thing, guys. The very good thing for Snow, he still keeps his courses alive. You need to actually, I think, make more courses. I think because they can die easily, of course, in the middle game, like anything can happen. Anyway, it's going to be having some attacks happening here. Of course, he's checking out for the situation. Some Zealot in the middle of the map. The Shadow is going to destroy some cannons to open the way. An Overlord getting sniped. The Shadow is going to finally escape now. The courses are still alive. Zealots need to run back now. And the Shadow does it have speed? He's going to land some high temperatures, and the Zealot's getting pushed back here. High temperatures waiting to drop some stuff. You need to actually have some high temperatures in the third base, guys. Third base need to have some high temperatures and some cannons. The way that Queen played is very smart. We're going to be having some engagement in the middle map. These Hydras, oh my god, looks like some Curse is going to get sniped. Zealot getting attacking, and Hydra is going to get it pushed back, which is nice. We don't have a new base coming up anywhere for Snow. He could think about the new base at the bottom because of the screen. He's got some forces there. Zealot might try to attack against this high ground position. There's no observers. And there's a lurker in the area. Anyways, Course is controlling this 12 o'clock base. This is very, very important. He want to make sure that there can be no drop towards that base, and he's keeping those those threats kind of negated there. A single Hydra is gonna get sniped. Snow's got 146 supply. Queen has got 108. What can you do on this kind of island situation? Like, he's completely boxed in. There's no way to get inside his other bases. And drop is a real thing. I think he needs to make more courses, guys. I think during this time, Snow needs to go towards I don't know, Fleet Bacon. That's my word, guys. Fleet Bacon is a Namkraft only word. I mean, if you're watching this game in Namkraft channel, you will hear some weird words like Fleet Bacon, brown gas, red liquid. You also hear words like Voltulist, and freaking ridiculous. Of course, that's the normal word. It's not just anyways, a lot of bases going up for Snow. All over the map, he is gonna have to hold on to the bases hard and have a lot of high to a small zone force move out. I'm going to be having an engagement just right outside of Queen's expansion. He gets pushed back. He's not going for drop. I don't understand it. He needs to utilize drop technology like hard. But he's just defending out of these 4 bases and just hoping to survive. That's going to be the issue here. Anyways, Snow's going to be going up to 4 bases as well. Hive is only now going to get taken this base. Okay, looks like Probe's going to plant some forces here. And Shadow don't have Shadow speed. That's weird. He needed to have Shadow speed now. And looks like the cannons, the courses are thinning out, splitting into 2 different groups to make sure they can catch any kind of flying objects. I would say Snow need to make more courses. He need like 12 courses because he need to have complete dominancy in the sky. You need to go for robotic support bay as well, so they can have a Shadow with speed at some point. Anyway, some Zerlings moving across the map. They will not be able to find any kind of openings. And we're going to be having Defiler Mount coming up. So these forces are going where they're going to go towards the space. Cannons are up and running already. So Zerlings are running against the wall. They will all die. Very good, foresight or hindsight or whatever for Snow. Some courses going to get sniped here. It's going to be time for Snow to double up on the courses. He's going to be losing a lot of courses. Another course is sniped. So what is up with that? And the threat of drop is very real, guys. The course is gonna he's gonna run back. 1 course is almost dead. He's gonna try to attack, and indeed he's only got 4 courses remaining. Looks like Zerk has exerted a little bit of presence on the map, guys, and he's gonna be thinking about drop. Do they have Shadow with high temperatures and reavers? And Shadow with speed, that's gonna be a question. A lot of Zerk presence in the middle map, but he cannot attack with just these forces. He will need to think about drop. Looks like Protoss gonna try to take out this base. There's nothing there, 6 club position, and some Zealots are running back. Snow's got 4 bases. Queen has got 4. I mean, this base has got only a single cannon. Got a single cannon only, guys. Anyways, this drone is going to try to move here. Zealots moving on the high ground. This single Zealot is buying so much time. Hatchet is going to cast a storm. That is a weird storm. It's going to storm. The other storm is a little bit better here, destroying some Zerglings. And sniping the drone at 3 o'clock position is good as well. 288 supply. Queen is 163 supply. Can destroy those possibilities if he wishes to, because that would stop the Zergling forces from going into that map. We need to have a storm here. That storm is nice. Very good reaction there from Queen to pull his forces back. Snow almost maxed out. Queen is almost maxed out. We finally have a crazy epic game on Troy. This is the first time in a long time I really enjoyed the games on Troy, guys. Anyways, a new base created bottom left. We have a lot of cannons, a lot of gateways. Robo is done. I think he need to upgrade many things now. He need to upgrade robotics support bay. He need to upgrade Shadow with speed. He need to upgrade Reaver's Scarab thingy. You need to have, Reaver place. Oh my god, a huge overlord for force moving across the map, and Snow is missing it. He's got some Corsairs, but they're not seeing the situation. What kind of defense is... Okay, finally the Corsairs arrived. This is going to be a nice time for him to buy some time here. Looks like he's returning with the rest of his slot. The Shadow need to be in position. Looks like we really have a single skirt checking out the situation. They're out high temperatures, storming preemptively on the Overlord. He's going to be able to take out a group of Overlords. He's going to need to attack on the other side of the map. Very good. Storming, maybe. He's not storming Lurkers in position. The cannon needs to attack the Lurkers. He's not attacking. He's attacking the Hydra list. We have an Observer somewhere? No, there's an Observer. Okay, this base getting wiped out. It's going to be a huge blow to Snow's ambition here. He's going to move across the map for some kind of counter-attack. But Zerg is going to be connecting every single bases with a lot of forces. Anyways, this base is going to be falling. And Snow has got a huge problem now. I mean, losing this base is a huge problem for him. Anyways, he's going to try to move across this map. He's almost maxed out, but what he's going to be able to do with that supply, he's got nothing he can do, guys. He's got double robo, and his Shadow doesn't have speed. After 16, 17 minutes, the Shadow still don't have speed. But anyways, Archons are doing good attack in the map, and Queen can do one more drop in the main of Snow if he wishes to. At least a single, Forces is there to actually see the situation. Looks like maxed out army from Snow is gonna finally do a huge blow here. Can he do some attacks? 5 bases going up for Zerg, 6 bases going up to Zerg. The entire map has been taken by players. Dragos need to pull back and let the Zealot and the Archon do the deal with the damage. And Temperatures is gonna storm the Archon. What the heck is he storming a single unit? That is pathetic. He's moving across and he's gonna be storming the egg, which is gonna need to storm one more, and the Hydras will cancel himself with a good move there for Snow, as well as for Queen. Anyways, the 9 o'clock base need to get 45%. The Shadow don't have speed, but what is slow Shadow moving across the map here? But finally, anyways, the Shadow is going to be able to land and do some forces and cancellation on the hatchery. The Shadow is going to pick up the Zealot and fly somewhere else. Where is it? Don't fly in the main. What is it? Why would he fly in the main? There's no purpose of flying in the main. And why the Shadow don't have speed? That is beyond me. Beautiful brown gas all over every god. I think this Archon is buying so much time. Good attack by Snow. At least he's controlling the entire left side and holding those bases to himself, which is a good thing. Is it worthwhile to switch into Guardians? Because this map is kind of island map. It's always nice to have Guardian, and he needs to make more cannons in the main, man. Because Zerg attacking the main is a real threat. This Observer is nicely placed. And the huge Zerg force is gonna met with an equally unstoppable. This is like an unmovable object meets an unstoppable force, right? Looks like unstoppable force is gonna be slightly stopped, but the unmovable object is bending as well. We're gonna be having Hydras moving back, Lurkers doing good damage, but they're not yet able to take these forces out. And this high ground position is still held. We're gonna be having the Shadow. What the heck? The Shadow don't have speed. They're moving very slowly. Looks like Defiler in position to attack some bases. Not so sure exactly which base. Anyways, these Zealots are going to be finally dying here. So that's a lot of sight. It's not really being used at all in those bases. But we're going to be having a lot of Zerg forces moving across this map. What is Snow's respawn? He's got some high temperatures. He needs to storm now. He needs to... What is he reacting? Is he reacting? He needs to storm. He's got 1 second, 2 second, 3 second storm. He needs to storm all of those Lurkers. And he's going to storm those Lurkers. This is good. And he destroyed all the Lurkers on the high ground. He needs to storm more. He's going to storm more Lurkers in position now. And he needs to storm one more storm against Lurkers. He destroyed everything. Western reinforcement for Protoss. Wow. He destroyed everything, but these probes have no place to run. The Shadow lands now. The Shadow still don't have Shadow with speed. What are you doing? You've got 2,000 minerals in the bank and you don't have Shadow with speed. What the heck is up with that? The last of the cannon get destroyed. More items are coming from the other side, and this base is held. The Shadow, what are you doing? Fly back and, flow more stuff over. More Reavers start to come out, but they don't have Observer, and they're gonna be dying. Snow is kind of falling to pieces here, I guess. He's 230 APM, very bad APM. Gonna be able to storm the high ground, the outside area with some forces. New base is getting, and Queen is eating up the entire map. We're gonna be having a drop against the 3 o'clock base as well. Take a look at the 3 o'clock bases, 9 o'clock base, excuse me, some attack happening there. Anyway, storming very nicely, and we're gonna be having cannons getting recruited, storming the Lurkers. It's not so bad. More storming, the Lurkers moving into Archon position. I think every single Lurkers get wiped out now, except for one in the back. He's not storming the right units, guys. He's gonna storm the right unit now. And Zerlings are gonna... He's not... Now he's storming the right unit. Anyways, he needs to storm more because there's not enough forces to hold that single Archon. Is buying time, but not fast enough. Just non-stop Zerlings coming from all sides. Zealot to attack. High Templar coming out is storming the Archon and buying something. The Lurkers gonna be moving on the Darkstorm. Darkstorm is dead. Darkstorm is still alive. More storming. This is just wasting so much Zerg, but if Snow can hold, he's gonna be able to win here. The last of the cannon is dead. We're gonna be having more Lurkers attack and beautiful storming. But where's the reinforcement from Snow? He's got no reinforcement. Even more Storm against what? That Defiler is still alive. And we're going to be having Zealot attacking and more things are forced. What the heck is slow Shadow? The Shadows are so slow. Where's the Shadow upgrade? You have so much time to upgrade stuff. And he's not upgrading. And finally, he's going to be coming up with Reavers, Archons. And he, like the rest of the forces inside, are not being used to Shadow. We need to land them out here. The Defiler is going to cast a nice plague. But Zealot coming out. This base is safe. This base is safe, and Snow can just hold on. Upgrade your Shadow with speed, man. Are you goddamn freaking kidding me? 21st minute of the game and no Shadow with speed upgrade. Anyways, Snow can still win here because the map is split into half nicely here. And the Queen has wasted a lot of money. Can switch into Guardian if you wish to, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, a lot of Archons are coming out. Reaver is being attacked. Protoss got +2 weapon, +2 armor, +1 shield. Zerg might go for the main of Queen Snow's base, guys, because it's got like only one cannon. He might go for the main. He might go for the 730 positioning. There's a lot of places he can attack, and still need to be aware of everything. Yeah, this base has got very few defenses. But yeah, I mean, the bulk of the gateway is at the top left of the screen. So no need to think about that. Anyways, very funny. Mutual is just attacking random units here. That is going to be clearing up some side for Snow. Snow is going to move up the map with some forces here. Need to switch into carriers or arbiters. I think arbiters would be a nice addition here. A lot of Zerg forces moving across the map. They will be once again meeting against an unstoppable object here. Unmovable object, excuse me. Nice storm against the Lurker, and then the Defiler is going to get sniped, maybe. The Lurker dies. Excuse me, the Defiler dies. And lastly, I'm going to put this game in the list of best game for this year, so please check out that playlist. And please buy me coffee as well. A lot of cracklings moving across. A huge drop. A Lurker. A Doctor is able to see these forces. High Templar in position. Come on, Snow. React. He's going to storm. He's got a Shadow. He's going to storm what? What is he doing? Come on, the Shadow. The Reaver. Everything is not storming. And we have a single Doctor buying some time. The Reaver needs to pick himself up. Beautiful storm. Again, but more drops happening here, and Lurkers in position. The Reaver need to pick himself up. He's not. Okay, he picks himself up, and that's it. Probes are running away. And we're going to be having... why do we have this weird thing in the corner here? Let me just take it out. Excuse me. Because it's kind of blocking the view, right? Anyways, we're going to be having now... This Nexus will fall, but that's fine. He can retake this Nexus a bit later. He needs to storm that last Lurker in the back. He doesn't see it. There's still two Lurkers in the back. What is his response here? This Reaver's got some scare. He's not building it. And more attack against this base, but High Templar's position is very, very strong here. Morphing into Archons and more storming against the Archon. He can take this base, which is fine. Snow doesn't need it. The only thing he needs is his main. Because he's going to be losing the double robot. That's going to be problematic. You need to make more forces out of this gateway. Where's the rest of the middle of the forces not doing anything here? Double robot is going to get destroyed. That's going to be a huge problem. And the Symbol is going to get destroyed. So Queen is very, very close to winning this game. The rest of the reinforcement from Snow, what is it doing? It's going to take out the 3 o'clock base, which isn't a bad idea because that's going to stop the Zerg from mining out a lot of stuff here. Anyways, this base finally dies. And Cannon's getting wicked. Zealot's getting destroyed here. So the gateway production is going to get destroyed. This base will fall, but that is a small thing. Dark Templar, out of all things, needs to start to attack. He doesn't need the entire force here, so need to send the rest of the forces back and try to save his other bases. Because Queen's to have a lot of fighting. Triple Shadow now finally have speed. Is going to land here, so this base will fall. So Queen is going to temporarily be down to a few mineral patches. He's going to storm what the height is. Going to storm the Overlord, which isn't a bad idea. You need to pick up the High Templar and use them somewhere else. Looks like this base gets completely wiped out. He needs to recreate the Templar Archive. He does have the Templar Archive, and the robotic support base needs to get recreated. Protoss first in the middle map need to make a decision here as to where to attack. Shadow is going to get sniped. He's going to try to hang out here and try to find a place to run into. A new base get created at this side. He doesn't, looks like Queen doesn't know about that base yet. That is the only consolation. He's going to pick up a lot of forces and maybe just send everything towards that base. You need to save this 1030 position base. He's going to be mining some minerals, and the fight is going to be on the high ground. Probes are running away. Yeah, it's going to be discovered here. I think some forces going to try to line around. We have some Doctor player attacking and making sure this force is going to make... He's not destroying the simulator, guys. Beautiful storm against this position. We have a single Archon buying some time. He's a lot attacking here, but not enough forces to actually destroy. Every single drone is going to get massacred, but the Sunkens are still alive. So that's going to be a problem here. Snow 140 supply, Queen 142 supply. We're the 25th minute. There's no signs of who's going to be winning. Queen is kind of, maybe is he running out of minerals? I think he's kind of running out of minerals, right? He's got another base that is mining, but Shadow dropping stuff here. This is a nice attack here. Zealot, Dragoon, he's going to take out that Sunkens. Going to take out another second. Dragon's getting ferried across, and the Overlord need to pick up some forces and reinforcement. These Lurkers are not in position to save the base. And the hatchery will fall Weapon Defiler in the base, but can't. He can destroy. He's gonna try to take out some drones. I think the drones are dying, so the drones will need to get recreated. The drones are running away for their lives, and we're gonna be having Dragoons attacking the last of the drone, which is nice. His forces gonna get wiped out. The base will get safe, but can Queen make more minerals? That's gonna be the question. He's gonna attack the hatchery. The hatchery cannot possibly die. So he's back to just. I mean, Queen still have some bases remaining. These Guardians are gonna get morphed or what? There's gonna be Guardian. A lot of missions getting created. Massive Guardians. So Snow doesn't know about this, guys. Snow is gonna be facing a lot of attacks by Guardians, and Queen is very, very close to winning. Queen 158 supply, Snow 151. He can. I mean, he can Snow can. I mean, okay, we do have some Archons in this area, so that might be something. Is he recreating the Stargate? I don't see the Stargate. He's making the Robo is the Submitted score now. It's kind of very, very late, guys. But the and he's also not mining at the 11:30. He's only mining gas. Some Zealot attacking these bases. These I mean the 9 o'clock base is actually not very important. Reaver's gonna take some shot, which is great. Just to destroy the Zerglings, and he's gonna pick up those forces. More forces moving across the map here. Can Snow win? I think Queen has got more chance of winning this game than Snow. Especially Guardians start to come out, and this single, oh my god, you need to storm, you need to pay attention, pull yourself back, and just buy time here. He's hanging back here and just buying a lot of time. That High Templar still got energy back. Need to pay attention, pay goddamn attention. What are you doing? Pay attention. He's gonna storm here. He's gonna cast one more storm against something. He's waiting to cast a storm against that Archon, that Guardian without Archon finally lives. So he now knows that the problem is in the air. You need to start to make those targets now, or do something else. He's gonna be running out of minerals. But he's okay. What is he doing? He's flying stuff with Shadow around. He's looking for some kind of angles to attack, which isn't a bad idea. But just a lot of sunkens created everywhere. Queen, who is gonna win? I don't know, dude. What the heck, man? This game is so close to call. This base, that lurker, 2 lurkers on the high ground, not doing anything. God is moving towards the 11:30. So if Queen can take the 11:30 out, the number of bases is going to be falling to his favor. So this is where he's heading. Observers seeing the exact thing here. There's no response. There's a single Corsair. And we're going to be having some ground forces trying to reinforce him from the back. A lot of Archons moving across. He's going to attack with the Archons. He's going to storm. He's going to be able to storm some forces. Got some Reavers, but we're going to be having the Corsairs, the Scourges destroying the dropship. It's going to be another dropship, the Shadow. Nice attack storming is not happening. We're going to be having a single storm on that Guardian. The single Corsair is doing some good damage. The lurkers on the high ground are not being used. More Guardians attacking. You need to make some Stargate, I think. Snow's got 3,000 minerals. This base is going to get recreated. I mean, this game is wild, wacky, wicked, and wonderful all at the same time here. Yeah, single Corsair cannot take down Guardians fast enough. Huge amount of Z forces moving across, but Snow, I mean, I don't know, man. I think if Snow loses this base, the game is over. For sure, it's over. Anyways, the Guardians are moving. Where are the freaking Scourges? Need to make Scourges. Now he's gonna make Scourges. This single Corsair is doing so much damage against the Guardians and not actually effective at all. We're gonna be having more storming across the map here. A beautiful storm, but this small puny Protoss army cannot fight. More support from the back. It's gonna need to storm a lot of these forces. The Reaver need to back himself up. Good attack, and more Templars is gonna get saved, and beautiful storm against those lurker positions. That Nexus at the 11:30 is still alive, guys, because those Scourges have been forgotten. Queen has forgotten that he's got Scourge. He doesn't know how to make Scourge, and we are not seeing Forces. What if he's making some pylon here? Reaver's getting sniped, but that's fine. And Shadow with speed is still flying around. I think the Guardians are returning now. So that base might still go to Queen's. No, look at the Guardians. They're going the long way. You know what? Instead of going for the left from the right side, it's going to try to go from the right side. Finally, the Scourges have woken up from their slumber. They're going to take out the last of the Corsair of this game. So these Guardians will have free range against all of these bases. They're going to try to attack the 9 o'clock. So that base is mining up for some time. So Snow would not mind losing it, but he will mind losing the gas, guys. So yeah, these Guardians going to be... Why does the Snow remake the freaking Stargate? Because it's still worth it to make the Stargate. It's got so much minerals. Anyways, a lot of good storm, a lot of Reavers. He's gonna land a lot of forces, and these Hydras get wiped out fast. So the ground army is won by Snow. Can he actually penetrate the Zerg main base? You can destroy the Zerg's main base. It's great. We have a single Dragoon attacking nicely against the Guardians. He's gonna try to do one good storm, and that Guardian gets wiped out as well. More Guardian coming from the other side of the map. Supply by Snow 155. and more base getting created. Dragoons need to attack now. Looks like these High Templars need to cast another storm. He's not paying attention. He's getting pushed back, and he's gonna be hiding in the corners. So yeah, we shall see what happens next. Looks like these cannons are attacking nicely against the Archon. There's a lot of Zerlies attacking across this map. Looks like Snow is not paying attention. He's gonna be able to destroy some forces here. Good storm. And Archon buying some time here, but everything's gonna get wiped out. Snow 147 supply, Queen 151. Good drop against this new base. He want to take out these bases. The game is all over the freaking goddamn place. A lot of lurkers moving across the map, but this High Templars in position. Need to cast a storm now and pick up the Reaver. Pick up the Reaver and run somewhere else. Hydra's gonna try to snipe the Shadow. One Shadow down. I think there was something inside it. Not so sure exactly. The Reaver's gonna land up here. This base is still alive, and he's still mining some positions out of it. Do we have? We don't have. I mean, we just have ground units. We don't have anything else. Can Snow try to drop the 530 position? That base doesn't have many sunkens, I don't think. He's gonna land everything by land here. These probes are gonna pull back. And we are gonna be having another Templar attacking against that position. We're gonna be having what, High Templar Dragoons maybe? It is gonna be a single Dragoon to attack and take out that Guardian. He's gonna try to place his Dragoon in position to intercept, and now probes gonna resume mining. So that Guardian would die. It would take a long time until Queen can go there. Queen can try to check the 1130, but he's not taking it. He's gonna try to, just bang his head against his base, and that's gonna be a mistake. Templars start to come out now. Dragoons are gonna be attacking. What is he doing? He's gonna attack the High Templar. The lurkers is gonna be able to take off some lurkers. Need to storm the Hydras on the right side. He's got storming the lurker, which is a good trade here, and he's gonna storm more. Hydras get pushed back. Good trade. We're gonna be having nice plague against these units now. I think we're gonna be having a storm against a Defiler. Good plague, but I don't think Snow would mind here. Snow 156 supply. Queen's 162. The game is going nowhere. We don't see a eventuality. This is like worse than the Russian and Ukraine conflict. Neither players decided to back down, and Queen's gonna control this entire area. Now the base that will matter is gonna be the 6 o'clock base and the 1130, right? Because every other bases have been mined out. Snow is trading nicely, but he need to have Stargate. I think he need to move back to Stargate. He's not mining out of these probes are not mining, so that's going to be a problem. He has 268 supply, Queen 170 supply, very close supply between these two players. Yeah, just Scourges everywhere, and we're going to be having a drone mining something at the 1130 position now. It's up to Queen to lose now, I think. It's going to be very difficult for Queen to I mean, he's gonna, if things are going the way it is going, he's gonna win. Snow, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, the game is still going. I actually need to eat something soon, but I will refrain from eating until this game is over. Both the players are completely maxed out in terms of everything. Very fun game to watch. We are reaching the 33 minutes mark of the game. I don't think it's gonna be okay. We have a Dark Templar. Dark Templar needs to run and hide somewhere. Okay, good storm here. Finally, looks like Snow decided to move out. He's gonna destroy the last of the Lurkers line. We have a nice plague against the Zealot and a Reaver. But that Defiler gets wiped out, which is interesting. Some Lurkers getting attacked in the back here. And we're gonna be having some Guardians not being used. Defilers inhibited map. Snow 178 supply, Queen 181. Snow need to take the 6 o'clock base and gain it. He cannot hold it with just his ground forces and Shadow. He need to have some support from the air. He need to have some courses. Beautiful observer placement to see the movement of his forces. Templar is gonna cast a storm. Beautiful storm against the Lurker line. More beautiful storm, and Reavers attacking, and beautiful storm. So many Hydras are dying their lives here. You need to pick up the Reaver and go and hide in the back. The Reaver is gonna land. That was a lot of Queen's blood that was spilled there in the battlefield. More storming against the Hydralis and the Lurkers. Beautiful trade here. Just amazing trade from Snow. He's traded effectively. He's making his few bases like mean a lot, guys. Anyways, looks like Queen is gonna thinking about taking the base at the some other position. I'm not so sure exactly. He needs to actually use the Shadow more effectively here. This base is gonna finally mined out effectively for Snow. He's gonna need to use his gas efficiently here. We will be having the Guardians attacking this base, and the Archon is gonna be hiding in the corner. The last of the Guardians is gonna get destroyed. This base is gonna get saved. A single Overlord is gonna get destroyed. The base is completely stalemated. Okay, I think switching to Mass Guardian could be the nice solution here. We have a single Lurker in this position with cannons on the low ground, so this Lurker is as good as dead. Very good and a little bit lucky there for Snow. A lot of Guardians will be made here. Observer so nicely placed. What is the next move now for Snow? Looks like he might decide to strike against the 9 o'clock base. That isn't a good idea. He doesn't need to go there. What the heck is happening? Why is his 2 Lurkers allowed to do so much damage against the Protoss force? More storm, but not successful. And High Templars against that entire moving force. One more Storm to take them out, and he does Storm and take out 3 Lurkers. A nice attack against Hydras. This Reaver goes snipe, but he won't mind. More Storm against the High Priest, and the Defiler also will be great here. Good like, but actually doesn't mean anything. This force is gonna back up. I'd say no need to go for Stargate. Stargate and possibly Arbiters. I mean, that Observer is a thorn in the eye, guys. Anyways, this base is gonna get claimed, and Snow, maybe he's worked out his mathematics, and he's gonna say that I don't need the 1130. I will still win whatever I have. Anyways, nice attack. He's trading beautifully. The trade that he's been, making is amazing. Anyways, need to back up now and let the Storm eat up the Zerg army. Back up and storm the incoming Zerg, but he's not storming. He's now going to be storming some forces. Archon buying so much time in the back, and we're going to be having attack from the northern side as well. Reavers doing sick attack. These 2 Reavers are so lonely, but it looks like the Lurkers are not attacking, not interested in taking out the Reavers, and the Hydras get completely wiped out. That was a nice trade. Look at Snow supply. 175, Queen down to 140, and Cracklings attacking random objects here. They will all die because the Archons are so strong. Hydra could cast 1 more Storm. He's not going to cast. He's going to let the Zealot take the hits here. And this Dark Storm is going to die out. The Reavers are still alive. Those Guardians are waiting to do some 6 shots. Probes, oh my god. The Shadow's going to get wiped out. And like I said, you need to actually have something in the air. Not just ground army, because massive Guardians is so effective on this map. This map is an island map, guys. Some Dragoons attacking. He's going to try to destroy some Guardians. And more Storm could be great. It looks like the Templar have exhausted their energy. And now it's going to be just massive Scourges and massive Guardians. But looks like the High Templar have exhausted everything. So this base will go to Zerg. Snow still have a chance to take out Queen's main. If Snow can send everything towards the bottom right and take out the entire bottom right, including the Greater Spire, he will have a chance to win. But now it's going to be careful here, because massive Guardian is going to be what his enemy is going to be going for. Snow, 170 to supply. Queen, 167. Where's the next base here for Queen? He could actually take out this base somehow. Maybe Storm from the high ground or something. I don't know. We shall see. Anyways, just massive shadows from Snow here. More Guardians. That looks like this base is going to be going to Queen. The mathematics, I don't think it's working out well for Snow. He lost his main base. Oh my god, a lot of massive Scourges. This Shadow is going to try to look for a place to go in. He's going to drop everything here. And he needs to actually pay attention. 1 Shadow down, 2 Shadow down. The other looks like 1 Shadow is alive here. Good Storm, and everything is going to get destroyed. So this base will fall. And a little bit of a slow number of, minerals intake here. Okay, that Archon needs to survive. We need to have a great Storm against the Mutualists. Not successful. And you need to have more Storm. Looks like the hatchery will fall. But those Mutualists are still doing 6 damage here. A lot of attack against some bases. Which base is it exactly? The Shadow is going to pick up some of the Zealots and go and fly somewhere. Beautiful Storm here against everything. This Archon is buying so much time, but everything's going to get wiped out in the map. Snow, 164 supply. Queen, 164. This Shadow has got God knows what. The hatchery is recreated. And for the time being, the Queen is down to very few mineral patches, guys. 132. Snow's got 6,000 minerals back. He doesn't have enough gas, though. The problem is gas. And these 2 Reavers have been forgotten. The forgotten pair of Reavers. We're at the 38-minute mark of the game. The game is not yet over. And looks like more forces coming out. And like I told you, Troy SE is a beautiful map to have StarCraft. Anyways, nice to snipe those forces. Those good Storm. He can actually go for Maelstrom and maybe Mind Control with the Dark Archons, because that's a nice counter to Zerg. But anyways, what is Snow's reaction? He's got a lot of supply. More Guardians getting morphed. And like I told you, you need to switch to Stargate. But I think Snow's problem is that he doesn't have gas. He doesn't have the gas. He needs to actually support the Stargate switch. So he's going to just push with the ground army here. The Guardians are very far. One Lurker is going to get destroyed. The Observer is still alive. Mass Shadow. If he can take out the Zerg's main base, he's going to have a shot at this, guys, because the Guardians do not have a place to return to. Good attack. Where's he going to try to go? Is he going to try to go here? But this base is... Okay, the Shadow's going to land here. We're going to be having what here? A lot of Guardians. Zealot attacking. We're going to be having High Templars. Gases Storm on the Guardians. Beautiful attack. No Observer though, so you cannot see those forces, and Shadow's going to get sniped. He's going to try to do a nice Storm from the outside here. Beautiful Storm, but yeah, the Observer is able to see, which is great. He's going to pick up more forces and land inside. He's waiting. Looks like the Archons are buying a lot of time with those Mutualists. A nice shot again. The Mutualists are weak, but not yet destroyed, and that's going to be a good Storm. He's gonna have to pick up all of this and more storming from the outside, and good storm on the Guardian. The Guardians are very much close to dying. Snow 5,000 minerals in the back. Queen 800 minerals. More storm against the Mutualist. They're so damaged. He just like storming random objects now. Oh my god, he's gonna pick up everything and go somewhere else. Looks like this base is gonna be going to Queen. He can actually try to go. What is he doing? He needs to stop more forces and like makes more shadow. I guess he's almost mined out, guys. He's almost mined out. He's gonna pick up more forces. He needs to destroy bases. Queen has forgot that he could build Nidus Canal. I mean, like Queen has forgotten the basic technology that the Zerg always need. That is Nidus Canals. He's forgotten he can connect his bases with Nidus Canals. Maybe he doesn't have. He surely has Hive. He's gotta have Hive. So I don't understand what is happening here. Looks like Queen is gonna be having some minerals. So with 5,000 minerals, but if these bases go to Queen, then Queen, then Queen is gonna be able to win. A High Templar is gonna get sniped. Very unfortunate. One High Templar is gonna get sniped, but he's gonna just land in here with some forces here. He's gonna try to save his base. You need to storm those. He's gonna storm them now. He's gonna storm some Guardians and storming some Hydralisks. No observers though. Zealot attacking, and he's gonna storm more sources, and that is gonna be beautiful storm. But is it gonna be enough? Where the Mutualist? More storm against the Guardian. Every single Guardian is gonna get destroyed. This is a beautiful mode. And do we need to have more forces? The Shadow need to go out and pick up more forces. Zealot are not yet moving in because there's a single lurker still remaining. Witches are returning. More beautiful storm. This is the last Alamo. And we're going to be having Witches coming in to snipe some forces. Hydralisks are going to be coming out. The last of the Guardians have fallen. Mutualist item is going to get destroyed. You need to, Zealot need to move in and attack. What are you doing, Zealot? Move in and attack. He's going to move in and try to snipe the hatchery. He can at least snipe the hatchery here. Who cares about the lurker? Anyways, yeah, this Archon is functional. It's going to drive the Witches inside here. And it needs to be careful not to get attacked against the lurker there. Alright, the game is still going. The last of the lurkers getting destroyed. This hatchery will fall for sure. The Archon is in the back and surviving nicely. The Archon dies. But before that, it was able to snipe the hatchery and more shadow flying across snow. With 6,300 minerals in the back. Queen with 1,600. Snow need to think about the base at the 12 o'clock. We're going to land some Dragoons here. High Templar, Dragoon, Zealot. Everything doesn't actually need Zealot. Zealot actually don't mean anything here, but Storm is important. And he's going to storm the entire force. He's going to destroy what is going to be the Zerg's plan. He's going to drop from the sky here. Queen has got a lot of gas, but he doesn't have minerals. He doesn't have enough minerals. So that's his problem. So we're going to be having some probes mining this base. The base at the 12 o'clock doesn't have enough gas here. Shadow is going to land. A lot of forces are going to land in here. He's going to be very careful. There's some... what is he doing? He's going to drop a Zealot maybe. He doesn't drop anything at all. And massive Mutualist. That are going to be morphing into Guardians maybe. The game is so close to the wire. He can just send a single Shadow towards the top and to snipe two bases. He's going to pick up the last of the High Templars. He doesn't need any more forces. He's going to pick up some probes. He's going to send the entire ground forces here. Snow's got 6,000 minerals in the back. He's got so much minerals. And yeah, we're going to be having Guardians morphing. Queen is running out of minerals. He's mining very slowly. You need to, and Snow need to make just massive High Templars. We're going to be having Zealot moving across the map. There's nothing here. There's nothing for him to destroy. And we're going to be having Creep Colony, but we're going to be having Scourges are very important. He's going to move across this map. We have a single Shadow that's going to be able to check out the situation. He's going to land something here on the high ground. We have Scourges completely missing this Shadow. He's going to be storming from the sky here. Good storm against the drones to actually completely force them out of commission. We have a Dragoon on the high ground. God is attacking Snow. Are you paying attention? Cannons operational. Zealot need to pull back because they need them against ground drop later. Cannons attacking and could be having storming. One storm is good. Why is he storming the Guardian that is so far back? Need to storm the units a little bit in the front here. Looks like Zerg's gonna drop across the map, but Queen is running out of minerals. But so is Snow. Snow need to have this base operational, but that's a beautiful storm. The last of the Guardians will fall for sure. There's very few Guardians. I'm going to put this game in the list of best game ever created. So check out that playlist. I'm going to pop at the bottom, I don't know, at the end screen or something like that. Anyway, still a lot of Guardians getting created. These High Templars are not, storming fast enough. We need to back up here and pick up more Templars. Looks like Snow doesn't have enough gas. This base become operational. A single Guardian is buying so much time. Morphing into more forces and more storming. He's going to storm the Zerglings attack. That's a beautiful storm. Zealots are still making themselves useful. This is going to be the last battle for these players. Zealot not picking this up. And now week 1 Hydra is going to get sniped. Beautiful Storm once again. The cannon becomes operational. Zealot's going to try to snipe the cannon. The Reaver's going to be in here. We need to have Argons. No, it's going to be just massive storming. And how many Guardians remain after the battle? We still have a lot of Guardians. The Reavers completely useless in this kind of situation. The Zealot need to run back. So many Guardians attacking everywhere. Snow's got 4,000 minerals, but he doesn't have enough of everything. He's got a single Dragoon. He needs to target the weak Guardians. He doesn't find the weak Guardians, and these Zealots are completely useless. Queen is gonna win this game, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be impossible for him. He's got 3,000 meters, but he doesn't have gas. He doesn't have gas. Wow. He's gonna try to do something else. Gonna drop from the sky here. Scourge is not reacting. Dragoons are gonna be in nice numbers here and destroying the last of the Guardians. He's gonna try to manually target the Guardians and Moon doing some moving shots. One Guardian down. Two Guardians remaining. We're gonna be having drop, and the last of the Guardians gonna be falling. Dragoon's gonna attack and destroy the last of the Guardians. One Guardian down. 0 Guardians. So this base could get dropped, but we don't have any forces for us, so we can make Zealot. But Zealot actually don't mean anything. Scourges is what matters here. And Shadow's going to be flying, and we're going to be having forces attacking Zealot in position, and we're going to be having drop on drop here. Zealot's attacking. We have an observer to ceasing. The last of the cannons going to be falling. Are there going to be lurkers? No lurkers. Beautiful storm. And why the heck this Queen decided to attack against this man? That was unnecessary. And now he's going to be losing everything that he needed to save this place. And GG by Snow. No, Queen wins. What the heck? Who won? I could not believe my eyes. But anyways, we're going to be moving into the next game. Buy me coffee soon. Bye.
Hi guys, this is Namkraft and welcome to this is Starcraft English commentary. We're gonna be continuing on with KCM 2024 Season 3 Week 6, and what a start, what a crazy adventure we have embarked ourselves on, and I hope for more epicness along the way. This is gonna be the second set played between Snow and Royal. The map is going to be Citadel, that infamous map where Terran is ever so flavored. Let me just quickly show you once again. This is gonna be the map artifact, and for the win rate for Terran, they enjoy a staggering 56% win rate on this map. So things are looking good for Royal coming into this game. And looks like Royal is going to be located at the bottom right of the screen. Top right in the blue color. Snow is going to be on the bottom right in the red color. Very, very close mirror image spawning position for these two players. And let's see who's going to be getting the advantages in the early part of the game. Let me remind you of the ELO score as of today. So this is where things are standing. So Snow is number 6, Royal is number 4. So I guess Royal is slightly flavored. But if you look at the, per player, ELO scores. Yeah, I guess Snow is not so much behind Royal. I mean, they were kind of similar ELO scores. And by the way, this is a team ELO ranking as of today. So for Terran in KCM today is looking very good because all of the top Terran players are playing. Zerg and Protons are kind of, same there. But Snow has proven that he's very, very strong. But his next opponent is going to be a Rock. In the figurative sense, because the Rock, the player, is no longer in competitive scene. Remember that guy, the Rock? He used to play StarCraft once upon a time, and he got some, games that are memorable because they're so bad. Anyways, what else do I want to show you? Maybe let's just quickly take a glance at the win rate here. So for Royal against Protoss, he's got, 45% win rate only against Protons out of 77 games. So he's actually not flavored coming into this game. Snow against Terran is winning very nicely. You can see 66% win rate for Snow, so he's looking very, very good. So we shall see. Looks like Royal has gone for quick expansion right after Barracks. And he scouted in the wrong direction initially, but he then cross-scout and sees his opponent. Looks like Snow is gonna be saving his money to go for quick. Nexus is gonna try that now. He is not yet going for the Dragoon range upgrade. He will leave the money to go directly into expansion. The SCV is gonna try to stop the Nexus, but the Nexus goes down. And now Snow is gonna be scouting in the... We are not sure just yet because the probe is gonna be dancing around with the SCV Dance of the Dragon. It's gonna be the name of the game here. We have the first Marine coming out. It looks like Royal is gonna be, looking up to bunker down. By the way, I still have the, the mic problems from time to time. So if that is the case, I, sincerely and profusely apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not gonna buy a microphone in my country. Money is scarce. Money is a freaking luxury that nobody has in my country these days. And I would not spend, I don't know, $200, $300 on a new audio interface, you know. So sometimes you will see me using one of those Walmart microphone casting, and this is, you know, unfortunately what we have to afford for now. You can try to change all that by buying me a coffee. Anyway, Snow is gonna be scouting in the wrong direction with his Dragoon. Very far from home, that Dragoon. He's gonna back up now. He thought his opponent is cross location from him, but that's not gonna be the case. Now he will find his opponent in the right area. The bunker is already in position. Will Snow double expand behind this? Looks like he's gone for Robo already. So that is gonna be the question here. But at least he's got map control. He's completely boxed his enemy in, and Royo is not looking forward to go out there and scout. Dragoon knows exactly what's happening. He can even, you know, suspect that there are 3 or 4 Marines inside a bunker because he can actually count the number of hits he received on that Dragoons. We're going to be having a tank coming out, no vulture harassments in the initial stage of Arroyo. That is well advised because, you know, his front door is completely walled off, so he does not have any kind of luxury. Look at those pylon placement, they're ridiculous. Sometimes I kind of wonder if these players just put pylons out randomly or what, because they're just placed in random locations, like scatter in the base. I mean, the worst player of all is Mini. He is so random with his like pylon. He just places it in any random location. They're not even in the same line. You know, like one pylon is crooked a little bit towards the top left, the other one is going to be crooked. You know, look at this pylon locations. It's ridiculous. The one player who's got perfect symmetry, if you guessed it already, then you would know what I'm talking about. It's going to be Harangi. He's got perfect pylon and gateway placements. I mean, he is so freaking OCD, man, that kid. Anyways, what's happening here? Okay, early upgrades coming down from Royal. Okay, triple Nexus coming out from Snow. He's going to be going for Ops first. Out of 2 gateway, he's feeling completely safe. Actually, he can even go before Robo because his opponent could be doing anything, including something like a triple factory push. Dragoon's going to try to snipe that tank. Not able to, so it got 3 hits off though, so that's not bad. Dragoon's going to try to come in once again, and they're going to have to back up for good now. The tank is not repaired. Why is Royo not repairing his tank? Okay, now he's going to be sieging, and yeah, Dragoon's going to back up. Looks like very, very good timing, exactly knowing when it's going to be the tank volley. So Snow's already retired one of his weaker Dragoons. Very fast upgrades, observers start to come out. So we're looking forward to a very, very nice macro-oriented game here, because none of the players are applying early pressure, especially from Royo. He's not looking forward to go for something like 3, 4, 5 factory push. He's going to try for his upgrades to come up. He's going to make some turrets in the main. These turrets are completely just, out of intuition. He has got no freaking idea what his enemy's doing, and unfortunately for Royal, Snow is going to be triple expanding. I guess double expanding is the right word, because the main is not an expansion if you talk about it, theoretically here, or practically or whatever. Anyways, turret's going to start to go up all of the places here. Observer sees, and look at this, guys. Snow doesn't even want to reveal his observer. He's just going to skirt on the outside area. And now he will have his Reaver, his favorite unit of all time. The Observer is going to try to count how many factories there are. The starport is very well placed, deep inside enemy territory, so Snow is not going to be able to find it anytime soon. The tanks start to move out now. 3 tanks, 1 vulture. Actually, he's not moving out. He's just checking out the situation. Observer is beautifully placed, sees any kind of movement out. The first unit is going to come out. It's going to be a vulture. Let's see if Snow is going to be able to stop. It's got Dragoons in some location, so that's going to be nice. Double vultures come out. Dragoon's gonna try to intercept. 1 vulture's gonna get sniped. The second vulture will die very close to death, but he's gonna escape at the last minute. And Snow is not gonna pursue that vulture because he's fearing mines, but he's gonna send 1 Dragoon out in some random location just to make sure he can hit the vulture. The moment he hits a mine, he will retreat and use a fresher Dragoon. Look at how the Dragoons are beautifully fanning out. Fanning out is not the right word. Fanning out. And she can the Dragoons need to pull back here, and a small skirmish by both players. Look at those beautiful rings of Dragoons around the various areas of the map. This is freaking ridiculous. The beautiful symmetry, just as we talk about how careless Snow was, placing his pylons in, really random location. He places Dragoons in perfect, circular symmetry, right? Or symmetrical circles. What is the better word? Circular symmetry or symmetrical circles? Anyways, the Shadow is out now. It's going to be going for the standard single Reaver, double Zealot attack. Not so sure if he's upgrading his Reaver with Shadow speed or not. Academy coming up, so we're going to be having scanners at some point. Very early sciences, so that is science vessels, right? I don't think that is going to be for dropship, because why would he build a science facility that early? But I guess, okay, this vulture is as good as that's going to try to take. Probe's going to attack it, come on! Good prop kill, that's ridiculous. Going to even try to kill the mine, but of course that's going to be impossible. And we're going to be having Nexus coming down here. Observer's going to try to go towards the area. Cannon's coming up now. That kind of placement is beautifully placed. It kind of invites a tank and a pilot to go up, and it can also cover for any kind of run by from the outside. The dropship is going very far from where the Shadow's going to land. Now Reaver's going to have to pick itself up, and Reaver's going to try to land some shot against the turret. He may land a Zealot in the next attack, but he's not going to do that. Watch out for the dropship going all the way to the top side. Where are the cannons? If Snow puts on a Nexus now, he's clear to have an advantage because the Nexus will be able to survive long enough before any kind of dropship activities is going to get spotted. And looks like that dropship is going to meet a terrible, terrible fate in the middle of the map here. Some Dragoons are nicely placed, and Observer is not there, but Dragoons are going to try to check it out. Looks like the dropship is going to return. Good reaction from both players. Look at that freaking insanely fast reaction from both players, especially Snow, because Royo, for sure, he would need to kind of babysit his dropship, but Snow was not babysitting his Dragoon, so how the heck would he know? Anyways, he's scanning the main. Royo, he knows that there's going to be some kind of openings he can exploit, and cannons are already here, so this dropship would not be able to do a goddamn thing. It might be able to land a tank in the corner, but Probe's actually not saturating that base anytime soon, so that's not going to be a problem here. Yeah, and Dragoon's going to try to go there, and we're going to be having what is going to be here, double vultures, triple vultures start to come in. Cannons is here, and he's going to try to attack the cannon. He may try to snipe one probe, and that's it. These switches going to try to come out to cast some Dragoons, but there, some probes, but there are none to be found, and he's going to pick up his his vulture and try to go somewhere else. There is still a mine there, so he's got to be super careful about that. And maybe he's going to babysit. Okay, looks like he sees the vultures that are coming out. These vultures going to try to look for the probe. There is none, and both vultures get sniped. Supply-wise, Snow is 143, Royo 110. The game is nice, fair, and square for both the players. Probes finally getting transferred, and Templar. What? Double Templar Archive. This is something that I would do in my games. So we shall see if it's going to cancel one of the Templar Archive or not at some point. Anyways, Command Center is going to float over to the 12th position. Snow is in position to intercept. He can afford double Templar Archive. He's rich. He's got so much money. And he's well ahead in terms of economy. So anyways, Xenot with speed already done here. Attacking the barrack just to buy. Sometimes Xenot driving in just to see what the situation need to have to back out. The Shadows got something, maybe Reaver. And with the Shadow speed, it's going to be impossible for these tanks to even get close at all to whatever Snow has in mind. He is going to land in the main. Another Shadow is waiting in the corner as well. Dragoons need to back up. Oh god, this is going to be crazy. Look at this freaking insane fast reaction. Zealot coming to take the tank shot. Is going to do a Reaver shot in the back. That's not yet destroying the tanks. But it's close enough, and he's going to try to go in the main. Where's he? We have a second Shadow somewhere, I think, right? He's going to try to go somewhere. He's going to land in here. He's going to be waiting. There's a turret in position. And he's going to waste his life here with a single Reaver. Is going to fly in the main. He's gonna try to take out the turrets first, and there's a second Shadow that flies in to pick up the goddamn Reaver. Goddamn madness, insanity is this? How the heck does he know to come in and pick up the Reaver in the last minute? And he's gonna try to, go outside. He needs to super target the Reaver in the back. The tanks are not targeting Reaver, and there's gonna be another shot. And this other Reaver gets landed here. What beautiful goddamn mate! He landed another Reaver in here already, and then he goes to attack the other base. So the SC had nowhere to go. This is madness. I mean, this is goddamn out of this world. And then the last bit, it looks like the Reaver dies, but buying so much time for Snow. Look at the supply difference. Snow 170 supply, Royal 130. He's not yet saturated this base. SC is going to try to run away. Reaver is going to take maybe one last shot. The 5th base comes out for Snow. He's completely in the win. He's completely in the know. He's got everything figured out. His double Templar Archive is so freaking badass. I think it'd be very funny if both of them are upgrading something. And he's looking forward to expand once again. He's taking a base very close to his enemy because he's completely having the game in the back. He is Zealot attacking. This is not going to be a little bit of a problem here. He's going to try to get inside the main, but vultures are blocking the path. Zealot trying to walk right past the Dragoons. And we're going to be having tanks landing, which is nice. Nice D-Matrix Zealot coming in. Dragoons need to find himself out and escape this choke. This choke is terrible. Zealot need to move inside. Where are you going? Outside. He's going to try to go out, but at the last minute, he's going to go inside the main with this base with some Dragoons here just to clear some SCVs and attacking. Where's the support with the Shadow? A Shadow and Reaver will be very, very nice in support here. Dragoons need to, attack the siege tank, and tanks need to siege. Maybe he's not going to siege. He's just going to attack manually. But anyways, that attack was a lot of blood wasted for Snow. I'm not so sure if that was guaranteed to fly in or to walk in aimlessly. But look at how much army he's got. He's got ridiculous amount of probes actually transferring themselves manually. But now looks, I mean, Snow is completely he's on top of every goddamn thing. That beautiful move, at the top of club position, and the one club position was, the craziest crap I've ever seen for the longest time possible. Zealot started to attack now. He's gonna pick up some Zealot, and possibly he's got a High Templar in that shadow. Maybe he's gonna fly inside. There's a single turret only. He's gonna land some High Templar. No, it's gonna be Reaver. What are the SCVs doing here? That was crazy. Why would you ever need an SCV to chase around whatever's coming out of the shadow? That was never something that would be advised, right? I mean, there's either High Templars or Reaver that's going to be coming out of the shadow, and in neither of those cases, you should be surrounding the shadow with your SCVs. Maybe Royo is just completely, I don't know, just out of the game for a few seconds. But it looks like the supply is not so bad for Royo. I'm sure the upgrades are nice for him. He's got +2, +1 armors, and what is these? Gateways? Okay, he's making some hidden gateways. I was gonna say it would be very funny if he makes some hidden Stargate in that area, but that's not gonna be hidden Stargate, just hidden gateway. More attacks happening, and Observer need to be well placed here of the tank position. He actually exploit this position with the shadow to fly in, but he's not flying in. I mean, if the Observer has upgraded Observer sight range, he might be to go for attack here. A lot of vultures gonna start to attack. Beautiful storm from the outside of the ridge, and those tanks are so damaged. He's not landing. He's gonna do one more. Oh my god, that is freaking goddamn amazing. So many tanks exploding here. But we have some vultures attacking. There's gonna be some cannons, but they will get forced to get cancelled. And the vultures gonna get inside the main. We have a single Zealot that's gonna be heading in the corners. Dragoons need to reinforce in that area. This vulture attack is nice, and that would delay this base by considerable amount of time here. The Nexus might get sniped. And looks like Snow is sending some of his forces in that area to try to save it, but not fast enough. We need to storm. That is a beautiful storm. It's gonna storm one more, or pick up excuse me. He's gonna go for some Mind Drag. Need to go for some crazy Mind Drag against the vultures. The first Mind Drag was good. The Nexus is very, very close to dying. That's gonna be another Mind Drag in the corner here. These vultures have nowhere to go. They're gonna be completely trapped in the corner. But there's still 4 of them, which is sizable. Dragoon's gonna attack and kill out some of them. 1 down, 2 down, but these probes are completely naked. Still 2 vultures remaining. More vultures gonna. Okay, what the heck happens here? We have these forces getting completely, discovering those 2 gateways. This is kind of funny moments. Of course, Snow doesn't actually. Wow, look at how many gateways he's got. I was talking about symmetry, and I'm very surprised they actually find a way to get all of those forces out of the way. Anyways, we're going to be having a mine explosion clearing those forces. Looks like Royo is getting ready to push out to punish his enemies, I don't know, inconsistencies, intransigencies here. He's going to move forward, and what is going to be Snow's response? He's completely maxed out. We're going to be having a floating command center. Looks like we're going to be having a probe that discover and gonna place a pylon there. Oh my god, Dragoon's getting exploding. We're going to be having another cannon and a pylon getting in that area, but this is just wasting time for Snow. Where's the rest of his forces? Looks like Snow is going to take the 3 o'clock base. Very ballsy move from him. He's playing very aggressive in this game here. A lot of probes are oversaturating the main base. I don't like that. He actually need to move those probes towards newer bases and greener pastures here. Attack happening, and High Templar is gonna do some nice storm against some Zealot. You see some tanks and vultures, but everything gets pushed back hard. And Snow is holding it nicely. Of course, Terran can survive for a very long time against waves after waves of Protoss attacks. So we shall see what is the next thing here. Snow need to take advantage of those riches and vision blindness. Shadow is gonna get sniped, but beautiful storm from the low ground. He destroys some of the Zealot though. He's gonna storm the science vessels, and he's got one more storm ready in the other side. He does cast a good storm. Nicely Matrix to save the tank. At the last Blitz, Blitz needs to saturate the new base. Very fast base action, goddamn ridiculous action game from both of these players. So need to saturate the 3 o'clock base to actually try to mine it out. He needs to make sure he can reinforce it with shadow and storms. Anyways, High Templar is going to be on this side. He needs to not storm his own Zealot. That would be terrible. He's storming the tank, which is a better idea. He's going to storm one more. He's got enough energy. Very good snipe of the High Templar, but the more High Templar is going to get loaded, and they was able to do a good storm before getting sniped and destroying these turrets as well as the SVs. Actually, to buy time here, a lot of cannons getting created. How the heck does Snow come up with so many like money? How does he have so much money? He's got 1,400 minutes in the bank, and he continued to max out like really fast here. A lot of gateways getting produced in the bottom of the round. Remember that one crazy game back in the Casper days where one Protoss player made something like 56 Stargate. We might have that record beaten today because looks like Snow has made a ridiculous amount of Stargates. He's got easily 30 Stargate in his main, and he's making more. In the bottom right on the map, I'm going to be having scanners from Roy to discover this new base, which is very interesting. Vultures start to come over to that area. Dragoon's going to start to attack these vultures, and Snow's got to be careful because his presence on the top left side is very thin. Probes need to get transferred towards the 3 o'clock position. That base has been mining for a longest time possible, and he's not gonna saturate it with anything with that observer. That shadow is gonna get sniped. We have a single dart walking in random locations. Gonna do some mine drag against the vultures, which isn't such a bad idea. That base at the top left, for the time being, Snow is not doing anything about it. These probes, come on, transfer them towards the new base. He's gonna be going for carriers. Where are the carriers? I don't see it. Or maybe he's gonna be just going for upgrades for the you know, whatever, the the armor upgrade for the shuttle. That might be the more, you know, a logical, you know, conclusions here. Anyway, Snow is going to be running out of minerals in a lot of locations. If he doesn't do anything about it, it looks like we'll be having some tanks attacking this area. So Snow is kind of running out of idea. He needs to actually quickly saturate the top left, like now. Make massive gateways and do something about it. Anyway, he's going to be having more attack against this area. It's going to land, and Goliath's going to try to pay attention to that shadow. The shadow's going to land some nice forces here. Beautiful tank is going to get sniped here, and very good spread of tank though. Hydrant is not getting on a high ground fast enough, but now he is going to be on a high ground. Hydrant is going to cast a good storm. It gets sniped, but at last minute he was able to destroy some tanks, and now there's only one tank in the back here. Science is going to get sniped. Beautiful tank, but why do you storm your own Xenot? That's not good. He's going to take out double Science System, which is very, very costly. But now he's going to need to back up and make more shadow. We need to actually transfer probes towards the new base. Snow is not mining out of several bases. He's not mining out of the top left, and he's not mining out of the 3 o'clock position. He's got idle probes in his main. He's got a lot of things he needs to do about, and his APM is failing him. Only 290 APM. He's going to attack once again. Hydrant casting several good storm. Goliath's looking to snipe the shadow, but the shadow is able to unload the cargo before any kind of Goliath shot is able to take it out. Command Center is going to get wiped out, but so many armies is bleeding. And this, you know, influx of Terran forces is ridiculous. So looks like Snow is going to get pushed back for the time being. He's not saturating the top left. Send probes there now. Do something about that. Anyways, non-stop high temperature because Snow has got so much gas. He's got so much gas. More cannons gonna get created, but that's gonna get wiped out. So he will reinforce from the sky here. Nice storming and reavers. Wow. At the last minute, I guess this base might get saved, but it's not gonna be able to get reinforced. He's gonna be able to storm from the outside, and he's gonna storm more and pick up more forces. I mean, freaking goddamn beautiful shadow control from Snow. I mean, he's making the impossible looks like it's easy. It's piece of cake, and Royo has not been able to take his 5th base, and that's gonna be a problem here. But now we might have, I mean, maybe this is gonna be the end of Snow's efforts because he cannot save that base for sure. Just continuous flow of Terran forces coming from all angles. We're gonna be having more storming. The shadow need to pick something up. He's not, you know, moving fast enough. He's gonna storm from the outside. He's using the riches beautifully here. You need to just spam, make shadow here. Beautiful storm against the D-Matrix tank. And looks like the Nexus has been, you know, destroyed. We have some Zealot bombing. High Templar is gonna cast a beautiful storm on the freaking goddamn Goliath. The tank, so many things are bleeding, but it's not enough. It's not enough, and we just gonna be having more gateway production from Snow. Snow completely temp toss strategy here. Finally, probes are gonna start to go somewhere, maybe the top left. And a lot of high temperatures in there. Okay, a lot of cannons as well. Very interesting play style here. So Royo's gonna take the 3 o'clock base. I mean, we can still have storming against this base for the longest time possible. So we shall see. Anyway, Snow is not gonna make use of that high temperature in the corner. I don't think he remembers that there's a high temperature then. That high temperature is gonna cast a storm. Anyways, beautiful insight and just complete awareness of what exactly, you know, is happening around the map here. This base is gonna get saturated. Very, very nice. So it looks like we have honey bases remaining. That's not yet taken. Only 2. The inner 1030 and the inner 430. We're gonna have Zealot and High Templar attacking this area. Need to actually use the shadow more. High Templar is gonna be storming from the outside of the ridge here. Beautiful storm against clumped up tank and more storming. Good spread of tank, but not enough. Zealot moving in. He's gonna try to go from crazy, you know, mind drag here. And more storming, and it's not going to be enough. It's going to be time for Snow to back up. He's exhausted all of his forces, which is good. He's trading nicely, and he's going to back up and just buy more time. Look at how spread out the tanks are. It's really, really good spread of tanks. Anyways, that turret's gonna get destroyed. Dragoons are like freaking, you know, having gay love with each other. But that's fine. Snow's got 1,900 minutes in the bank. We're at the 22-second minute of the game. The game is not yet over by any stretch of my or your imagination. So please fasten your seatbelt. Just more gateway. How many gateways in this game? I want to really count the number of gateways he's making. I mean, he's going to be something like 40, if not 50 more storming. And High Templar is kind of getting stuck in the corner. He's gonna storm now against the Goliath. Maybe what is he doing? Storm! He has a kind of a moment of, I don't know, moment of lapse of concentration, but that last storm wasn't so bad. Snow continues to max out very quickly, which is good. He's gonna expand towards a 1030 position. He's not taking the inner 430, which is kind of surprising. Because the more the game goes on, the more it becomes more difficult, right, for you to take bases closer to your enemy with a single Dark Templar coming out, and he's gonna try to go for some Mind Drag against the Vulture. Looks like Roy's decided enough is enough on the top left. I'm gonna go there to take care of your top left. Anyways, the Shadow's gonna fly over. Goliath needs to pay attention because the Shadow is flying very fast, and we're gonna be having the Shadow and Dragoons. What is it? Okay, good location, storming the tank. He's able to attack the tank from the outside. He's gonna storm a D-Matrix tank. So very good fast reaction from both the players. Observer getting sniped. Dragoons need to back down. There's no need to actually to fight against the wall. And he backs down. Snow is still continues to max out very quickly. Royo is also very close to max out. This base is going to be falling. Royo, wow. This kid is goddamn ridiculous. So good. And Snow is not able to stop him. So we shall see what happens next. Snow is, he cannot switch to carriers now. He cannot even switch to Arbiter. He's got no money. I mean, he needs to continue this strategy forever. That's it. He's got nothing else. He's made a lot of cannons in various bases, which is nice. I'm going to take the 430 position. This base is going to cancel itself, which is great. What's going to be next move? I mean, one strategy they can try to do is to drop the Terran main. He could try to drop, okay, beautiful storm against the tank is going to land more shots on this other side. And it looks like the tanks are not attacking quick enough and morphing into Archon Zealots moving forward, but they're just going to be wasting the lap. So it's going to be better for them to back up and wait for reinforcement. This Archon is going to get sniped, but that might not be such a big problem. Snow need to saturate this, the new base at the 430 that he just completed building here. There's, several idle probes around various locations. This base is going to be falling. Very, very good for Snow. He's got a lot of high ground to actually fall back into, which is not a bad idea. He needs to, just make more force. Got maxed out army, 2,200 minerals in the bank, and he's not attacking fast enough. He's gonna attack once again against this siege position. He's wasting a lot of Zealot driving into tank forces, but I would just say it's gonna be better to attack, for example, the 3 o'clock position at this point, to try to penetrate it with Zealot bombing and high temperatures and Shadow, maybe some Reavers. Yeah, okay, there's a lot of mines, so that might not be a problem here. So what is Snow's next move? He's moving all of his forces to his other side. We're going to be having EMP, maybe. Zealot attacking high temperature. It's not storming correctly. He's getting stuck in the corner. EMP! That EMP isn't so bad and is able to dehabilitate several high temperatures, but not before they're able to cast some 6 storms. And we're going to be having Zealot bombing, maybe. No. Nothing, and Royo holds steadfastly against his attack. Looks like Snow wasted a lot of forces in that engagement. He need to optimize his economy, man. I mean, it's gonna be the moment for him to optimize his economy. Snow's got maxed out, but where are his forces? I don't see them. They're not somewhere in this map, but might be the moment of victory here for Snow, because it looks like Royo is, moving out in a frantic pace, and he's not actually careful to set up, siege position, mines, and vultures, and Goliaths, and stuff like that. So this might be a problem. Good storm, but this is gonna be a lot of tanks coming against this base here. A lot of cannons gonna be holding this area. Where are the Shadow? This is gonna be the moment he needs the Shadow. He cannot walk by ground like this. To the various locations. He's gonna storm from the back here. Beautiful storm, come on! He does 1 good storm, 2 good storm, wasting a lot of Terran blood, or shall I say Terran, I don't know, mechanical units or whatever. Terran bolts, right? Nuts and bolts, basically. And we're gonna be having more forces coming out. Snow is maxed out, but I don't see his army. Where's his armies? It's very small. Maybe he's maxed out like with just probes, right? Or something like that. Anyways, Mozilot attacking and storming against the tank here. Beautiful second shot as well, and more reinforcement, and 6,000 minerals in the bank. What can you do, man? He's gonna land something. He's gonna cast a beautiful storm against the Goliath. 1 more storm against the tank. Not enough D-Matrix on that group of forces, and this base is safe. Need to resume mining activities on this base right now. Need to resume mining very, very quickly. A command center is gonna land, and what is gonna be Snow? Look at this beautiful spread out of tanks. Wow. If you like geometry, if you like I don't know, statistics or whatever, or math, and you would surely love this game. High Templar is gonna cast more storm, and he's trading nicely against the D-Matrix tanks. Once again, double D-Matrix, maybe triple D-Matrix at some point. SCV surviving through the storm. That was hilarious to watch. Anyways, this base is as good as that. We have a Dark Templar. Why is he loading up a Dark Templar? There's no way he can land a Dark Templar anywhere, because there's so many I don't know, Goliaths. There's so many turrets, there's so many mines. And yeah, Snow is continuously replenishing his troops, but he's losing fast, guys. This base, very lucky for him, this base has been mining for a while, so I actually won't mind losing it. An attack is in the front, though. At the north side, some forces getting ready to attack, and very good. Okay, beautiful storm against vultures. One more storm would be good. He's not paying attention, and he's gonna back up, and that Hyperbole is gonna get sniped, so this base will fall. Probably need to run in the main. We have more Zealot inside the main, but he's not sending them out. And yeah, these forces are not going to be used here. I'm going to be having Tang attacking Zealot, walking right. We need to do some 6 splash damage against the vultures and the tank. And where's the reinforcement? Looks like Snow doesn't reinforce fast enough, and Royal is going to take over this base. And okay, we finally have Stargate, but it's not going to be good enough. So Royal, Snow, 7,800 minerals in the bank. 8,000 minerals in the bank. It's freaking ridiculous. Another command center. Hyper is gonna get sniped. Storm against the SCV. What are you doing? He does some good storm, but he doesn't replenish fast enough. He's gonna do one more storm against the tank and the SCV, which isn't so bad, but needs to back up now because he's okay. We're gonna be having vultures attacking this base. We have a single dragoon getting stuck in the corner. These gateways are completely useless. Snow is not replenishing fast enough from his gateway. He's got, you know, this is gonna be the time to optimize rally points and stuff like that. Because his bottom left, I don't know if he's actually using those gateways effectively or not. Anyways, Roy is going to lift the command center and it's going to float it towards the 1030. And I fear this game is going to be going to Royo unless Snow can do something. He's got 6,000 minerals in the bank, but he's not able to use it. I mean, if he had switched to carriers early on at some point in the game, it might have been a different story, but he did not. He did not. And now he's fighting a losing war. The good thing for him is that he was able to mine out several key bases. Right, the top left, he's been mining that for a long time. Anyways, more high templates droppings, but there's just so many turrets. So many turrets. Zealot is better. Good. EMP, but now Tank is gonna get things splashed, and high templates in the back will be able to cut some storm. No, they've been destroyed already. No more energy left. More tanks attacking. These Dragoons gonna melt. Zealots need to back up, and yeah, everything's gonna get wiped out to pieces here. At least this base is gonna be mining for some more time, some more moments. Snow, 8,000 minerals in the bank. And I mean, he's kind of trading okay, yes, but with high temperatures, need to make more shadows. His minerals are running. I mean, this base has got very few defenses remaining, but Snow doesn't know, but he's gonna try to attack once more against this group up of tank. And beautiful storm now against clumped up tank, and he need to go out and take out the 3 o'clock position now. There's nothing inside. Go! He's gonna try to take out, and SCVs are running for their lives, which is a nice trade here. Beautiful storm against the Dragoon. He takes out of every single SCV. Look at Royals. Money and supply. He's down to 550 supply. He will lose his command center, but that will probably not. Okay, Mind Drag against the Dragoons. This command center is gonna land here. Very unfortunate that you know, Snow was not able to stop this base from getting sniped, which is another interesting one. I need to remake a Nexus here like now. The game is completely split into 2 locations. Royal, if you can take out this, then yeah, is this map split in half? I think, very interesting. Anyway, Snow is gonna push forward his advantage. He can take out this vantage point here. Then it's gonna cut off reinforcement into this area because Snow is gonna have a high ground to work with, and he will cover for the 3 o'clock position in the upcoming battles. It looks like Snow is gonna pass forward. Snow's got 200 minerals. It's 200 supply. Royal's got only 154, and Protoss all of a sudden is pushing Terran back hard. What happened to Royal supply? Where are his forces? It's not anywhere at all on the map. I don't see it. It's gonna be time for him to back up. Why is he pushing on this area? And it's gonna be ridiculous. No, go back. Go back. You just need to hold for your 3 o'clock position to become operational and hope that you can mine from that base for some times here. Royal 300 minerals, but he's got 3 new fresh bases, or some fresh new bases. Okay, now it's going to be time for Snow to attack Royal's main. I call it first, guy. Attack his main with a lot of high Templars, and I guess Reavers will be used at this point. Go for the Terran main. If you can go for the Terran main, then you're gonna be able to drive his enemy's forces back. But anyways, looks like Snow's gonna do a frontal attack. Zealot attacking first. Tanks on the side is doing some sick damage. Zealot bombing from the sky. Not enough. Goliath. Beautiful storm, beautiful shadow control, beautiful everything, and Terran is completely helpless against this onslaught of Protoss army. More tanks getting destroyed. Supply-wise, Royal down to 128 and Snow is 158. The tank's gonna get wiped out. Still 2 more tanks though, and good storm against the tank, but D-Matrix, 1 more storm against the SCV, and SCVs are running back. 1 more storm, but it's not hitting the SCV, only the tank. and that was a lot of blood spilled on both sides. But Snow 162 supply, Royal 121. Come on, you need to saturate your new base. You need to think about the 3 club position. It's going to be the time for you to saturate it, to mine it out as much as possible, because your enemy is going to be to take it later when the game gets winding down to the last minutes here. And yeah, we're going to be having more attacks. Snow is going to be running out of minerals. So Royal almost running out of minerals, but he's gonna be able to get back very, very quickly. He need to actually still need to attack now once he still have the money advantage. He's gonna plow towards one shuttle is gonna try to go for some high temperature shot against his new bases. The science vessel is in the area. We have a turret, 2 turrets gonna land, a zealot, a reaver. The reaver is gonna take 1 shot against the tank. He's gonna take 1 more shot. No, that shot isn't so bad. He destroys some SCVs, but maybe not enough. Royo 141 supplies, 298. Royo's running out of money, but Snow's gonna pick up most of that. Come on, you need to transfer probes towards your new base. You have a lot of idle probes in various locations. Looks like Snow's gonna attack against his position. He's gonna plow forward with everything he's got. The item is dropping. He's gonna storm the SCV. Why are you storming the Vulture? Finally, he stormed the SCVs. There's more tank on the other side, and these SCVs are dying. But is it gonna be enough? I don't know. Zealot walking into tank fire, and he's gonna try to walk around to this left side as well. This command center may possibly lift up here, but reinforcement from Royal is very, very fast. No 300 and minerals, but he's gonna be running out of minerals fast, guys. He's not saturating the 3 o'clock position. He forgot about that base. He's got so many idle probes in various locations, but he's not using it. Yeah, finally he's gonna start to make some cannons. You need to you actually just take a look at your various bases and try to go and find those idle probes and send them to various locations. Snow down to 1,400 minutes in the bank. Royo 122, but Royo is gonna be winning this game. Legit, I thought that Snow has got the advantage. He's gonna try to come in here and do what? Where is he gonna try to fly all the way in the main? There's nothing in here, just some SCVs. And SCV is going to be running Reavers, and what? Reavers going to take a good shot, and 1 storm against SCV. That is a good storm. He's going to land 1 more shot against the tank. He's pick everything up and try to buy more time that way. And it's going to be hiding in the corner. We're going to be having a more attack against the SCV. Royo down to 117 supply. I don't think Snow can win, right? It's gonna be impossible. Even though supply, Snow is almost maxed out, and Royo is 120. But I don't know. It just seems like Royo's got more economy, unless Snow can pounce right now, do a huge 200, and wow. This might be it, guys. This might be the moment that Royo doesn't expect a 200. Almost maxed out. Protoss army is going to come forward here. It looks like Royo is going to check the 3 o'clock. He knows that Enemy's got some mining activities there. But this attack is going to kill off the Terran if he's not careful. A lot of siege time position. Where are the shuttle? Zealot walking through just to drive some mine drag into the ground here. Triple shuttle. Some shuttle is going to get side. Hendrix is going to be able to land some shot here. Nice EMP. 1 more high temperature though. Against what? The tank's going to get it wiped out. And he's going to destroy some tanks on the left side. This force is going to fall. He needs to destroy the command center and just forget about this base and just go somewhere else. Tanks is sieging on this other side. Looks like Dragoon's going to get to this left side and attack the top left, which isn't a bad idea. There's only 3 tanks there. He's gonna take out 1 tank. Where are the probes going? Just buying time, I guess. 1 tank down. Just 1 more tank in the corner. There's some more tank in the main though. 1 Dragoon is still 6 Dragoons remaining. He's gonna try to get in here. 1 tank down. Just 1 more tank in the corner. He's gonna try to snipe out every single tank, and he's gonna go inside the main. There's a lot of SCVs here. SCVs need to run for their lives. This is gonna be possibly one of the best games this month. This is freaking gold quality, man. Looks like Snow is down to 500 minerals. Dragoon's gonna try to attack the last of the tank here. Royo 94 supply. Snow 146 supply. Well, I mean, Snow need to do something about. I don't know what the heck he can do here, because Terran continue to actually grow with the 3 bases, and Snow is not retaking the 9 o'clock position. He's not retaking that base, so he's going to be running out minerals short here. He's got still 1,000 minerals. I need to actually either expand. He's got some idle probes somewhere, I'm sure. He's got some idle probes, but anyways, the game is still dragging on here. And Snow is going to be depleted of minerals from several bases. He's going to try to still to mount an attack here. You know what? Why? I still agree. I still think that it's going to be wise if Snow can try to attack the main at some point with his Reavers and Shadow and stuff like that. Anyway, he's going to try to land some high temperature. He's going to be waiting. This base doesn't have any value at all for Royal right now. It will have value later. Anyways, as EMP storm against the tank is nice. 1 more storm. It could be the cat is going to drop his Zealot here. He's going to pick up his Shadow. He actually doesn't need to pick up his Shadow. He's going to head storm once again against a clumped up tank. That was a beautiful shot. Dragoons attacking and beautiful storm against those tanks. How many tanks remaining here? 1 more tank down. Snow 1,200 minerals. And okay, Vulture drop. What the heck? All of a sudden we have a Vulture drop in the corner. Dragoon's gonna try to move inside the main. There's nothing in the main. Looks like Snow's not paying attention to this base. And Dragoon's gonna start to attack now. Very few SCVs remaining. Royal supply is falling fast. So is Snow. High Templars walking blindly into enemy fire, but good storm against the tank. These tanks are damaged as hell. Dragoon's gonna go all the way inside the main just to drive, Terran to waste time here. That's the dropship need to pick up the vultures and so forth. We're gonna be having Mind Drag against the Dragoon. This is gonna be the last of the Protoss attack. Snow's gonna back up the Matrix vultures. What the heck? That was freaking ridiculous. And yeah, I guess this dropship is going to die, and these probes can resume mining. Another attack in the main, and Snow is down to 60 minerals. Good Reaver attack. Oh my god, the game is not over by any stretch of imagination, and Royal supply is falling fast. The number of, SCVs got remaining is very low as well. Another attack on the Goliath. This SCV is going to be looking for those SCVs in the corner, but looks like the last one he was sniped out. One more attack in the front. Not enough forces. Oh my god! Am I seeing a reversal of Fortune 3 or 4 times all over, or what? Because I thought for a second that Snow was winning, then I thought Royal was winning, and now Snow is going to be winning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is possibly the best game of the entire year. With some exceptions of, that game with Mini and Barracks on Apocalypse in ASL 17 was nice, but looks like Snow is wiping the floor clean. Royal Supply 64 is going to reinforce from the back with a tank here. How many SCVs remaining? Very few, and we're going to be having some storms getting ready. He doesn't know about that High Templar's presence, though he can actually summon Archon in the main, wiping out the freaking goddamn SCVs. Oh my god, this is beautiful, Starcraft. This is the reason why I stay up like 3 o'clock in the morning, coming back from my janitor job in the freaking goddamn convenience store to actually watch some Starcraft and cast with you. Thanks a lot for watching, and thanks a lot for staying in the end. If you like this video, feel free to buy me a coffee. I need some coffee right now. See you soon. Bye-bye. Hi guys, this is Namkraft and welcome to another season of Starcraft English Comment. You're going to be watching SSS Season 18, aka SSS Season 1. This is English Starcraft commentary entirely produced by me. And we'll be watching the final set of Group D, round of 24. Action versus C, Best is gone. I'm kind of sad, but I think, Action is just a better player. And of course, a little bit more lucky that the double Dark Templar strategy by Best was completely scouted by these Zerglings. Anyways, this map is going to be Monty Hall. One of my favorite maps this season. And I think everyone is going to be vetoing this map on ladder, but I love this map just for viewing pleasure, because it's so wild, wacky, and unpredictable. And like, previous occasion, I would just tell you the story of Monty Hall every time we watch a game on this map. So Monty Hall is a TV series, I think in the US in the 70s or something like that, or maybe possibly the 80s, where the host, Monty Hall, he would ask the contestant coming onto the TV show to pick one of the 3 doors, and apparently one of the doors will contain a car, and the other 2 doors will contain a goat. I guess each door will have a goat, right? So 2 goats in 1 car, and if you pick the car, you go home with the car. If you pick the goat, you just don't get anything. You don't even get the goat, I don't think. So you know what? You would ask the contestant to choose the door, and for example, the guy chooses the first door, the one on the left side. Then the MC, Mr. Monty, or Mr. Hall, whatever his last name is, he would say, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna pick another door that doesn't contain I'm gonna pick another door that doesn't contain a car. I would just give you a free door. So he opens the door, and behind it there was a goat. Then he asked the contestant, do you want to pick again? Now there are 2 doors remaining, right? So for example, the first door was picked by the contestant, and then the MC opened the second door, and that door had a ghost. So there's 1 door remaining, that's going to be the 3rd door, and the contestant has a choice to choose between the first door that he picked already, or to change his choice to the 3rd door. And sometimes people would not pick, would change, and sometimes people would not change. And of course, some people would win and some people would not. But what is really interesting about that is that actually, statistically speaking, and mathematically proven, you should always switch. You should always switch. And by the way, Monty Hall is one of a math problem that the ChatGPT 4.0 cannot solve. You cannot solve this problem. I guess the last I checked, about 2 months ago, you cannot solve this problem. Actually, if you just say the Monty Hall problem, then of course ChatGPT would know, and he would just answer based on internet knowledge. But if you want to disguise the problem, and instead of saying doors and goats and car, if you just say something like bowls, and inside each bowl there's a fish, and maybe there's a monkey or whatever, then he cannot solve the problem. So there's a lot of things that ChatGPT can still not do at this point, and complex math is one of it. But there's going to be another model of ChatGPT coming out. I think it's codenamed Strawberry. Funny enough, because strawberry is one of the English words that ChatGPT is still not able to spell correctly. If you ask ChatGPT how many R's in strawberry, it's going to say 2. and that's very, very hilarious. There's even a meme about it on the internet. But anyways, yeah, back to this game. So why is that Monty Hall problem slightly interesting here? Because one of the contestants, I guess we have 2 players today, but one of the guy we need to pick one of the corridor to expand to, and it looks like it is going to be Action who expands towards the left corridor, and C is gonna take an expansion to the right corridor. So I really like this turn of events here, because it actually allows for a longer game. Both players ironically have picked something that the other guys have not picked, and they've both gone for econ build. They've both gone for a very, very econ heavy build here, and all of these minerals are gonna get mined out, and I think that it's gonna be C's got the advantage. He's got the advantage because he's completely able to go for a command center without any kind of problem. But behind this, Action is going to be going for Spire. I think the Overlord from Action has arrived already. Yeah, it sees that there's a Marine. It doesn't say anything else, but we do have a double factory, and I think we'll be having a single vulture getting produced here. Now the problem with this vulture build is that the door is not yet open on the right lane. The right lane is still closed. And it's going to be closed for a while, so unless he can actually try some shenanigans to actually slip a vulture by, he's going to try to slip it in the middle lane. There's nothing in the middle lane. The enemy is not located in the middle lane. The enemy is located at the left lane. So this strategy, you know, just randomly picked by C did not work out. He will not see anything. There's another base there. There's another hatchery that is going to be planted on the on the left side of the map. This is really, really far out. Anyways, yeah, the vulture arrives here, he sees nothing, he's gonna be kicking himself in the butt. He needs to be prepping up for the mutualist harassment though, because behind this, Ash is gonna be going for Spire. We don't see C's reaction. He doesn't know what build Ash is gonna be going for. Is he gonna try to make some turrets or some Valkyries or what? Because Spire is almost completed. Oh, okay, we do have some turrets. There's gonna be some turrets. Okay, at least the Spire is gonna come up. So I think there's gonna be time for C to plant some turrets now. At least what he would do is stop any kind of drones from mining out those bases, those mineral patches. Of course, the mutuals can actually can just take care of that vulture very, very easily. So that's not gonna be the situation here. Anyways, we do have some Goliaths coming out, so looks like C is gonna stick with his try and true method, which is the method of double factory Goliaths build. You know, a couple of vultures just for fun here. And yeah, okay, but very lucky. You can see that Action has picked the right locations just out of pure luck. He's picked the base on the left lane, and then he's gonna take an expansion on the left of that base. So that is completely easy to hold here. And I think okay, there is it's not symmetrical, guys. If you think about it, for a Zerg player, you should never pick the middle lane, because if you pick the middle lane, you don't get a third hatchery for free, right? You need to actually mine out one of the mineral patches if you want to expand further. That means that Zerg is always more inclined to pick the left lane and the right lane, and if Terran is aware of that, he needs to actually, you know, of course, he needs to still do a coin toss, but he needs to kind of toss a little bit more towards the left and right lane and not so much to the middle lane. That is just a lot of overthinking for you. But anyways, we do have some to start to move around, and there's enough Goliaths to hold the area. Finally, we are seeing Action kind of opening up the middle lane here, and we are just going to be having him just gearing up for the expansion. If C can actually build a bunker, just completely be safe in some of his locations, will be a little bit better. We have a single which is coming to, actually this which is going to be going out to scout here. He want to see what kind of attack his enemy is going for. He sees a starport. So what is that? Okay, because in the previous game, C over-invested in mutuals. Remember that game? He should have gone for faster Hydralisk, but he went for so many mutuals. This time around, he knows not to make the same mistake, and we're going to be seeing, I think C just going for Goliaths as well, but yeah, we need to see what else is going to be coming up. We're going to be seeing a few Goliaths here. The third factory comes up, so he's going for the same build. So Action, we need to either rush to lair, and you know, rush to Hive and rush to Divider, I think, or just rush to Queens. I think rushing to Queen might not be a bad idea, because at this stage of the game, at least he still have the game under contained here. There's gonna be some vulture run by for sure. Oh my god, these vultures are actually gonna be able to come out here and attack this base at the 630 position. There's some Zerglings position. We're gonna be having mutualists stopping those vultures. One drone getting sniped, but feet vultures is very, very hard to stop. we are going to be having 4 hatcheries now for the Zerg player, and he's gonna start to make a sunken. This sunken, I don't really like the location of sunken. The sunken cannot cover for anything. Anyways, we're gonna be having vultures run by, and so many drones gonna be falling. See, once again, just completely, score a nice trump card, and vultures coming from the other side, and these mutants are forced to retreat all the way home just to chase a single vulture. The vulture will run around and just buy so much time, and other vultures gonna be coming in. And oh my god, when this kind of scenario happens, you need to split your mutants up into 2 groups, and not like this. But anyways, this vulture is gonna back out now, and like I told you, making mutants is not a good idea because you cannot easily split them like you split the hydras. Anyways, we're gonna be having vultures hiding in behind the mineral, and drones are running away. Finally, that vulture dies, and yeah, switch to hydras, man. Switch to hydras and switch to queens, right? Because C has built a very specific build for you, so you cannot just go for the standard builds for him. And yeah, we have Queen's Nest already. Yeah, I'm quite sure he's thinking about the Queen's idea for sure, because why would you go to Queen's Nest this early before even Hydrodent? Anyways, more speed vultures coming out, and of course C it's just being completely passive here. He's gonna expand, he's gonna mine out the minerals behind this. He's just hoping to score some nice victories with his vultures, just to kill a couple of drones to cripple the Zerg's economy, and just try to play from there. We are gonna be having what now, 3 vultures moving across the map as C is prepping for a 3rd command center land down. Behind this, we're gonna be having just a single zone, just trying to see the situation. We're gonna be having vultures coming out here to stop the vulture. 1 drone will fall for sure. Very, very nice attack, and these vultures are so fast, vultures cannot do anything. We're gonna be having 1 more vulture attacking, and this vulture is gonna get stopped, so at least C is not gonna be able to harass further. Action 83 supply, 85 supply, C 91. We're almost at the 10-minute mark of the game. Vultures are still roaming around and doing a lot of damage. Mutu's gonna try to go out for some kind of attack, but we do have science vessels already, and Action gets pushed back. C, his build is just so nice. He prepared very specific builds for specific maps here, and I guess maybe he's not really preparing any builds. He's just going for blind build, which is gonna be Goliaths and tanks. And by the way, yeah, like I told you in a previous cast, this build was seen recently by Flash versus Hyun, and the way to correctly counter this is to go for queens. And let's just see how quickly Action would switch to queens here. He's making some hydras, he's making some scourges. I don't really like this. Looks like very nice scan to see that Queen's Nest is done, and we're gonna be having, what is that? Is that a sunken? Yeah, that's gonna be a sunken to stop his enemy, and Tank's gonna still start to move forward now. When the game goes to late game, Terran will inevitably have the advantage here, but anyways, Mitch is gonna try to come out and destroy all of the turrets. We're gonna be having a science vessel returning. No, looks like C's decided to go for the counter attack. This command center will fall. What is his decision making? I don't really understand it. We do have some queens already. 4 queens already in the making. Goliath's gonna start to attack now, and it's gonna be a slight base, so the command center is gonna burn down, but at least C has got another base. We has got only a turret setting up. Where's the science vessel? The science vessel actually need to get involved in the situation, and it looks like at the last minute this base will fall, but it's gonna be a lot of sunkers at this amount of time. We need to siege. The tanks are sieging. Goliaths need to move forward. SCVs are running for their lives. Tanks cannot reinforce fast enough here. I'm just gonna try to attack, and the Sunkens will fall. 1 Sunkens will get created. The Sunkens gonna get targeted upon by the tank. Goliath's gonna start to attack the Sunkens. 1 more Sunken is gonna fall with the tank shot, but the mineral patches is providing a nice coverage, and it's gonna be impossible for C to move across. He's gonna try to move across. His science vessel is not returning. He needs to actually send his science vessel back to help with the mutual defense here. S is gonna be trying to come out here to actually remine here, but we're gonna be having a bunker, some turrets, but SCV will need to fall back once again. The bunker will fall for sure, and I guess these Sunkens will get destroyed, but C still, Action still have bases. He still have a lot of bases on the other side to work with. Mitsu's gonna attack, and then where is the science vessels? Where is the science vessel? I don't see it. Some turrets in place, but we need to have that irradiate energy. He's not using it. What is he gonna be using a science vessel? He's gonna be just trying to scout, but there are no lurkers. There are no lurkers, so there's no need to scout anything. As C supplies falling fast, but with Science is gonna try to move across here. This is gonna be a race for something, but the queens have already gathered their energy. 6 queens. There are only 2 tanks. You don't really need to have 6 queens for 2 tanks. We're just gonna try to return here, and this area is completely be reached. The tank need to move across. Where are the tanks? I don't see it. The queen's gonna be looking for that crazy money shot. The tank's gonna be behind. Unsiege the freaking goddamn tank. He's not unsieging, and Goliath's gonna start the tank. And we're gonna have the science. Where's the science? I don't see it. Looks like the queen's gonna be having a nice battle. Science is actually not getting involved. Maybe he did not research the energy. Maybe he doesn't have the money for it. The tanks are actually not getting involved, and looks like this attack is crushed. C has been crushed, and Action, I think, is in the lead here, maybe. But we do have Goliaths reinforcing from the back. The Goliaths gonna be reinforced those tanks, and those 2 tanks are not sniped. That was a big mistake by Ash to not snipe the tank, and now we will have those Goliaths protecting the tank with an SCV to repair it. And these queens, I think they have energy now, but they're not gonna actually be doing any kind of attack. And we're gonna be having some truths getting created here. Action with 63 supplies, C with 80. C, you need to remember that he's got some idle tank. He's got some idle forces in random locations on this map. If he can make like some vultures now and go for a run by, will be great. But he's maybe forgotten that he can actually make vultures. A single SV that's very damaged is gonna start to move across the map. Some scourge is gonna get destroyed. These missions are gonna be looking for some kind of openings here, but looks like the tank's gonna try to shell, and we are gonna be having tanks moving across the map. Looks like he's gonna try to score a nice victory against the tank here. Looks like some Hydra's gonna get created, and tanks need to move across the ridge now. Looks like Queen's gonna get ready to deploy themselves. 3 tanks gonna get eaten up by the whatever baby Queens. The tanks need to siege now. Nice attack against the Goliath. And how many more shots gonna get casted? He's gonna try to attack here. He's gonna try to slowly eat up the Sunkens, but that's not gonna be the right idea. Looks like we're gonna be having a science vessel that gets safe. We need to cast a nice irradiate, and we only have 3 Goliaths remaining, 3 tanks remaining. This is gonna be the final battle. I think there's gonna be no way for C to win here. He's gonna be losing his time. These Mitches are still alive. The science vessel doesn't have energy, doesn't have the upgrades or whatever, and everything gets cleared out. We still have how many bases remaining? We still have 2 bases for Terran and 3 bases for Zerg. There's gonna be just a single Goliath and 2 turrets. The game is completely resetted, and I thought the game was over, but it's not over. We're gonna be having reinforcement from C now. He need to actually research the science vessel energy. Come on, this is like basic Starcraft skills. And those queens are not yet sniped, so they will have energy for more attack later. Make some vultures, a single vultures harassment against the other base would do a lot of damages, because right now action is down to just 3 hatcheries, or maybe 3 bases. I'm not sure exactly how many hatcheries it's got, but definitely just 3. There's a single vulture there, and remember that C has been mining from this base for the longest time possible. So he would not have, you know, the mineral count. He's gonna try to retake the other base here. The Hydra's gonna start to move out and expand and take the other base. Anyways, it's gonna be very good. And behind this, we're gonna be having a science vessel. I think by now, C will have the money to go for a science vessel's upgrade. We're gonna be having 8 missions around. We're gonna be having some mines getting late. And C is remember that he can actually make vultures. Vultures gonna be key here. Not sciences, not tanks, not Goliath. Vultures is gonna be key. Anyways, missions are gonna try to come in, and those Goliaths gonna try to attack. SVs are running away. We're gonna be having some nice attack. Looks like the science vessel is gonna try to return. He's gonna cast a nice irradiate. No, he's gonna just wait for it. There's no need to cast irradiate on a retreating group of mutuals, because it's not really efficient. Vultures laying mines around is a good idea. Like I told you, the game is gonna get decided by vultures, not by tanks. But the Queen's gonna start to move forward now. SCV is gonna come out, and he's gonna saturate his new base. A single mine is gonna explode very good. It's gonna be another mine in the back, and the Hydra's gonna get eaten up by the mine. Oh my god. Okay, wait. At the last one, we're gonna be having a single Hydra just clearing out the minefield here. We need to have tanks in siege position. Queen's gonna start to come out, and there are 3 tanks, but they're not enough turrets to cover here. And the Queen's gonna come in. It's gonna be crazy ass battles. 1 queen, 2 queen, and he's gonna have a nice irradiate. It's gonna be enough Zerg forces to actually stop. It's gonna see a couple of tanks in the back. The science is actually not getting involved here. 1 tank's gonna get sniped. There's only 3 Goliaths, 3 the Hydras remaining. There's gonna be some vultures run by. Science is actually depleted energy here, so Mutu's gonna try to take out the rest of the forces. Vultures gonna come in and let's start to lay some mine. More vultures than the Hydras just attack blindly with the vultures. Nice mine explosion, and C's pushing action back. Nice irradiate, very nice irradiate. Slow reaction from C. This game gets a score of possibly 8 or 9 out of 10 from me. This game was freaking insane. 60 minutes and already so much action, no pun intended, and a sea of hurt for both the players here. And we are having 64 supply for action, 75 supply for C. We're going to be having Mitches coming to for harassment, and once again at the top right on the screen. But there's some turrets already, so these Mitches we need to get back down. He actually can make another turret. A single Goliath is going to be enough here. Those SCVs are so damaged, it's going to have to back out, and SCV is going to continue to resume mining. 3 base Terran versus 3 base Zerg. Don't remember that action has not re-expanded. He has not re-expanded. He's still on 3 hatcheries. And now it's going to be the time for the vultures run by. Imagine if you use Queen's defensively to actually cast those broodlings on the vultures, because you have nothing else to do. Anyways, floating command center over, because money is not a thing that these guys have, and neither do I. I don't have any money at all, so please buy me a coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description. Any kind of amount would work here. $2, $3, $5, and also action and Queen also need money. Of course, they need a different kind of money. They need the crypto money. I need the real money, the dollars. Give me dollars. Anyways, what's happening here? Looks like Action is going to be gearing up for the defense. He's gonna just amass a lot of queens here. He's got 8 queens already. Use the energy. Start to go around and start to blow some random things up, because your energy, actually there's a limit to which to how much energy you can actually have with your queens here, and start to mine out the other bases. And it's gonna be time for him to switch into Defiler tech, right? Because of course you can go for queens and stuff like that, but of course Defiler would still also help with these kind of battles, I think. But of course, I mean, money is a big problem. Anyways, 3 base Terran. Now he's lifted his command center against 3 base, 4 base Zerg. No, I mean, Action is still on 3 bases. He doesn't have the money to expand or something like that, because he's making only Hydras. And I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be C who wins, because with the way things are going, he's gonna scale better. Unless those queen make themselves useful, come out and make yourself useful. He's gonna cast a single Broodling, but he dies right away. No, what did he cast? I don't even know. He casted something. Anyways, Vultures are gonna run by and they're gonna wreck this base, because Hydras are out of position. Drones are gonna get massacred. Hydras need to attack. He's gonna try to attack now, and he's gonna be able to kill all of the Vultures. But how many drones remaining after? I think only 4 drones only. Anyways. Yeah, he's gonna cast those parasite thingy. Very good. He can actually see what's happening inside the Zerg of the Terran space, and he can actually now start to make some scourges. Because if at any moment those science vessels are out of position, those scourges can actually come and take care of them. Anyways, we're gonna be having more forces coming out for both the players. Yeah, just use your queen one by one. Don't use them a lot. Just use one to actually snipe a single Broodling, and then just move back, recover your energy, move back, and that's gonna be the way to play queen here. We're gonna be having more queen coming out. He's gonna repair. Maybe he casts a Broodling, so maybe he casts a parasite on one of the SCVs. I don't know. We're gonna be having a scan here, and C knows that the middle lane is what the Zerg player has gone for. So we might see all of the Terran forces moving towards that area. I don't even know. Okay, it looks like the Terrans are nicely upgraded, guys. +2 weapon, +1 armor, very strong. Queen's gonna try to go on the left side of the map, trying to go for some kind of Broodling hunting here. But behind this, the huge push from C might end the game. C is ahead by about 20 supply action. We need to do something. He comes out. Looks like we're going to be having some... Oh my god, there's going to be some Broodling. 1 Broodling, 2 Broodling, but it doesn't really justify the cost of losing 3 queens, I don't think. The next battle is going to be insane here. Action's going to be losing this base. It's fresh, new base. The drones are retreating. He doesn't have Defiler to stop this. The only way he can stop it is by, I don't know, by ground. Hydra's going to start to attack, and we have an overall to actually go and, see those mines. And he will see one of the mines. He will destroy all the Hydras. So this will be tank reinforcement from the back. But the game is going to be ending soon. The end is near. Broodling for the win. Some nice Broodling against the tank. But how many queens does he have remaining? I don't think he's got a lot. And Action is going to be having 93 supply, C 100 and 115. And more nice Irradiate against those queen. There's a couple of drinks. And Hydra's going to need to snipe the science vessel. More queen attack here. GG by Action. And C has qualified. What an insane result. I cannot believe it. I'm going to put this game in the list of best game for this year. So check out the playlist, and please feel free to buy me a coffee. I need to drink something right now, even though I'm allergic to caffeine. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye-bye. Hi guys, this is Namkraft, and welcome to the Starcraft English comment. You're going to be watching ASO Season 18. This is going to be round of 24 and Group E, the penultimate group. Just one more Group F, and we're going to be starting with the group ceremonies. What is it? The group selection ceremony for the round of 16, right? So September 9th, mark the date. That's going to be the date I go out with my girlfriend to have some nice dinner. Just kidding. I'm going to be just, watching intensely the group ceremonies. No, I'm just kidding again. I'm not going to be watching the group ceremony because there's no value in it for me. I'm here for the good stuff. I'm here for the matches, not just people, randomly giggling and pointing out someone else's name and, making half-hearted comments like, yeah, he's a very, very tough opponent. I think I would try my best. Yeah, because you know what? East Asian countries, their cultures is all about indirectness. It's all about, if something is good, you just say good. If something is bad, you just, yeah, it's quite good. You're not direct like the Germans, like, I don't know, guten Tag. Or like the Russians, Davai, right? Or like the Italian, I don't know what the Italians say. Anyways, we're going to be having ZVZ. This game at least is going to be quick, so that's a good thing about it. And once again, Dominator is going to be where one player will dominate the other, the Dominatrix. Who would that be? Looks like we have a slight divergence of build here. Jaedong in blue at the top left is going to be going for fast spawning pool, and Shine at the 230 position is going to be going for the 12 hash, infamous 12 hash expansion build here. That's going to be a problem for him. And looks like Jaedong is not scouting in the wrong, it's not scouting in the right direction, but it doesn't really matter because this map you only have 3 spawning positions. So if doesn't find his opponent right away, it looks like something is wrong with Shine's mouse and mouse as well. I mean, he was like, you know, touching his mouth with his fingers, and then he was, you know, just kind of moving things around. Maybe he's just kind of messing things out. But if you look at the APM, it's not showing any kind of difference. Shine with almost 500 APM, effective APM, I don't know, maybe 250, 280. But the real, the nominal APM is very, very high. Jaedong, of course, very, very low APM. He actually doesn't. Actually, Jaedong is usually one of the higher APM players in the old days, but not anymore. Anyways, Jaedong's gonna just come out and bust, you know, Shine's face with a lot of zerglings. I'm just gonna take the chance before the battles get heated up to actually show you the ELO score. So today, Jaedong is 1309 and Shine is 1254. Jaedong is in the top 10 and Shine is not, but he's not that far behind. He's just below Rain, who is 1275. Anyways, looks like Jaedong's gonna coming up with a lot of zerglings, and I think Jaedong is investing to zergling with speed. We're gonna be having lair taken very, very quickly for Jaedong. The zerglings has already arrived, and looks like the Overlord from Shine. Does it see the zerglings even? I don't know. The zergling's gonna go away. It's gonna try to snipe the hatchery. The hatchery might cancel. Looks like the last one, the hatchery is gonna cancel. Does it cancel? I don't know. Okay, the hatchery is completed. You know, the cameraman just pulled away at the last minute. I was not able to see what happened. Anyway, we're gonna be having 6 or 7 drones attacking. Looks like you're gonna be trying to do some splash damage. Good drill here. 1 zerglings have fallen, but 1 drone has fallen as well. The hatchery is very, very close to dying. 1 more drone has fallen. Zerglings from Shine are not engaging in the situation correctly. They're gonna try to engage. It looks like Jaedong arrived last minute with Zerling with speed, but Shine have the numerical advantage now. At least he's got half of it, his drone. He's gonna try to go for mining. It's gonna be some zerglings go inside the main, and they're gonna try to hunt for some more zerglings. It's gonna be a weak zergling though. The drone is actually trying to attack it. It's not actually to attack. 1 drone has fallen, and this is good damage for Jaedong. We have a counter attack from Shine. Keep in mind that Shine's gonna have more zerglings. We're having zerglings coming from the other side of the map, and zergling with speed is gonna be what Jaedong has. Gonna try to snipe the hatchery. Very close to snipe the hatchery. The hatchery is gonna get destroyed now. At the last minute, it's gonna get saved. I don't know. Looks like the attack on the side of the map is looking dangerous as well. We need to actually have the right angles of attack. Looks like Shine's got a very terrible angles. He's gonna get surrounded from both sides. And Shine is very close to getting eliminated here. Supply wise, he's behind by about I guess almost both the players have even supplies here, but Jaedong still have his zerglings around and running around and creating mayhem, whereas Shine doesn't have. We're gonna be having, we need to have a sunken. Looks like a very late sunken coming up though from Shine, but from Jaedong, but the counter attack is looking very interesting. The hatch is gonna fall here. The drones need to attack. 1 more zerglings have fallen. The other zerglings need to attack, and looks like at the last minute Jaedong is not able to destroy it. He's got a counter attack though, and some more zerglings once again going inside the main means that there's going to be a chance for a nice open attack, and it's going to be nowhere for Shine to come back, because even if he actually saved his hatchery, the Mutilus will just finish him off in the next battle. So that's going to be a problem here. Looks like Jaedong is mouse and Lisa head. He actually doesn't even need to make anything else. The drones need to attack now. The drones are not attacking. The drones are going to be attacking, and that's what it looks like. Jaedong is going to be losing all of his zerglings, and we'll be having counter zerglings still coming from Jaedong here. He's got the numerical advantage in the air, on the ground. Zerling's going to try to come in and snipe something. The hatchery is very close to dying. Looks like the hatchery is going to fall at the last minute. All of these drones need to evacuate, and Shine is completely busted. He needs to actually, he doesn't have tag, he doesn't have hatcheries, he doesn't have anything, and now Shine is gonna have to make a decision what to do next here, because he doesn't have lair, he doesn't even have the right number of drones actually on gas, and now the two players gonna be back to the same number. Basically, the number of drones are falling fast now. The last attack of Jaedong has been thwarted. This attack from Shine will not do anything. He's gonna try to snipe a single drone, but not successfully. So the counter attack is looking very strong though. Looks like Shine has forgotten about some of his zerglings, but now he's gonna be sending out all of his zerglings. But GG from Shine, and Jaedong takes this game. Thanks a lot for watching. If you buy me a coffee, it's gonna be in the video description soon at the winner's set. Bye bye. Hey guys, this is Namkraft, and back to another series of Starcraft English commentary. We're going to be having the next part of PSL. Sorry, there's a bit of lag that is happening right now where I am. We're going to be having TVT Royal versus Sharp. The next map in the series is going to be Vermeer. Very old map that used to be used, I don't know, ASL season 10 or something like that, right, a long time ago. Alright, so what do we have here? Hold on, let me just load up some good stuff, because do I have Vermeer? Do I have Vermeer the data? Okay, I do have the map photo, so I will show that first. For win rates, I will not show because it's not really relevant at this point. Okay, looks like this Vermeer thing is not looking very good. Hold on. No, it's not good. If I load up another one, if I load up fighting spirit, what will happen?
이게 정말 문제였다라고 하면은
What would happen?
그죠. 실수였다.
Okay, I guess something is wrong with this thingy. So let's fix that. Let's fix it now because I'm an amateur. I'm not one of those, you know, advanced people who have the entire AV crew behind me to help with things. It's just me and my old potato laptop. That's what we have. So let's see here. Is that fixed? It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but whatever. Alright. So what's happening on this map? Royo at the bottom right in red. He lost in the first game. Wait, I need to update the score, guys. The score's not good. It was Sharp, right, who won in the previous encounter. So we shall see. Vermeer, next map, very old map. Royo in the first game opened up with a nice kind of economic advantage, but he was not able to maintain his advantage. This time around, it is going to be the other way around. So it's going to be Sharp who opens economically here. And once again, the players are very far from each other, which means that the player who's gone for the economic build is going to have a slight advantage going to the mid game, but it's not by much. And we shall see what happens following this. Looks like barracks have been flooded already from both players. So I have to go from scouting right away. Let me just quickly fix this map thingy for you because it's kind of getting on my nerve. There it is. That's a lot better. Royo 0, Sharp is 1. Let's take this chance to actually just review the scores and the Elo stats a little bit here. There they are. Royo versus Sharp. Royo 1283. Elo score. Sharp is 1213. Not different by much by these two players. Alright, double barracks, double factories from Royo the bottom right. Sharp is going to be going up with the first factory. His command center is faster, so his tech is going to be a little bit slower. And it looks like in terms of floating barracks, Royo is going to make it to his enemy's base first. Because Sharp needed to make a couple of more Marines to defend against any kind of potential early aggression. So it's going to be a little bit delayed here. Is that a triple factory build once again from Sharp? It might be. So yeah, I think that in TVT, I guess it also depends on the tournament. It's just double factory, not triple. You need to kind of have a lot of mobility in the mid game. And it all comes down to how quickly you can kind of move forces around, because there's a lot of redundancy in TVT, right? There's a lot of positioning that you're holding at any given point in time, and you actually don't need to hold it. It's gonna be better to actually optimize your units and move them around to go somewhere else. So that is something that will make or break a mid-game TVT, I think. Of course, in the early game, it's completely different kind of mentality, right? It's all about vulture run by harassments. Maybe a kind of attack surprise here, going for raid when your enemy is not going for Goliath or something like that, or going for cloak units when your enemy doesn't have scanners or something like that. So it's a different mentality. And in the late TVT, I think it's more about turret placement, almost. I mean, it's also about mobility, but I feel like where you build your turrets to slow down their enemy's pushes, and try to mine out the bases that are kind of more dangerous first, right? You go for the bases actually closer towards your enemy, and that's fine. You might waste a lot of forces trying to defend that base, but if you can mine it out for a little bit when the game drags longer and both players have better upgrades and it's going to be impossible to penetrate a deeper bases, then it's going to be better for you to actually start to mine that base later, the base that actually is a little bit less dangerous to hold. So anyways, I'm not a TVT expert, but that's my takes on it. Anyways, looks like Sharp is gonna try to take his scanners now, and Royo has double expanded to kind of compensate for the fact that he's a little bit late in terms of economy, and he's got some nice map control. Triple factories from Royo. Armory is already I think finished now by Sharp. Is gonna start his upgrade. Royo has not started his armory. He's gonna just purely rely on his mine positioning here to actually stop his enemy from advancing, and looks like Sharp is not gonna apply that much pressure. He would just kind of come out here, maybe establish a kind of perimeter and back up and try to get ready to take his own version of the expansion. We have a nice scan there from Sharp to see the 3 factories. He doesn't see the presence of the third base just yet. Alright, and Commencer coming down in base for Sharp. So he's going to be slightly behind now in terms of economy because Royo is going to have his 3 bases up a little bit faster. So I feel like if Sharp knows that he's ahead in terms of economy and units at this point, he need to push further and try to do some kind of damage, and he's going to try to do that. He's going to be able to clear out a lot of forces, and these triple factory with double add-on spinning might be providing a nice push in the front here, but it's going to be Royo who's going to try to do a vulture run by. His vulture's got speed. They're going to try to find some openings, or maybe just hanging out here. This Vermeer map, you only have basically just 2 routes to go around into your enemy's expansion. There are no third routes or back door or anything like that. So as long as you know, Sharp doesn't venture too far, I think he's got everything covered. Anyways, looks like it is going to be Royo who has saturated his new base, where Sharp has not. We have a small skirmish in the back. These vultures from Royo still look for some kind of openings, but there isn't any, and Sharp is pushing his enemy back slowly but surely. Royo needs to set up a siege position now to protect his new baby infant stage 3rd base. Yeah, Sharp's gonna back up. He says, you know what, I don't have anything in my pocket right now that can take out that base. He's gonna try to slowly move forward and make sure that he can set his base up and maybe lay a couple of mines, and then he's just gonna move back. He's gonna be playing very safe, but he's moving way too far towards the right side. I don't like. Yeah, it's gonna be better to go towards his left side because he still need to kind of, you know, prevent any kind of run by. He's grouping his big, you know, his big ball of forces together, and he starts to move across the map. He's actually clearing stuff without mines. He's gonna clear more stuff. More marines gonna be falling, and where the siege position for Royo? There they are. There are some siege position there, so this could be very good. Both players are gearing up to their 3 expansion build here, 3 command center build here. A lot of factory and production exploding all over the map. We're going to be having 6 factories. So what is that? The science facility going up. Sharp is going to have his upgrades completely a bit faster. Looks like Royo is going to be going up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 factories. I cannot count because actually I'm getting a little bit sleepy. Okay, let's hope I can survive, guys, because in that previous game between Flash and Zealot, I was sleep commentating. Like, no kidding, I was sleeping and I was commentating from inside my dreams. I just retelling you parts of my dreams. I hope that doesn't happen again today. We're gonna be having this double armory. Absolutely nothing is happening. Absolutely nothing is happening on screen. These guys are just walking back and forth, you know, swinging the sticks around, showing off their skills, you know, shouting, yo, what's up? You want a piece of me, yo? Come and get it, yeah? Who you calling your mother? And you know, all of that stuff. But no one is actually going out there and attack. Anyways, we might have a small attack now. Looks like siege position gets set up on the low ground by Sharp. Royo is gonna control the high ground, and he's gonna try to just completely ignore this area now. Sharp is trying to potentially slow down his enemy's 4th base by laying some mines. So the 6th position is gonna try to catch the enemy's, you know, our army moving out here. This is gonna be a tense moment. Both of the players are moving across the map here. One player who missteps is gonna be losing our forces. Both is gonna try to go in and snipe some SCVs. But is it worth it? I guess it's worth it. SVs are dying. Everyone's dying. Very good. It's gonna be better actually for the SV to stop action and then just mingle together with the vulture instead of trying to run out like this. Because at least with the stop action, you can slow down the vulture. You can make them glitch together. But anyways, what's happening now? We're at the 10 minutes and 48 seconds of the game. The game is still going on fair and square, strong and wrong. Looks like Sharp is able to clear out a lot of those, you know, vulture harassments. Gonna try to move towards the right side and contain his enemy now. Both of the players are thinking about the 4th base. It's gonna be Royo who takes it first at the 3 o'clock position, and we're gonna be having a surround from Sharp from the north. Royo reinforces from the south, and once again the DMZ line is established. Excuse me, but it looks like Sharp says, "I don't care. I would just move forward. A crazy mind explosion is gonna happen." Looks like Royo loses everything. Where's the rest of resources? I guess they are still out on the bottom left side of the map. Reinforcement from the southern side, but Royo is going to be on the low ground. Sharp has gained the high ground already. He starts to siege, and Vulture is going to try to deny this 3rd base. So this base will fall, at least not fall, but it's going to get slowed down. And tank shelling from the other side of the map. Sharp can actually move the tanks a little bit towards the right side, I think. During this time, Royo needs to think about counter-attack. He needs to think about trying to go out there and stop his enemy's new base as well, instead of just waiting out here, hang out in the corner. But at least, Royo, okay, what happened to the command center burn that was cancelled or something? Okay, I guess maybe Royo was decided he's gonna be better to take the 6 o'clock base, but maybe that's a mistake. Anyways, I feel like Sharp has taken another advantage here, even though he's like kind of behind his supply. He's about 10 supply behind his enemy. But he's gonna be up 4 bases. Sharp is still on 3. We're gonna be having upgrades. I think, yeah, by the way, at this point I think Sharp still has better upgrades. His +1 is definitely done for sure. I'm not so sure about the armor upgrade, excuse me, and I'm not so sure about Royals +1. Maybe Royals +1 should be done soon. Anyways, at the last minute, looks like these guys gonna move forward. They're gonna try to do one nice siege position here. He's gonna scan. He's going to scan and take out this position and make sure that his enemy cannot. Oh my god, that's very unfortunate to lose another tank like that. But Sharp is gonna repair all of his tanks and try to stop his enemy from expanding. But we're gonna be having a drop from Royal. This drop is devastating because it can hit 3 bases at once. It can go for the 9 o'clock position, the 10 o'clock position, as well as the main. Let me just turn off the filter here because it has stopped raining where I am. Going to be having another engagement very soon. Here looks like a small puncture is being applied by Sharp in the map as he go for this drop. This is going to be a 4 vulture drop. Looks like we're going to be having reinforcement from the back, so that drop cannot do much damage. I think the vulture need to pick themselves up and go somewhere else. You know, it's going to be better to land 1 vulture here, 1 vulture in the expansion, and 2 vultures in the main. That's like the best way to take care of, you know, these kind of defending units, and just trying to create a little bit of havoc, a little bit of danger there. But anyways, the game is still going on very, very nicely. Here looks like Royo finally will have his 4th base. Sharp is gonna get attacked from the low ground. Nice D matrix, but Sharp will hold just fine with his low ground advantage. He's gonna be losing some Goliath. That's fine as long as he can have vision on this map. It's great. We are gonna be having maybe Sharp is gonna thinking of pushing these and trying to kill out those 4 tanks on the low grounds near the 3 o'clock position. That might be a position that he's thinking about. Anyways, 5th base coming up for Sharp at the 12, and Royo is thinking of taking another base somewhere else on this map. Maybe, I don't know. But for the moment, just 4 bases for him. Sharp is once again slightly better. I think his positioning is a teeny bit better than Royal, and it all comes down to execution. I think oh my god, look at that. I mean, this is what like vision advantage can do for you. But anyways, +2 weapons and +1 armor is done on Royal's forces. Gonna be having an overwhelming amount of tanks and pushing his enemy's tanks and forces back, but those tanks are still a little bit too far for what is the Science Vessel doing. It's just gonna try to check out the situation, and that last forward tank would die, and leaving this base exposed. Alright, it's gonna be turret time. Royo is gonna start to fortify the bottom left with a lot of turrets. This base at the 9 o'clock position is threatened, but nothing can. I think Sharp need to use his idle tanks. Need a 3. He need to either take them out, go somewhere else, or just advance. Right? Looks like he's gonna be going for a huge frontal push from the right side here. He says, you know what, take this base, I don't care. Okay, we do have a drop here, which is very, very nice. Looks like he comes forward. He's not gonna be able to accomplish anything. He would, you know, there's no base here, so he will not get anything done. But we do have some vultures reinforcing, and these tanks will die. So Sharp is kind of like, you know, feeling a little bit depressed here because he attacked for nothing. But he needs to actually advance forward now, I think, and you know, gain the middle ground. Looks like both players are trying to move through the middle ground. I feel like Sharp can just advance right to Royo's expansion, but he's gonna try to surround from this side. These tanks are not sieging, so they will die very, very quickly. Very, very nice. But we still have tanks from the back. But you know, bleeding out your forces against siege position like this is not good, and Royo is going to be able to stop Sharp's advancement here. Okay, we still have a lot of time trying to move through, and that's very, very cost inefficient, I think, by Sharp. He's going to back up now, and yeah, that move on the right corridor did not really pay off. And now Royo's got new bases, got 2 brand new bases, whereas Sharp has not yet expanded to the center map. We're going to be having vulture drop, but these tanks are already unsieged, at least the ones that matter. I think, I don't know, because some of the tanks were still sieging, but in the last minute, looks like, yeah, both players need to have higher APM. Royo's APM is 280. This APM is way too slow for a Terran player, especially versus another Terran player. This is why he's not able to take out the 9 o'clock. I mean, if he had like double the APM he's got now, he would be able to actually attack the middle ground as well as take out the 9 o'clock base, but he's still doing a good shot. Anyways, Royo's clearing out some of the tanks in the map. We're going to be having vulture run by, and it will force a cancellation on this command center. which is gonna disadvantage, I think, Sharp furthermore. Anyways, yeah, what is Sharp doing? He's gonna take his command center here or what? Because he's got some mines there, and he's gonna be his high ground, his the control of the right corridor need to serve a purpose, I think. But yeah, anyways, these boats are gonna get cleared out, and it's gonna be time for Sharp to evacuate that area. Both the players are holding their side, but look at this. The 9 o'clock should need to get taken out by Royo. He's got enough money and whatever mobility to actually clear it out, but he's not. But now he will come in to clear it out. Now for sure he will come in and clear it out, but before that we're going to be having a dropship to try to land here. And this dropship will not be doing anything. We're going to be having siege position first. These forces are going to try to siege on top, but it's going to be tank coming from the other side of the map. So this drop was not that successful. We're going to be having Goliaths trying to snipe out the turrets one by one here. And this base we got safe. SV need to attack now. The SVs are attacking great, and the D matrix is working so well for Sharp, and Sharp is ahead by about 20 supply, but he's down in bases. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases, making it 6-1, whereas Royo is mining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases fully. So that's what we have. But Sharp has decided to take the 3 o'clock position. And once again, this game has completely turned on its tail, and the players are taking the other guys' normal houses. You know what? I don't feel like living in my house now. I will live in your office. That's basically what these guys are saying. We are at the 18-minute mark of the game. I need to drink some water. Maybe I will get some water. That's a good idea, guys.
점점 지금 쌓이고 있어요. 200은 200인데 그 마음의 차이, 그 마음 심적 여유의 차이가 있어요 지금.
일단 서로 이제 스캔 뿌리면서 눈치 이제 보고 있거든요. 업이 잘 돼서 그러니까 눈치를 못 보고 상대한테 포지션을 주고.
Alright, I'm back, fully hydrated, feeling refreshed, caffeinated. No, I didn't drink any coffee. Anyways, more attacks happening. Look at how much money these guys have. Each players have easily 2,000 to 3,000 minerals in the back and maxed out army. A huge attack in the middle. Sharp has got the battle angle. Royo is surrounded. He's gonna get crushed like a tomato can. And he's gonna be losing so many tanks, but it's gonna be the second line of defense from Royo is still holding strong. The first line is withering out, but the second line is still there with 5 tanks. And it looks like, yeah, both players are gonna establish their DMZ line now. A lot of forces will bleed it or bled it in that battle. So do we get to grace ourselves with the presence of battle cruisers? I don't see any signs of that yet. Still just 1 starport for Sharp, 2 starport for Royo, but neither players have decided to switch so far. And with the way that things are looking, Sharp's gonna be up a base, right? Because he's controlling both the 9 o'clock position and the 12. And the fact that he's been mining the 9 o'clock position for such a long time is gonna be a blessing that he's allowed to have here. Tank's gonna try to come in a single Goliath, just trying to buy some time. Tanks need to siege now, need to siege down now. He lays some siege position, and he's gonna be able to push this tanks back, and he still keep this base for a while and to be able to mine it out. And wow, Royo not able to penetrate. He needed to actually attack and kill this base a long time ago, but now he's gonna try to push a little bit, and actually he's gonna be able to burn out this scanner, which is fine. And more forces coming from the back. What is Royo gonna do about the 3 o'clock position? Because that position, I think it's got some blue presence. Not so sure if those are just mines or forces or command center or whatnot. Both the players are fighting hard. Royo is maxed out. Sharp is not. Royo has how many bases? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sharp's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8. There's an empty base not yet taken by these players. Looks like Royo pushes through the middle lane, and this is very cost inefficient. In another news, looks like some forces were getting sniped, but Sharp's double drop should be able to land here in the corner. He can actually affect 3 bases with this drop. He's gonna need to siege now. He does have a siege. He will siege more and faster than the other guys, which is great. We have a single tank moving out just to drive the enemy firepower. And the other tanks will take out several tanks, but at the last minute it's not going to be able to hold, and these bases are saved by Royo. The game is once again stalemated. Both players have a lot of money to work with, but Sharp has got like always a little bit advantage run the other guy, right? He's got just 1 base more, dropping SV just to gain some nice trading here activities. I mean, that is what we call arbitrage, right? Buy high, buy low, sell high. He bought the SCV at very cheap prices, and he traded them for the expensive tanks. We're going to be having a lot of dropships from both players. The map is kind of split nicely here. We're going to be having more drops. And I find it amazing that Sharp is still able to hold his 9 o'clock position after 10 minutes of intense battles and pressure and sieging position. He's still holding on to the 9 o'clock position, which will pay him a lot of dividends. We're going to be having more tanks attacking here. Looks like a small squadron of dropship goes right through across everything. One of the dropship might die. No, they all survived. They need to land something now. He's going to land some forces because he knows that some of the dropships are so damaged. He's going to land here and take out some Goliath. There are no tanks in those positions. Looks like Royo is looking to do a counter attack. There's gonna be just some Goliaths moving out, and Royo doesn't have enough forces on the left side of the map to clear those forces out. These dropships are gonna try to return to the other side of the map. What is gonna be Royo's decision? Need to land something to save this space. He's gotta be careful because there are some Goliaths waiting to snipe those dropships. He's looking for some kind of opening to snipe. He's gonna come in here, and one dropship will fall. But at the last minute, he will save this base. And look at this! Look at those tanks, just perfectly fitting, between those minerals. Okay, we do have like something like 4 starport. We have 4 starport. We don't yet see the science facility with the physics lab, right? I don't think we see that just yet. So we don't have battle cruisers, but we might have battle cruisers at some point. No, we don't have. Okay, we do have triple starport for Sharp as well, but he's not building battle cruisers. Neither of the players are building battle cruisers. This base is getting assaulted. Okay, SCVs are moving through the tank line. No, they're not moving through the tank line, excuse me. Anyways, a nice D-Matrix tank move forward just to clear out those tanks. And this base finally will fall. Or at least there will be 0 SCVs mining in it. After about, God knows, 17 minutes of the game. But there are very few minute patches in that base anyway. So Royo need to think about the 3 o'clock position. He needs to think about that 3 o'clock position because that is the only base actually is available to mine. It has not been mined at all. You need to actually mine all of it if you want to win the game, because Sharp has been mining the 9 o'clock position for the longest time possible. More attacks happening. Oh my god, this might be a doom drop. No, the last minute looks like Sharp has big chicken out. And finally, we're going to be having a nice presence of BCs here. Battle cruisers is going to be coming up. Both the players knows exactly if the other guy is going to be going for BCs or not. So we shall see tanks attacking against tanks. +3 weapons for both of the tanks, but a single Goliath will take out that SCVs, and that tank will fall. And behind this, that mine would actually mine once again. Tanks moving through across the map. This siege position, is it gonna get broken or not? We're gonna be having more attacks. SCV need to get mixed in and attack the other tanks, which indeed is gonna be some splash damage. Looks like a lot of dropships are flying across the map. We have 10 dropship. Goliaths catch them. Oh my god, in the minimap. It looks like Sharp is able to actually hold here. These drops are gonna try to land somewhere else. They need to go in the main. They're gonna try to go there before those starport becomes operational, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be successful or not. He's gonna try to siege now. SCVs are running to the side. These tanks are gonna get completely melted by the counter drop. Looks like the counter drop from Sharp is stronger. Is it? I don't know. There's still a lot of tanks remaining. So many tanks remaining. Looks like the forces from Sharp need to spread out a little bit more. The dropship need to run away. At the last minute, Sharp is able to clear these drops out, and he takes this base, and he's gonna be up a base, if not 2, because the 3 o'clock position is still under his control right now. Sharp is up about 20 supply. He's got fewer mineral patches. That's only because the top right of the map is not being mined efficiently. But we have the first battle cruisers of the game. Royo is the one who actually delivered battle cruisers before the enemy. Another attack in the middle map just to come out here, and he's going to be to clear out all these turrets, but those battle cruisers are very close, very nearby. They can try to come out there. Of course, with some Goliaths, we will take them out, so we shall see what happens next. Looks like these battle cruisers are going to help, but there's only a single Goliath. If that Goliath's for the battles can maul away at the remaining tanks. The Sharp has his own version of BCs. I don't see them. And Royo, because he's been mining this bottom left fully for a while, he's got more minerals. But if Sharp can survive, then he will be able to build his own version of BCs, because he's got more bases. What is he building? He doesn't have the add-on, so he's not going for battle cruisers. He's going for something else. Maybe he's going for cloak rate. I don't know. Cloak rate is a weaker build here. We're going to be having nice mini matrix or something. Goliath's going to try to move across the map, but they're wasting their lives against a tank here, so they have to kind of all retreat. Yeah, Sharp is deciding what to do, and he's lost a lot of SCVs. He's not yet, replenished the right side of the map with new SCVs. activities, and this is his problem. He's neglected his economic activities in favor of military operations here. We are at the 26-minute mark of the game, and now Royo has got 4 battlecruisers. Things are looking dire. If your enemy's got 4 battlecruisers, I mean, if you have like 25,000 Goliath, it still doesn't matter. Anyways, able to stop this base from mining for some time. I need to snatch it. I need to mine more from the other bases. He has a lot of minerals that is actually not mineable because he doesn't have any SCVs around. You need to mine them. Oh my god, he need to start mining. He need to start mining somewhere else. Anyways, battlecruisers moving across the map, and they will be able to clear out all of these tanks. There's six dark cruisers. Dark cruisers is a new term that I've just made up, guys. I mean, they are basically battle cruisers, but they're invincible, and they can one-shot Scourge, one-shot, I don't know, one-shot everything, a lot of things. Anyways, looks like those battle cruisers are gonna be moving towards the top right, but that's gonna open up the floor for a counter-attack. There's a lot of Goliaths waiting, and this drop is gonna be able to do some damage here because those battle cruisers need to decide whether to return or to go somewhere else. Odyssey is gonna get destroyed, and Sharp is gonna try to siege. He needs to siege closer towards the mining position. Those battlecruisers are getting repaired furiously, and Yamato gun on the tanks. The Yamato gun on the tank is a nice skill to have. Oh my god, 2 tanks have fallen already, and the game is gonna completely tiptoe towards the enemies. You know, towards Royo here. Royo is ahead by about 30 supply. More Goliaths go through. The tanks gonna get shredded to pieces. The Goliaths cannot attack because the tanks are protecting the battle cruisers. 8 battle cruisers. Now it's gonna be freaking ridiculous, but we have a nice mine drop. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything at all. These battle cruisers are gonna try to chase those Goliaths. Okay, at least Sharp is able to stop mining out of these 2 bases. So these command centers will fall, but we have attacks. I mean, he need to actually maybe spam making turret or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, a lot of tanks are moving across the map, and Sharp is not able to move forces towards the top right because the ground is controlled by the tanks. The ground is controlled by the tanks. He cannot move. He needs to kind of move somewhere else and kind of decide to move in this middle area. Very few mining activities from both of these players. Royo has lost 3 bases in the last 1 minute. He's making a lot of battlecruisers, but he doesn't have money. Royo, well, Sharp has some mining activities, but those battlecruisers have started to maul away at his bases as well. So it's going to be down to very, very few mining activities. Sharp need to take the base at the bottom left somehow. He's going to be going for the counterattack. Looks like Royo's, he senses that the danger is going to try to come back. The command center will fall. The command center has fallen. So there's going to be distance mining here. Royo has lost 4 bases. He's going to be losing the 5th one here. Tanks destroying things left and right. Oh my freaking god, battlecruisers, what are you doing? You are so slow and clunky. Tanks are sieging. You need to actually destroy SCVs. If you can destroy enemies, the SCV, there will be no mining. Looks like Royo says, you know what? I'm going to clear out everything with battlecruisers. I don't care what you have. I don't care how many SCVs or bases you have. Nothing can beat my BCs, and now he's got something like 12 or 13 battlecruisers. What can you do? You cannot do anything when your enemy's got something like 12 battlecruisers. Anyways, this base has some fresh minerals remaining, but he's not able to get to the other side of the map. At least those 2 starport will fall, which means fewer battlecruiser cruiser production. Anyways, this command center will fall. A nice attack happening here. Battlecruisers and tank versus Goliaths and tank. Usually the Goliaths faction is gonna lose. These Goliaths need to back up, and we have some nice engagement here. I think Sharp, what can he decide to do? I mean, I don't know what to do. Anyways, Yamato gun's gonna get deployed. So many Yamato guns gonna get taken against the Goliaths, and that's just gonna be okay. At least 1 BC was sniped. 1 BC was sniped. That was the first BC lost in the entire game, but there's still a lot more. 10 more to be precise. We need to have some scan. The tank's gonna try to shout himself against the Goliath. Nice attack against one of the BC, but these Yamato guns just can go on forever. They can go on for another BC is almost getting destroyed, but not yet taken out. Anyways, yeah, these idle forces need to move out. And what can we do about the bottom left? Sharp needs to actually float a command center there or something like that, because he will be running out of minerals soon. He's got very few SCVs remaining. Oh my god, both players are completely cash trapped here, but Royo has a fresh base. More tanks moving across the map, which is nice. We're going to be having another mine explosion possibly that pushes these tanks back. Royo 114 supply, Sharp 149. Goliaths moving across the map, and one more Goliath almost got destroyed there, but not quite. And what another tank's gonna get sniped. This is the only remaining base for Sharp. If he loses his base, it's gonna be GG, I think. And so many SCVs gonna get lost. He needs to lift those forces up and move them somewhere else. The 6 o'clock actually doesn't need them. Another battlecruiser is gonna go for Yamato gun. And now this base is gonna get destroyed. This is gonna be the last mining bases. More Yamato guns gonna get deployed here. Maybe Goliath's gonna try to snipe some BCs, but not able to completely kill them out. And this base will fall. Royal down to very few SCVs remaining after this battle over. This might be the final battle of the game. And if if Royal wins this, the game is gonna be up to 1-1. But we have a nice attack. SCVs are moving towards the top right because a new base is created there. This Goliath is gonna try to snipe some SCV. Just attack the SCV. Don't even attack the command center, because what you need to think about are SCVs. Anyways, we're gonna be having some small attacks happening here. Yeah, killing the SCV is a good idea, man. Kill every single SCV so that your enemy is forced to remake SCVs at a very I don't know, slow pace. Anyways, Goliath's gonna get dropped here or what? Looks like we're gonna get loaded up and go somewhere else. We're gonna be having vultures attacking. Where's he going? He's dropping somewhere. These tanks are running like freaking chickens. Anyways, yeah, Battlecruiser is going to return to save those forces. I mean, what Royal's got like also very few commands that he's mining at the 2 o'clock position. He's decided to mine at a very far position. What is going to be next move? Look, remember that Sharps to have idle units at the 6 o'clock position. He's not using that base yet. This command center, yeah, that position is completely mined out. And what is Sharp's decision? He needs to actually move his command center towards the 8 o'clock position. We're going to be having a small base trade-ish here. Royal 135 supply. He's got very few SCVs. He's got very few command center, but he does have a base. He does have a base with fresh minerals. The 2 o'clock position is the only base that has not been touched the entire game, and it's gonna get mined now. Oh my god, some tanks come out to clear this position, and there's nothing here from Sharp to stop him. He's gonna be losing a lot of SC, but he's gonna try to push across the map. He's decided to move across the map, and Royal senses the danger. He needs to return to save his base here. And we have a science vessel. We can actually do what? I don't know. He can actually do the EMP, right? To clear out the battlecruiser energy. Maybe that's what he can do. Or we can actually try to do some D-Matrix. Because having tank sieging, he needs to have a D-Matrix tank, but it's not gonna be enough here. Goliath's gonna try to attack. How many battlecruisers are there? They're very nice. It looks like the battlecruiser is gonna try to get sniping. Oh my god, Goliath's attacking! It's a freaking crazy reversal of fortune. Royal gets pushed back hard. Goliath's gonna try to snipe. How many battlecruisers are remaining after that? Looks like there's still a couple of battlecruisers remaining, but so many SCVs are falling, and Sharp has taken a little bit of the cake back for himself here, but not so much of the cake, just a tiny bit. These battlecruisers are still doing 6 damage, but they're actually very weak, and Royal has neglected repairing them. He has not been repairing them, and that's the problem. I think Sharp can just push towards his enemy's main and just clear everything. Just go here. Yeah, he can try to go here, but now we have some siege position. That's going to be very hard to hold. He's decided what to do now. Looks like some more tanks are going to try to move across the map. Need to be careful because they might have an attack from the back. There's going to be an attack from the back where he's going to try to drop. He's going to try to go for some D-Matrix here. There are only 3 tanks remaining, and the battlecruisers are running away like flies. I think Sharp's best bet is going to try to clear out the 2 o'clock position. Just go over there and clear every single SCV. If his enemy doesn't have any more SCVs, no more mining. He will clear out this base, and both the places have very few minerals remaining. This base have like a couple of SCVs remaining. He's going to try to snipe the battlecruisers. One battlecruiser is going to get sniped. How many in the back here? We have still a couple more. We still have 5. We need to get them repaired. 6 battlecruisers, but no SCVs. You cannot repair things if you don't have the workers. And very few mining activities also for Sharp. Sharp is about 20 supply. He's got a lot more forces, but he cannot completely clear them out. These battlecruisers are going to have to fight back here. Floating commands there from both places. I mean, this game is going to get added to the list of best game for this year. I will possibly give it 3 stars. This game is so freaking ridiculous. 6 battlecruisers, a couple of tanks, floating command center, lost SCVs, and wandering Goliaths is basically what sums up the game right now. We're at the almost 35th minute mark of the game. These battlecruisers, we need to actually make themselves useful. One battlecruiser have 13 kills. Terran battlecruiser Commodore, do something. Alright, this command center will land, and SCV is gonna try to go there to mine some stuff, which is great. And Royal doesn't have a base. Royal is gonna mine the 6 o'clock position. That is the poorest base. That base doesn't have anything at all. Doesn't have anything at all. And how the heck was Sharp able to come back? I don't even know, man. He can just plow forward and destroy everything. He needs to also repair stuff, right? But none of the players have enough SCVs. SCV has become a freaking scarce resource. I mean, who would have thought that SCV is the thing that these guys need to make at this point? Anyways, attack's gonna happen against his positioning, but we do have some siege tanks, and Royal need to scan, but he doesn't have enough scanners. Tank need to siege now. Royal, are you paying attention? Siege your tanks. Siege your tank. He would siege some of the tanks, and at least SCVs are repairing. We're gonna be having Yamato gun. 1 tank will go down, 2 tanks will go down, but last minute the Matrix is able to clear some of those forces. We're gonna be having one more nice attack here. And wow, D-Matrix against Yamato. What the hell? One more attack. Where's the D-Matrix? I don't see another D-Matrix. Another D-Matrix in attack. And it looks like what? Freaking triple Yamato guns. Freaking goddamn ridiculous. Can this game get a 4-star? I don't think so. I think 3 stars is the maximum this game can get from me. I've only given maybe 2 4-star game. I'm not so sure, but anyways, I think it's gonna be time to actually Yamato the science vessel because they are getting very annoying. They are getting very annoying. What's happening here? The drop's happening inside. He's gonna try to snipe what? Maybe snipe some SCVs with some turrets or something like that, with some vultures maybe. Anyways, both players are gonna be hanging out here for some time. This dropship has very few hit point remaining, but there's gonna be some tanks sieging from the back here. The Goliath's gonna try to take care of the of the battle cruisers. There are still 4 battle cruisers, but the last of the Goliaths died. But he's gonna try to snipe the SCVs. He's trying to snipe SCVs, and Royal mineral count has stopped floating up. 130 minerals and not moving. Sharp is still mining. The attack in the middle is still going on here. Sharp has got just a few more tanks remaining. The battle cruisers are going to try to go for some nice Yamato against the science vessels. The science vessels need to back up. That's right. The science vessels are way too far forward. And some small attack happening here. But Royal doesn't have money. Royal is not mining. Another EMP need to get deployed, and these guys are completely stalemated. These SCVs have not been doing work for the longest time. They're under unemployment. Another command center lands, and Sharp will have fresh minerals, but Royal has got the BCs. He's got the equalizing factor here. He's got the equalizer. That movie was freaking ridiculous. I don't. The Equalizer. Check out that movie. I think it was the black guy, right, who played it. What is his name? Anyways, Battlecruiser is gonna try to push Sharp back. Sharp is ahead by about 30 supplies. He's gonna try to go for some drops. He need to hunt for SCVs, and Royal need to hunt for, I don't know what you need to hunt for because he's got overwhelming amount of forces. No one has any SCVs, like very few SCVs remaining. Royal is making, okay, he's got 2 SCVs. He's got 2 SCVs, gonna have 3 SCVs, gonna have a nice drop here. Looks like we're gonna have a nice attack. Royal need to, okay, looks like he doesn't, Royal Sharp doesn't need to dedicate 4 dropship to this. 1 dropship is fine. He's gonna try to kill out those SCVs, and Royal's got enough money for a single SCV because he's got 50 minerals. Okay, this is a fake drop, guys. It's a freaking complete fake drop. This game can get a 4-star for me. I'm debating. Oh, 1 BC is gonna get sniped. He's gonna back up there. 3 BCs or 4 BCs. There 4 BCs. A nice mine explosion against the tanks here. Clockweight, and GG from Royal. This game gets a 4-star for me. What a ridiculous game. 4-star game. Please buy me a coffee now and see you in the next episode. Bye bye. Hi guys, this is Namkraft and welcome to the Starcraft English commentary. This is once again gonna be a series of DPL games. This is gonna be one of the guaranteed to be epic games. The folks at tier.net has recommended this game, so let's sit back, enjoy ourselves, get a cup of coffee or tea or boba, whatever, bubble tea. It's very famous in my country these days. And let's just enjoy this game. The weekend is coming up. What you guys have in mind? I hope that it's not gonna be Starcraft because that's lame. You only should just reserve Starcraft for the weekdays. For the weekend, you should do something else. But anyways, looks like it's gonna be Best versus Hero. Best, one of my favorite players of all time, and also my best buddies. I've shown you his picture down here. I'm just gonna throw in another picture of him on the right side. That is me and Best taken a long time ago, and he's gonna be facing up against the I think the second best rated Zerg player right now, Hero. So some nice games ahead of us, and the map is going to be Pantheon, excuse me. Let me just quickly show you this map. And as for the map stats, on Pantheon, Protons enjoy a 48.6% win rate, so slight advantage for Protons. Looks like we're going to be having a quick probe shenanigans with the drone here. The drone wants to take an expansion after the spawning pool has come down, but he's been kind of denied for a couple of seconds. But now looks like Hero's going to be able to blend it down. He has not scouted his enemy in the right direction with the Overlords, so he will not know what Best has got. He's gone for spawning pool first, and he's made 6 Zerglings, so there's going to be some quick aggression, and Best has gone for a force, but he's not yet put on the cannon. We shall see the cannon coming up. I think we just saw the cannon, or maybe we saw the gateway. I don't know, because the positioning of the white dot, does it? Okay, it is the cannon, guys. So I guess Best is doing a very nice angle for the cannon here. As you can see, it is on the same elevation or the same level as the forge, so it's going to be able to protect the forge in the case that Hero likes to go for 3 hatch Hydra bus. Alright, so looks like the Zerlings are out on the map. It looks to me like there are just 4 Zerling, not the conventional 6 Zerling that you often see out of the 3 eggs, 3 lavas. Yeah, and so the game is gonna transition very nicely into a macro-oriented game. I hope 3 hatcheries coming down from Hero, and yeah, this game is gonna be epic. And I think it's long. I've not seen this game, but there's gonna be some nice exchanges between these two players. So let's hope that it's gonna be at least, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes game long for us to enjoy. By the way, before we get heated up into the the bits and pieces of this encounter, let's go ahead and review the stats for this week. I'm sorry, the stats is a little bit old. Maybe it's like 4 or 5 days old, so I apologize for that. Here are the top 10 Broodwar players, and as you can see, Best is up there. He is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is number 6, and Hero is not in the top 10 today. So that's that. Anyways, looks like the scouting probe has been destroyed, and Hero is gonna take a hatchery lair upgrade at the expansion. This is going to be interesting because Best, I don't think, has scouted it yet, and we're going to be coming up with, just both the players prepping for the next part of the game. And yeah, so we are at a very, quiet and calm and tranquil part of the StarCraft saga because we don't have any major tournaments. Both the ASL season 18 and KCM season 4 of 2024 has concluded. I think there might be a 1-week break until KCM comes back up. I think, I'm not so sure. So that's that. But we hope to expect more games coming up. I don't think the PSL League has, is gonna come back at some point in the future. I don't think it has. So we will not have PSL, we will not have ASL, KCM for a while. So it's gonna be just these kind of standalone ad hoc games, and I hope you would like that. I myself have been very busy doing other things, not really related to StarCraft. But I will come back to you guys once in a while. So please, don't abandon me. Or if you abandon me, please be sure to come back and save me later. Anyways, I will tell you about 2 very great movies that I saw recently. Okay, we're gonna be having a quick engagement between the Zealot and the Zerglings first. Looks like Best is gonna be able to save one of his Zealot. His other Zealot is gonna be hiding in the corner and doing some good trading here. A pair of Zealot for a couple of Zerglings is good. I think it's just gonna be one Zealot who dies, not a pair of Zealot. And that Zealot survives. It kills every single Zergling. So Hero has not really mastered his Zealot to Zergling conversion ratio there. But now Zergling speed is on the move, so that's gonna be interesting. Best 45 supply, Hero 35. We will have that. It looks to me like is that a Hydroden? Sorry, I could not see. Of course, I have to have the photos of the people here because otherwise people would shoot me. The police would find me and put me in jail. So I apologize for that. But anyways, back to the movies. I saw 2 very great movies. So if you're a movie buff like me, please go ahead and check out these two movies. The first one is called Emilia Perez. This movie is freaking interesting. It's very crazy. It is essentially a French movie, so it's made by French people, but the people in the movie speak Spanish and English. The events take place in Mexico, and they speak English sometimes. So it's also very interesting. And it is going to be a musical. And if you're an LGBT lover like me, you will enjoy this movie. I would not say much. It's about of course, it's a kind of a thriller, also thriller musical, and it's about a warlord in the Mexican drug trade who asks for the help of a Mexican lawyer, female lawyer, to do something. And it's related to LGBT, so that's the only thing I will say. So I don't want to spoil the movie so much. But if you like crime, if you like LGBT, if you like thrillers, please go ahead and check out this movie, Emilia Perez. It was released last year. The other movie was released a couple of years ago. I think in 2016. It's a Danish movie from Denmark, and it's called The Day Will Come. And it is about a couple of boys who were, stashed away in what are those places called where you take care of homeless children? Government-sponsored children's nursing home. Whatever. It's not. I mean, nursing home is for old people, right? But these are for children. Orphan. They're not really orphans because their parents are, maybe some parents are still alive, but they're drug addicts or alcoholic and they don't have a job, or maybe they're mentally unstable or something like that. So there are those kind of sorry, this volume is a little bit too loud. I apologize. I just tune it down. Maybe this much. I have to tune it down. Yeah. So it's a very nice movie, and it talks about child abuse. Both physically and sexually. So if you're into those kind of really insane topics, and please go ahead and check out the movie. The movie is very, very nice. Okay, we have a small engagement, not really a small, kind of medium engagement here. The Corsairs need to do some dancing move. The drones have been destroyed, and that is going to allow this Corsair to escape because the Mutualists are busy attacking these Zealots instead. I think 3 drones were killed in that engagement, but some Corsairs died as well. So Best's going to have to back up, and the game is going to progress from there. We are going to be having, what is it now, 8-minute mark of the game. Best with 72 supply, Hero with 68. So Heroes is slightly better. These Corsairs have been caught. They need to split up, man. Do not group up together like that to avoid the splash damage. But at the last minute, it looks like one Corsair dies, but all the other Corsairs are going to get saved. Oh my god, what is this Corsair doing? What is We have another Zealot coming out here to attack, and one more drone will fall, I think. A couple more drones, not one. So that's very, very good for Best. He kills something like 3 drones, maybe 4th. Yeah, he will kill a 4th one. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. That drone is very, very close to dying. But at the end of the engagement, who's ahead? I think Hero's ahead. Hero has got 72 supply. Best is 76. Best is going to start to make some High Templars. Has Hero switched to the ground army? I don't see that he has switched to the ground army. I don't think. So that's that. And all right, what do we have going up ahead of us here? Finally, we're going to be having some Hydras coming out. It's going to be 4 Hydras, 6 Hydras. That's a lot of Hatcheries, about a total of 6 Hatcheries. And yeah, looks like Best is kind of short on cannons. He's upgrading core, I think, for the Corsairs. At this point, I think Corsairs upgrade might not yet complete, so it might be for the Corsairs. And we're going to be seeing how that is going to play out here. We are at the 9-minute and 45 seconds of the game. 3 High Templars just building up their Storm energy. Very, very good. And looks like some Zealot once again try to come out for some harassment opportunities, but it's not going to be possible. And Hero is ahead. Hero is definitely ahead. We will have the first cannon, upgrade or cannon reinforcement now. And the Dragoons are out, but looks like Hero has not yet decided to push out. He has a chance to push out now, I think, if he wishes to, but he would just decide to stay ahead and keep inside the map. And I think Observatory will need to come up at some point, right? As for Hero, I think it's going to be the right moment for him to start to take an expansion. It looks like he's going to try to do that at the top right of the screen, just to get an economy ahead of the Protons player while he still can, because when the big battles happen, he will not have a chance to expand. We will have this probe coming out. It will get sniped, but the Corsairs are not grouped up together nicely. Best is kind of being a little bit careless here. As you can see, his APM is around 300, which is decent, I think, for Protons. Because, you know, nowadays Protons are so lazy. The APMs are something like 300 is the max, but sometimes it's something like 280 or 230 even in some cases, so that's very interesting. Yeah, this map, let me just quickly check. I think it is indeed Pantheon, right? And in this case, we will have those middle grounds where it's very much possible to hold with just a couple of units and some high templars. Looks like Hero has amassed a lot of amount of forces on the left side. Maybe he's gonna try to go inside the main where the Protons players is out of position. The Corsairs are where looks like the Dragoons need to go back now, and he's gonna react. He's gonna have to react, and he's returning. He's abandoning his position, and that's a mistake. Oh my god! He need to keep that high ground because Zerk often likes to go for this double prong attack. When the Protons move back, he will come in and snipe the Nexus, excuse me. In this case, Baz is gonna be able to actually push those Mutualists and Scourges back, which is nice. He's making a lot of Dragoons. As you can see, Baz is behind by a lot of supply. So Hero is looking very good in this game. His fleet of Mutualists and Scourges are still alive, and his Hydralist reinforcement is coming over. Look at this amount of crazy brown and dots on a north side of Baz's base here. He is gonna have to manage everything very carefully. The Course is gonna attack, but the Scourges will dive in now. The Scourges are coming, the cannons are not yet available. We have some Dragoons to support though, so we need to actually hold position with the Dragoons. Any kind of backstab from Hero looks like it's not gonna happen. He's not gonna be backstabbing anybody, but this base will need to get saturated. Looks like Best is successfully saturated his third base, so during this time, Hero was not able to do any kind of double prong attack with his army. And the Corsairs are still alive, so they will start to come out and start to do some nice attacks. That's going to be great here. The cannon in the main has been replanted, so the game will go on for now. Heroes ahead by about 20 supply. This Mutus comes in once again, and nice hidden, as you can see, there's a hidden High Templar in the back that was able to damage the Mutualists. They're all purple now, but that is not going to be the end of the game. The players will go on for a bit further, and we are going to be having what happening. Looks like there's going to be just new stuff coming from both of these players, and Best is on the back foot. He's holding his side of the map, but he needs to decide what to do next. Looks like these witches are going to try to come in and looks for some High Templars to snipe. There's a single High Templar hiding in the corner, and these Scourges gonna have to back up. Both the players gonna have to back up here. We have two Zealots start to go towards the top right now. They want to actually try to snipe some drones in the process. Yeah, Best is definitely on the back foot, but he's held, and he has not critically during this time. He has not lost too many High Templars. I think he's lost 0 High Templars, so they are able to amass a lot of energies for the big fight. As you can see, many of the High Templars have full energy, and looks like Hero is not able to assault this third base. I mean, he's got several occasions to come in and claim that high ground for himself, but he's lost all of those chances. And now Best is going to be able to hold this side of the map. Best discovered the presence of the top right corner of the screen, which is going to be very, very nice here. And more cannons coming up to defend, and we are going to be having Queen's Nest. Finally, looks like Best decided it's going to be the moment to move up. It's going to be very, very careful because the chances for Hero to backstab from the top left corner of the screen is very high. Looks like Best going to come out here and claim the middle. The Mutualists come in the mid. I think there's a High Templar hidden somewhere. I don't see it. Looks like there isn't any. He's going to try to snipe some cannons. Looks like the Corsairs return, and that's going to be the moment for the Mutualists to leave here. Observers coming out. Yeah, we need to have the Dragoon to support, and there are going to be some Dragoon supporting, and these Corsairs are running around. Looks like how many Corsairs will fall. He will start to attack the Mutualists here at the last minute. Everyone's going to back down. I hope the single Corsair remains. That Corsair will fall. Let's go. So every single Corsairs have died. Hero is about to max out. Best is not that far behind, so the game has been looking wild and wacky and wicked for a couple of minutes here. But Hero need to move to the next phase in the Zerg evolution, and that is going to be Hive. As for Protoss, he needs just kind of hold on, I guess, because Protoss is all about holding on and not dying in the early stage of the game. But now we're going to be having the fourth base, a hidden fourth base for Best. The timing is uncanny. It's very, very difficult for Zerg to suspect a fourth base right now, but it looks like Hero discovers it. He will force the cancellation on that base, and because we don't have any more Corsair presence, he cannot actually. Okay, we have a small attack here at this side of the map. Okay, looks like the pylon at least will come online. We will have one more storm maybe. No, he doesn't cast any kind of storm. The Zealot is out there. We're gonna be having lurkers attacking, and we don't have observers. Observers are not here. The Zealot need to pull back and wait for the support of the cannon. Best is gonna try to reinforce this side of the map. He's got 3-4 cannons in the main here. Lurkers gonna come in, and they're gonna be on a slightly low ground and high ground. High Templar needs to storm from the other side of the map. One lurker down. 2 lurker down. We need to storm the remaining 2 lurker, and that's going to be a beautiful storm. The cannons have all fallen now, but beautiful storm. The last one, we have a shadow dropping some stuff in the middle of the battle, and this is something that Best loves to do. He loves to go for this attack with the shadow while the battles are happening, and the other guy is not paying attention. He lands, I think, some Zealots or some Dark Templar. He does land double Dark Templar for the Dark Templars, and Hero's not paying attention. He's going to be losing a lot of stuff here. He needs to go for the Spire. He's going to go for the hatcheries. That's going to be not a bad idea. It looks like Zerl is going to try to come out and force the cancellation on the fourth base. Is what the Best is going to be losing that base. I don't think he minds that much because he's not actually planted a lot of stuff there. He would just cancel everything, but these 4 lurker, 4 Dark Templar is going to hide in the shadow, I think. Anyways, more attacks happening, and this the shadow picks up his Dark Templar. Looks like he picks it up and goes somewhere else. Very good for Best to save those Dark Templars. I think he lost only 1 in the process. The hatchery was destroyed. The hatchery we need to get remade. This probe finally we need to go out somewhere. We will have a single Mutualist chasing the shadow. Anyways, Best gonna start to move out. He's still behind a lot of supply, but this high ground is allowing him to trade very effectively and killing several hordes of Hydralists in the process. We're at the 16-minute mark of the game, and Best is still on 3 bases. The game has been kind of not a lot of big engagement, big army attack, but a lot of careful maneuver for both the players, probing for the other guys, positioning and I guess strategies and tactics, and trying to react in real time. We're gonna be having a nice storm. Those lurkers are so juicy for the Storm. Looks like Bestie Boy is not able to attack nicely. He lost one of the high templar. He will cast some Storm on the left side. He need to cast a Storm on the right side. Those lurkers are so damaged, but they will escape. I think 2 lurkers were destroyed, but the rest will escape. And finally, Best will need to decide to take another base now because Hero is on 4 bases for the longest time possible. Best moves ahead here, and these lurkers are buying a lot of time. He need to pull back. He need to not to attack the lurker. He need to attack the main army, and he need to cast several good storms. So this is gonna be the tombstone of Hero's army. He needs to slow down. Do not march forward into the incoming storm. This is the lessons from the sailors, right? When you see a storm, you need to kind of change your course of action. Do not sail your boat right into the middle of the maelstrom here. Maelstrom. All right, that's gonna be the end of this battle here. And Best has got 139 supply. Hero 128. The game is still happening. Very insane here. Lurkers are gonna get destroyed. 1 Dark Templar just chilling out with the army. Looks like Hero wants to go for the surround on both sides, and Best forces are thinning out. He needs to retreat into the storm once again. Reinforcement from Hero on the other side of the map is looking very, very strong. Beautiful storming, and these Archons are buying a lot of time. We have +2 weapons and +1 armor on some of those forces. It's going to be very, very nice. And we will have what coming up next. We're going to be having a lot of Zealot. Interesting battles happening for both of these players. We are going to be having Best with 125 supply, Hero 122, and the battles are still happening very, very nicely. We will have 4th base coming up for Best. No, he's not able to put down his 4th base, so that's going to be very interesting. More attacks happening on the north side, and Best is trying to eye the top right on the screen. If we can get a small group of Zealot there during the heat of the battle to try to snipe something, it would be great here, because Hero will be actually strained in terms of military resources. He would not have forces to cover things adequately in all of the angles. One more thing that Best could think about right now is once again drop, because he can directly access Hero's main base. Looks like a very long line of Zerg units moving from the top side, but they all get destroyed by the storms, and Best is trading very, very effectively here. More attacks happening, but Best gotta be very careful, because the Zerg can actually surround him from both sides. He's got 3 Archons, 2 Dragoons, the rest are all Zealot and High Templars, and he's gotta be careful because his Zealot heavy army is ripe for the lurkers to attack, and Hero is maneuvering some of the forces on the left side of the map. He wants to go for the backstabbing, or at least attack this base, but these Zerlings are all coming in single file, but more Zerling reinforcement, but Best is reinforcing from the high ground as well. How many cannons will fall? Looks like it's going to be prime for some nice storm. Drones are running away. We need to have a storm. Best is not storming. He loses the first high templar. He loses the second. No, he doesn't. He will storm all of those units on high ground, and the Hydras are returning at the wrong moment here. Probes are holding this area. It looks like Best is going to take out the 3 o'clock position at the exchange for the 6 o'clock position. This base is more vital for Best, because he needs, this is only mining base. The 3 o'clock has been mining for a while, so actually Hero doesn't mind losing it. He would just gladly trade that base for the 6 o'clock position, but Best is destroying this base, and he's gonna try to attack against the top rock on the screen. These probes are all falling left and right, and Best will not have money to make another Nexus. He needs a lot of money to make a Nexus. We have Archons attacking. How many drones remaining? Looks like this base before the lurkers comes in, and Best and Hero will trade. Best will take out 2 bases, Hero will take out 1, and at the last minute Best will not be mining anymore. Hero will also mine very few resources remaining at the inside this base, and Best is falling fast in supply. Now at this stage of the game, the most important unit is going to be the observers. It's going to be the observers. Best needs to make sure he saves some money. He's got enough money to go for a Nexus, but he will save it. He will not plan another Nexus anytime soon. He's going to come out with the rest of his forces. He's going to leave 2 Zealot here to take care of the drones here, making sure he kills every single drones. And what is going to be the next move for Hero, because Hero is going to be facing a huge amount of Zealot reinforcement from the top side here. All of the Best's forces are returning. Where are the observers? We need to have a lot of observers. So it looks like for the timing, Best has decided to go for distance mining. We will have also a hidden hatchery by Hero at the 5 o'clock position. These drones are going to be distance mining, so a single lurker planted there will destroy everything. These observers need to make sure they don't die. Zealot attacking against a new base, and Hero is going to cancel it for sure, because he doesn't have enough resources to actually protect it. And now Best going to be the one slightly in control. He's gonna make sure his enemy is all in the one corner, but these 2 Zealot need to speed up their progress. What are they doing? They're leaving the area. Are you freaking insane? The hatchery is not yet destroyed. The hatchery is not yet destroyed, and looks like like Hero might decide to save it. He might send some forces there to save it, but Best is gonna maybe just baiting Hero. He says, you know what, I allowed you to retake that base and I will attack at the moment you move back with the rest of your drone, and that's exactly what's happening. These lurkers are all going there. They need to claim the high ground. The drones are returning, so at least Hero would not be able to mine effectively at that area, and these drones are gonna get attacked here. Observers need to be sure that they are all protected. Best doesn't have money, guys. Keep that in mind. Best has 0 money. He's down to 33 minerals, and he's like distance mining a single lurker planted at the 8 o'clock position will spoil his day. But we have lurkers coming out for reinforcement. He want to cut off the supply of, I guess, what is it, probes, right? He want to make sure the probes cannot reach us. Beautiful storm from the other side of the map. He's storming those forces correctly. He needs to storm another lurker. He's gonna try to attack here. 2 battles happening at the same time. These lurkers gonna get destroyed in the middle map, but there are no observers. He's storming blindly here. At the last minute, we have 2 Archons and 2 High Templars with no energy, and that High Templar is gonna get sniped. He needs to snipe the Archon as well. How many Archons remaining? 1 Archon is fallen, 2 Archons is fallen, but this area at the top right corner of the screen has been breached, guys, and Best is gonna try to attack it. He comes in, he kills out the last of the lurkers, and after that battle is over. Best 55 supply. Hero remakes out of the hatchery. The game is very tense, and Best needs to return now. He knows that he doesn't need to stay here anymore with the rest of his forces. He's attacking, he's destroying the drone. That will be very nice, but he needs to return and make sure he's got adequate forces to attack the new base by Hero. Hero is gonna defend it with all of his life, but he's got a lot of lurkers, and Best doesn't have what it takes to take out his enemy because he's got mainly Zealot and Archon. He needs Dragoons, I think, at this point, but he doesn't have money to make it. He needs to also save some money to make the Observer. As you can see, Best, Minro, and Gas, neither of them are moving up. Why is he not mining mineral? Why is he not mining gas? This storm is going to be very nice on one of the lurkers. He needs to storm one more. He does have a nice storm that kills most of the Zerglings. And now Observer is going to be trailing here. This is going to be one of the final battles. I think Observer is checking out for the best location. Best has got very few probes remaining. These lurkers lines are looking very good. The Archon is going to come in, but lurkers have been deployed in nice defensive formation. Can Best decide to go for his enemy's main base? That's going to be a question. He's got a lot of High Templars. He will cast a good storm. He will cast another one. He needs to cast one more. He's saving his storm. He goes for one storm. He goes for a good storm. He goes for another lurker has fallen. This Observer will need to get sniped. He's got an Observers. He's got a Hero's got some Overlords waiting in the area. Best has got very few forces remaining, but he's gonna cast good storms. He casts one more. I think he's gonna try to come in with the Zealot to snipe one more lurker. He needs to move back. He needs to cast another storm, but there's still so many lurkers remaining. I think no. At the last minute, every single lurker has been destroyed. Only 2 lurkers on high ground, but Observers are here, and this base has been breached. Observer needs to get sniped. Go for the Observer. He doesn't go for the Observer. He goes for the Archon instead. But at the last minute, every single gets destroyed. But we have reinforcement from the back. These Archon need to buy time. The Dragoons need to fall back. Oh my god, only 4 Archons remaining. What is going to try? He needs to cast another storm. Does he have enough energy? He doesn't have energy. 1 Archon will fall. Only 1 Archon remaining. That Archon is going to pull back. That Archon is going to get sniped. How many Archons do we have? We have still 2 Archons. They're very beefy. They will take out one of the lurkers. He kills 1 lurker, but only 1 Archon remaining. That Archon is still alive. He's going to go for the Hydras, attack the lurker. Observer is going to get sniped. The last Observer of the game is going to fall. That Observer has fallen. No more Observer for Best, and he's forgotten to mine his gas for the longest time possible. He has 1 more Observer. Can he attack with the probes? I don't know. He's going to try to attack. That Archon is so damaged, and this is going to be the final battle game. It's going to be impossible for Best to win. So if you enjoy this game, please feel free to buy me a coffee. Link to that. It's going to be in the video description. Best is GG. This is going to be one of the best games of this year. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.